Take two, baby.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
already did this. Forgot to record. That's embarrassing, but it's what it is. I got Alex. I got Zach.
Yo.
These are my cousins, and we're going to be talking about some cool stuff today. We're going to be talking about Siege. We're going to be talking about some gaming stuff. Big gamer. You have a streaming channel?
I do.
Let them know what it is.
Twitch.tv/Hobe64.
You heard it here. We're going to put the link in the description to all this stuff too, so we'll plug you up. To have some gaming stuff, we're going to talk about the flu and the coronavirus becoming one. We're going to talk about the first anniversary of the January 6th insurrection, but not really too political. It's just what's in the news. Yeah. Colleges have been pushing back in-person classes because of COVID. Colin Rittenhouse likes thick bitches. COVID ramp up, quote unquote. And then we're going to talk about some sports and playoffs. He's got a Phillies hoodie on, so it's the Philadelphia Eagles podcast over here.
Yes, sir.
But you're a Jets fan. He's a Jets fan, however. So
yeah,
I don't hate it. I actually don't. I like the Jets. So
all Philly teams are like my number two because I live there. So it's kind of like if I don't, I'm kind of like
You're just lucky that you're family.
There's gonna be some hate crime going on in Philadelphia. But yeah, he goes to Temple.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us, how was your first year, or first semester in college, bro?
It was when you're in high school, right? Like there's always that thing when you'd like turn in your homework late in high school. It's like your teacher's like, that will not slide in college.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay. A lot more things slide in college than you think should. A lot of teachers have pretty lax due dates from what I know. But honestly, college is just you have to find the personal balance of work and just everything else.
Right.
Getting your head out of work mode and into social, have a good time mode. But how people balance that is really how college goes. Yeah. So I'm trying to find that balance, but it's been fun so far.
That's cool. That's good.
It is a really difficult balance because a lot of the times your work and your PlayStations, no pun intended, are in very close locations. You'll have your work desk right here. Other side of the table is where the Xbox or whatever is set up.
Especially now, because I'm going back to classes in 4 days, and I'm not going back to school for another month. So I'm going to be literally doing classes next to this guy across from the kitchen table.
Oh yeah,
and it's
literally
that's how it was.
The laptop you use for classes is the same exact laptop you use to play Pokemon Showdown.
Yeah, exactly. But now it's literally senior year of high school all over again, where it's I'm literally online, and it's going to be a struggle bus to actually focus.
Yeah, that was rough for the online too, because not everyone learns that way. For me personally, I have to go and be at a location and learn. Someone has to teach me in person, because I'm a chief procrastinator. I am the best procrastinator. So if you give me something I got to do on here, I'm not going to do it for mad long.
I never went to school when COVID hit, so I don't know the struggles of having to do everything virtually. But I feel like I would have sucked at it just because I would have had that struggle where it's man, I don't want to listen to class right now. I could just pull up a new tab and play a different game right now while class is going on. I feel like I would have done that.
Actually,
and it's really hard.
Yeah. I had 2 fully online classes last semester. One of them was one of my business courses, because I'm half of a business major. I'm a sports management major, so it's but Temple has their own college for it. It's pretty cool. But I'm halfway taking business classes and then halfway taking classes towards sports. So
okay,
yeah, it's pretty.
That's kind of dope. But you can go to an Eagles game and work there, right?
Yep, I can work as game day operations.
Fire, guys. I mean, it's so nuts. That's actually really cool.
Yeah,
I'm jealous about that. You're like, yeah, just let me know what game you want to go to, and I'll just go there for free. I was like, okay,
all right, man.
I got to work for half of it, but I get to see the second half. So
Well, what do you do? Have you done that before? Worked as operations?
I didn't last semester because a lot of it fills up quickly, and also it's a matter of getting up at 6 a.m. to go hop the subway.
Oh yeah, that's rough. By
yourself to the other side of Philly, and it's
in Philadelphia. Yikes! Yeah, that's rough. But they at least the station I just went to Philly to take Wayne there, and the station is like right there, bro.
Yeah.
Like right at the end of, like, it's actually crazy.
Yeah, SEPTA is like really easily accessible.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But, a lot of people just kind of hang out in the SEPTA stations.
Like, I don't like why.
I don't know.
I see mad people. Dude, I saw this lady was yelling at cars at a SEPTA station by, like up North Broad, North Broad Street.
Yeah.
This lady was yelling at like cars going by. And she was just yelling, and she kept like patting her chest like this. I was like,
Philly crackheads hit different.
I was about to say she was absolutely high on some dumb shit.
Yeah, I was like, I thought she was trying to like, I thought she was like hooking.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. I was like, holy shit, lady, you need to like you need to retire. You need to hang the jersey in the rafters because like this is over with.
It's like some of the overdose calls I've been getting at work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was that?
You just have these crazy people that just you just don't know what it's like. How did your life get to this point?
Yeah.
Where you're calling 911, like can't say. Okay. My only rule is I can't say like specifics for what happens, but I can say like in general what happened.
Yeah.
We had someone that called. There was like, oh, I took a shot of fentanyl while I was high on heroin. Like, what drove you to do that? What made you think that was a smart idea?
Yeah, like what? Like what headspace? That is true. Like I wonder how people get to that point.
The thing is like people are just like, it's literally like, what you've heard in school. It's like,
if heroin's this good, how fentanyl goes.
You start out like so low, and then the high isn't good enough, so you just keep on going. Her heroin high wasn't good enough, so she's like, all right, what's the strongest shit you got? And literally straight fentanyl. She's like, yep.
Sounds like a great
idea.
That's that shit. Like I need that shit, bro. That's fucking crazy, bro. I would be. I'm not gonna lie because I'm not gonna say where you work, but you're a 911.
I am a 911 operator.
And I don't know if I could do. I'd be scared. Like sometimes, like I think it was my mom told me. She goes, "Oh, Alex, stopped working at Chipotle." I was like, "Wow, that's like heaven." I love Chipotle. I would work there till I died, bro. Right?
No, it was just getting to the point where we would literally run shifts with 4 people at a store that's so busy it requires 9 people for the morning.
Yeah, dude.
You're pulling double duty and you're only getting paid like literally. I worked there for 3 years almost.
Yeah.
And the ending pay I got was $10.50 an hour.
Well, that's fucked.
Yeah, it was just the point where like I deserve more than this. I am worth more than this.
Oh, for sure. No, I'm glad you made the shift though. You know what I mean? But
yeah, obviously it's difficult, but just the fact that I'm helping people is much better than at Chipotle. It's like, oh, I'm just sitting here making burritos all day. Like,
yeah.
Whereas
saving
now
lives.
it's just like, oh, I'm saving lives. I literally every time I go on break, I'm just like, wow, that's like 6, 7, 8, 9 people I just saved. That's freaking amazing.
Yeah, that is really cool. Is that like is that a fulfilling like job? Like, is that something you're going to do for a career? Huh?
Obviously, I can't tell for certain just because I've only been there for 2 months.
Yeah,
but I can see myself working here for a long time.
Right, and it like self-fulfilling, like you feel good about,
Yeah.
That's good. Because I think a lot of people, especially with COVID now, a lot of people realize that like they weren't really doing shit at their job anyway. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people were like, I'm going to an office every day, I'm typing on a computer, and this job really doesn't give a shit about me. And then they're like, I want to do something that I like, so they switch careers or, you know what I mean? So I'm glad that you found something that
they'll like leave their job, get unemployment during COVID because they changed how unemployment works.
you get mad unemployment, son.
That's why the job crisis exists right now.
Exactly. Yeah. And like even like the what is it called, the child tax credit, right? Like I don't know too much about it, but it's like, what is it, like $3,000 or $4,000 you get per kid or something like that? Like that's crazy, bro.
$3,000 per how?
Well, I don't know if it's per kid, but like in general, like I think it's like $3,000-4,000.
Is that like a year, 3 months?
I think it's like every month, isn't it?
Every
I have
month?
Or something like that.
What
yeah.
the hell?
Yeah, because it's like certain payments that you get like per month, and you get like a certain amount.
It's just
per
like,
kid.
okay, here's $3,000 or $4,000. Here's the only requirement: spend that on your kid.
Yeah, and then people are like, "I'm gonna get a Gucci wallet."
Yeah, for real.
Like I'm gonna get a Gucci wallet. I'll put a down payment on a Hellcat.
Even if you follow the rules on that, it'll be like, okay, well, I'll buy something for my kid, but it'll be something that like multiple people in the house can use. Like, oh, we'll get a new computer. We'll set it up for the kid can use it. but then dad and mom are also going to do stuff on it too. So it's like I'm kind of spending it on myself.
Yeah, with that $4,000, you might have just enough to buy a PS5. You know what I mean? Like,
Maybe.
or an Xbox Series X. Maybe if you push
scalping
it.
website.
Yeah, dude, I went on Walmart. Walmart was $1,000 for Xbox Series X.
I learned that.
No,
I learned that the hard way is that Walmart, the store site, is another spot like eBay or like Amazon where people will just sell their stuff on that platform. Yep.
Fuck, man, I got Walmart Plus because I thought I could get one. Damn it.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's why you'll just see a bunch of like literally when I was shopping for the Switch OLED. I was like, okay, the only places that have it are Amazon, eBay, and Walmart. I'm like, okay, well, let's see what Walmart has. Oh, the cheapest one's like $550.
Yeah, that's nuts. What is a Switch regular?
Switch regular, Switch regular is at $300, and the Switch OLED's market price is $350. But obviously,
so you were getting like your eye jabbed out for that.
That was an upsell of $200. That's almost 50%. That's over 50% markup on that one.
Yeah, or that's
but
like
no, I bought it on Black Friday, like right when the deals went up. I was like, shit, $350 for a Switch that I've been looking for a while. Sign me up.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's like the Xbox Series X is $500, and they want $900 for it. I'm like, 100% market increase, bro. Are you on drugs? Did you just inject fentanyl while you're high on heroin? Like, I'm not paying that much money, bro. Like, you're fucking bugging.
It's absurd.
If its market price is $500, the most I'll be willing to pay is like, okay, $600, maybe $650 if you catch me on a bad day, but nothing more than that.
Yeah, like
if you catch them really down bad.
If I'm just like, I'll do anything.
No. You catch him at like 4 a.m. and he's already just cranked
I'll
out.
sell my fentanyl to get this Xbox.
Yeah, he's doing like the fucking, like the coke. Do you know who Joey Diaz is?
Yes.
You know who he is?
I have no idea who Joey Diaz
is. He's a comedian, but he used to like do cocaine. Like he was like a cocaine addict.
So he's a comedian.
Yeah, he's a comedian. Yeah, he's just a run. Well, now he's not a cokehead anymore.
Oh,
right?
That's the difference.
Like he stopped. So, but he said like, well, I guess when you need coke, like you start like grinding your teeth and shit when you're real high. And I was like, that's just kind of what I imagine somebody would pay like $900 for.
Dude, that's
just
straight
like
out of a
grinding their
cartoon.
teeth, and they're like, fuck, huh?
That's like out of a cartoon. It's like when like your parent or when like like I don't even know like a cartoon character's like parents get mad at him. They're like, they're like grinding their teeth together, like.
Like, is mom and dad mad at me, or they just got a bump from the Colombian guy down the street?
It's like just obviously I've not done drugs at all. I'm clean, so I don't know how it works. But I imagine like those cartoons where it's like, oh, dude, I need a gram. I just need a gram. And
that's
it's
not
like
even cartoon. That's real life.
Yeah, you sell.
That was
And
like The Wire, bro.
You hand over your cat and for that tiny little baggie, and you walk out. Like that's how I imagine it gets when it gets that bad.
Yeah. Bro, what girls hand up their cheeks for that shit though?
Yeah,
like they're like, listen, I don't have the money, but like,
am I hot?
It's like, what you thinking? You know what I mean? Like, but that I don't know. That's also, it's just kind of sad, man. And like, I think that a lot of times too, like I think we treat them as like criminals when like they do criminal stuff.
It's illegal, but
you're addicted to it. You know what I mean? Like look, I'm fat, right? Like I need food. Like I'm addicted to food. Imagine if like every time I went to Wendy's, or like this fat motherfucker coming in. Like I'd be like,
every time you need food, you're like Willem Dafoe from Spider-Man 1, crawling across the floor towards the Gotham mask. Like I need it.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Like when I go to like Wendy's or some shit. But
give me the nuggets.
Yeah, exactly. So like, but then imagine like you get caught like an underground Wendy's and they like arrest you and throw you in jail. You're like, I just wanted like a McChicken. You know what I mean? You're like, fuck.
Little off topic, but have you seen No Way Home?
I watched it illegally. Yes. Just kidding.
I have. It's like, hang on, are you allowed to say that? What were your thoughts on it?
I thought it was the best ending to a trilogy since Ragnarok. I think Ragnarok was like set the bar. Because Thor 1 and Thor 2 were kind of mid.
I was about to say, I can't call that movie franchise a trilogy. I call it two stumbles and a good movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the first two were mid, but the last one was great because it was followed up by...
They didn't do anything that Thor
Infinity
1
War
and 2
and
did?
Endgame. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like it led into... Dude, and I think the best two movies have to be Infinity War and Endgame. Like, like ever. Right? But No Way Home was great.
Infinity War is like my favorite movie ever.
Right? I watched that religiously.
I can't rank my MCU movies, but my top 3 are No Way Home, Infinity War, and Endgame.
Yeah.
I don't know what
You've seen
order
it, right?
they're in.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and you Zach can attest to this because he was sitting right next to me when I did it. But I cried 3 different times in the movie. Maybe 4. I honestly can't remember.
You cried?
One of them was a happy cry, and I guess spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it because I'm about to drop the big spoiler bomb.
Yeah.
But when Ned opened the portals and Toby and Andrew came in, my head was like in my shirt because I was trying not to like breathe too much, and I was just like happy crying.
Breathe too much.
He's like hyperventilating.
Well, this was
Bro,
like,
just do your thing. Like,
well, that was like that scene is one of those things you think of when you're like 7 years old. You're just like, oh, it'd be cool if these 2 things that I really like just went together. Nah, it's not going to happen though. But wouldn't it be cool if that did happen? And no, it happened, and it was freaking amazing. That movie had 50 different ways that it could have just dropped the ball, screwed it up, and I don't think it did.
It definitely didn't.
The only thing I've agreed with some people is that Lizard and Sandman don't have enough to do in the movie. They don't do too much.
No, but they're kind of not the point.
Which, by the way, I didn't figure this out till recently, but the reason that both of them were only in the Sand and Lizard forms for most of the movie until the very end, they got the rights to use the actor's likeness, but they could not get the actors to come in to shoot stuff.
Yeah.
Every scene of their human forms was either
CGI.
No, none of it was CGI.
Really?
The Lizard shot where he's looking at Andrew, that's just a different angle of the same shot they used in Amazing Spider-Man 1. And the scene where Sandman is now in his human form, he's looking at his body now becoming solid, that was just a different take of the scene from Spider-Man 3 where he like gets all wet and he's starting to become muddy and he's starting to go into the sewer. Mm-hmm. That was a different take of that scene, but like kind of in reverse. So they couldn't get the actors to come in, but they got their likeness and
they got their voice evidently.
Yeah, obviously they got them to like come in.
But it's like you already showed up to do the voice. Just fucking go outside and do some acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they got them into the studio to record lines, but it wasn't like, they got them out to film the footage.
Wow. Well, okay, I guess that makes sense because I don't know where they filmed it at.
I have no idea either.
Like, I would assume New York, but like, but they film one little set that looks like New York, but it's like in LA. It's like, well, just go to fucking New York.
Yeah.
I think what happened was the scenes where they show the entire, like in the final battle where they're at the Statue of Liberty, the scene where it's like not the action but just like the shot. I'm pretty sure that was actually at the Statue of Liberty. They just CG'd like the Captain America shield stuff over it.
Yeah.
But all the scenes were like they're actually fighting on it. I'm pretty sure that was all in studio. That was all a set.
That makes sense.
The dialogue between Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, son,
gold.
Bro, I was
good.
like, but when they asked him, they're like Peter, like you know what I mean, when they're asking, when they're all talking about like their web shooters, and Tobey Maguire doesn't have one, it just comes out of his skin, and they're all like this guy's like weird, bro.
How
I'm
do
like,
you
what's
do
up
that?
with this guy?
I don't fucking know.
He's like, I just do it. But like that made me so nostalgic, bro. I was like, I'm gonna go watch all like because Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And like seeing him in the suit again was fucking crazy, bro.
He's what we grew up with, so it's like
That's true. Yeah, like that was the best one.
After the movie, a couple days later, I watched Amazing Spider-Man 2 full through for the first time.
Yeah.
2 things I took away from that was that Andrew's a really good Spider-Man, just the Amazing Spider-Man scripts were not kind to him. They didn't let him
they weren't great.
show off.
Yeah.
And they had so much potential for Electro because obviously they used it in No Way Home to great effect. I think that he was really, really good in that movie. And then they just screwed it up in Amazing 2.
And also, like, how the fuck did he know that he was Spider-Man?
They actually explained that in the movie. I don't think people caught it, though, because I've seen a crap ton of people do that. The other person I've seen was with Venom, but we'll talk about Electro first.
Yeah.
At the end, like, when you said he was transferred into the universe, he said his body was actively becoming electricity, and he was absorbing all this electricity and all this data and all this different stuff. That he learned that Peter Parker was Spider-Man through the data that he was absorbing.
Okay.
And then the reason Venom knew who Spider-Man was
because he was like hive mind, wasn't it?
Hive mind, yep. All the symbiotes are like a hive mind, so anything that like one symbiote learns, another can learn, and he learned it from there. But also, like, the end credit scene from Let There Be Carnage was literally him just like, oh, look, it's Tom Holland. Isn't that neat?
Yeah. And then I like how they explain, like,
that was kind of smart how they was like, okay, well, Venom's not in the MCU, but
he definitely
is now.
Yeah. Or like when they all point at each other, when they're all like standing there and they all point, like that meme.
Yep.
Like all this, I was like, oh, I cried at that point. I was like, I can finally die happy.
They did the thing.
I was
like,
waiting
they did
for
the
it.
thing on the internet.
Me and Alex went to On the Border before we saw the movie with our parents, and literally,
Solid.
like we were looking at that meme, and we were like, "I hope this happens," and it did. I'm like, "Yes."
That movie was great, dude. I really want to take everyone upstairs to go see it, but very soon. If not, I mean, we'll just wait it out till it comes out on streaming.
Yeah.
And then that'll be like the biggest streamed movie on the planet, probably.
My thing is, I am so surprised that movie came out right after Eternals, because I have not seen Eternals yet. I don't know anything about it. All I've seen was one review, and the review said, "Wow, Thor: The Dark World is not my least favorite MCU movie anymore."
Wow.
Eternals is kind of mid, to be honest with you, but like the thing, I think the only thing it's supposed to do, you know what it's almost like? It's almost like it's just a. To me, it reminds me of, like, you know, have you guys seen the Disney Plus series? Have you seen them all? Like,
Yeah, we've seen them all.
Falcon and the Winter
You
Soldier.
haven't seen What
yeah.
If, but you've seen all the other
I didn't
ones.
see What If, but I saw all the other ones.
Well, you saw Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Did you catch up on
like it's
Hawkeye?
good.
Yeah, I watched
But-
the end of it. Yeah.
Hawkeye was good, but like it's Falcon and the Winter Soldier is good, right? But it's just to get you from one point to another point. Like there's really nothing. It's not a whole lot of substance in the actual story itself. It's the whole purpose of it is to get Anthony Mackie, Falcon, to become Captain America.
Well,
that's the only point of the whole thing.
One of the things they're trying to set up is I forget her name. Every time I talk about her, I forget her name, but it's the woman at the end that recruits John Walker. To
Val?
Whatever. Val, yeah. But in the comics, Val sets up a group called the Dark Avengers, which it's a morally gray Avengers, and John Walker is the Captain America representative, and what's her name, Black Widow's sister,
Elena,
that shows up in Hawkeye, is the morally gray Black Widow on the team.
And then
so we got those two
Abomination
already.
and all that stuff. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Abomination's on it as well. I don't know for sure, but I think Kate Bishop might have been part of it at one point. Maybe
she's Young Avengers.
Young Avengers, that's what it was.
Yeah, she's Young Avengers with Black Cap's nephew. Remember the Black Captain America? He's real old, and he put that fucking Altoids tin through a wall.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
His nephew is like is in the Young Avengers.
Wasn't
too.
like Miles Morales or something part of one of the Avengers groups?
Did you see the Miles Morales Easter egg?
I did.
Did you see it
I don't know, maybe.
at the end where like Andrew Garfield's sitting down talking to Electro, right? And he's like,
there's
you know,
Black Spider-Man somewhere.
Yeah,
Man,
he's
I
like,
just thought
"There's
you were
Black
black, man. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure there's a Black Spider-Man out there somewhere. I'm sorry, I'm not black though.
I saw that. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Let's go, bro.
Well, I don't know. In Spider-Man: Homecoming, the character that Donald Glover plays,
yeah.
that's supposed to be Prowler, which
Yeah,
is
really?
Miles' uncle.
That's fire, bro. I can't wait. I want to see how they introduce that though. That's gonna be nice. I'm gonna be so excited, bro.
Are you excited for Beyond the Spider-Verse?
What do you mean?
Have you
Is that
seen
another one?
Have you seen not seen the trailer for that?
I have not seen the trailer for that.
Oh my god. Okay, have you seen the meme where Gwen's looking through Miles's drawing book and there's like a picture of her in the drawing book?
No.
I'll have to show that to you at some point.
Yeah, I would
but
say
yeah,
I
they
haven't
dropped
seen
the
it.
trailer for it, and basically it's like Spider-Gwen goes to meet Miles, basically says, hey, something else is going on now, and Spider-Man 2099, the guy from the end of the first one, the post-credit scene,
Is that the older one?
He's the one in like the blue, mostly blue suit with like the red accents.
Okay, I got you.
And he's now hunting Miles down, and they're like going through different multiverses or different universes
Who would you like to see play Miles Morales?
in the MCU.
Yeah, who would you guys like to see play him?
I don't know enough young black actors because obviously
that's the
it's obviously it has to be a young black actor, but
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
true,
that many. Most of the actors of color that I know are older, like Idris Elba, Will Smith, that kind of age.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, that's true. I don't really know. I'm trying to think, man. I don't really know who.
If
would
Will
be.
Smith was like the age he was in Fresh Prince, I'd say Will Smith doing
Exactly.
it.
Right?
Will Smith's doing it now. Imagine Will Smith is like,
That'd be
man.
awesome.
He's like, I'm 18, and I was like, no, Will, stop, bro. You saw your entanglement, bro. Like, knock it off. But no, conclusion. No Way Home was fucking great.
Insane
Highly
movie.
recommend it. But there is spoilers. I know I said that afterwards. No, you're probably mad at me. but
No,
spoiler.
I dropped the spoiler
He said
before I
spoiler.
talked about
Okay,
it.
yeah.
So yeah,
So
just look.
If you didn't listen to Alex, then it's
Then,
kind of on.
then that's
kind of
your
on
own
you.
damn fault. If you
That's
didn't
on you,
listen
buddy.
to me.
That's on you, but go see it though. You know what I mean? Go see it. It was like, what was it? The highest grossing? Was it the highest grossing film ever, or during COVID?
It is the second. It's the highest grossing COVID film. It is the second highest grossing. Sorry, no. Second highest opening weekend.
Yeah.
Only after Endgame. It beat out Infinity War.
I think it's like number 4 on like highest grossing ever.
I think it's in top 5.
Yeah.
And guess what? The other 3 above it are MCU movies.
Yeah, isn't it? I think isn't like Black Panther there too, or in and around? Because I know Black Panther made $1 billion.
I know. Endgame's obviously the highest. I think
yeah.
Infinity War
War's
has
number 2.
I think Infinity War has
Or is it number
grossed more.
3?
I think Infinity War's grossed more total, but I don't know. I don't know the top one.
Dude, Infinity War is a great.
I could look it up, but like I don't
bro.
remember off the top of my head.
I think Infinity War. I mean, maybe I'm biased. Maybe this is a hot take. I don't know. I actually think Infinity War is better than Endgame.
No, I absolutely agree though.
I
Infinity War is my
think- I
favorite
think
MCU movie.
Yeah, I
It's
think Infinity
tough.
War is better.
It's a really tough thing because the thing I really like about Infinity War is that unlike every other MCU movie that's come before it,
There was no happy ending.
there was no. Obviously, there was after Endgame because
Yeah.
you knew stuff was going to happen. The actors
but
that
it
got
wasn't
snapped
though. My
had
guy
movies
was Iron
lining up.
Man. My guy was Iron Man, so there was no happy ending for me.
I cried when Tom got snapped. He was like crying in Tony's shoulders.
go,
He's
I don't
like,
wanna
I don't want to go, Mr. Stark. I don't want to go in. I don't want to go. I'm like, dude, I feel it. This kid's like 16 and he's like dying in front of his father figure. What the hell?
Yeah, but think of like how many parents, like when Thanos snapped, imagine how many parents like lost like their 2-year-old baby, Or
Dude.
like how many 10-year-olds had like their mom or dad snapped away. Like that's what you have to think about when you think about Infinity War. It's like it's not just about the superheroes; it's literally everybody.
You know what
Like,
threw
imagine
me
your
off?
mom is like walking with like a plate of dinner, and she just
Yep.
drops it. I'm like, no, not the burritos.
The thing that would throw me off is if I had a child that was like 2 and I got snapped, and obviously like if you like saw Hawkeye, we saw how Elena got snapped because like it's literally like a blank. It's just the environment just changes around you. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like imagine okay, honey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You leave the baby on the floor, go to the bathroom, get snapped, come back, and your baby's like 7-year-old playing t-ball now.
Leave the baby on the floor.
I don't know.
Yikes.
We don't have a dog.
Either leave the baby on the floor. I'm like,
It's like you walk back out and your baby's now 7 years old practicing t-balls. Like,
I thought you
hell
meant like
happened
the
to you?
baby got snapped. Like imagine you're holding your baby and it just like
no, I'm like imagining if I was like,
no,
the
what's going
father,
on?
and all of a sudden my baby went from like 2 to 7 years old. Like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
or like Hawkeye when Yelena's in the bathroom, right? And she walks in, gets dusted, walks out. It's like her whole or like what is that? Like,
Who are you? What have you done? I'm
Yeah.
looking for you for 5 years. What do you mean? I just took a piss.
She's like, I just went to the bathroom, washed my hands, right? And then she comes out and her friends got like a whole ass family. I'm like,
Like,
I'll be like, what the?
just think of yourself 5 years ago. Like, what were you doing 5 years ago exactly? I was
How many years was 5 years ago? 2017.
2017. I was in my first. I was coming back from my first semester of college. Wait, no.
Yeah, I was in
no,
college.
no.
4 years ago.
No,
5
that
years
was
ago, you were a
5 years
senior
ago.
in high school.
5 years ago, I was on winter break for senior in high school. Dear God.
8th grade, baby.
5 years ago, I was 2017. I was in college. I was in college. I didn't have a car. I had to walk everywhere. That sucked.
Me right now?
It's
Dude,
like my calves are
that
tight.
But you know what though? That like my experience in college was so much better without having a car. Oddly enough,
Really?
yeah, because like you like all of your friends are like if they want you to come somewhere, they're gonna pick you up, they're gonna drive you, or you catch something, or like when you're like you have no choice but to be where you're at. This is gonna sound like kind of stupid, but you have like you're only just kind of where you're at the time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like so, if you're in the
telling
library,
me the
you're
spot
just at the fucking library.
The spot I'm sitting at is the spot I'm sitting at?
Like,
No, but I'm saying, but like, so you have no like for me, I'm lazy, so like, I'm like, if I'm in the library, I'm in there for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And if your friends come in and they're like, you want to go for drinks? Yeah, I want to go for drinks. And then you get in the car and you go for drinks.
You need a reason to leave.
Exactly, yeah. But then like you get so much. I spent so much more time like with my friends, like with my boys, like Frankie, my boy Jerson. I spent so much more time with them because like I wasn't like I'm
Shout out to
bored.
Frankie.
See you guys. Yeah, shout out to Frankie. Shout out to Jerson. I wasn't like sitting here like, oh, you're talking. I'm bored. All right, I'll see you guys later. And you just like dap up and you leave. Like now,
No, that's when you're in voice chat with them at like 12 a.m. and they're all playing a game. You're not playing. It's just like, all right, I'm just gonna leave and watch YouTube now.
exactly. Yeah, like I'm gonna go watch this guy with his harem on porno real quick.
I'm gonna watch YouTube. Yeah, that's
I'm gonna go watch Tube, Hub, maybe. We'll see.
Something with those letters in there.
Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get rid of the U, add in a PORN in there.
Yeah. But like that was actually really fun for me. I don't know. Like some of the best memories I have was from that time.
Yeah.
Like hitching rides and stuff. It's kind of fun. But yeah.
That's me right now. Whenever like my friend from like high school, he goes to school at El Tri-C, and he's on their golf team. So it's
Yeah.
like sometimes like he'll just like pick me up and we'll go like play around, and I'm like, nope, I don't have to do anything, right? And it's just nice not having like the responsibility to drive, because it's like other people can do that for me. Literally everyone else in the country can drive but me, so it's not
Zach's
that big
like
of
the
a deal.
40-year-old virgin, but instead of being a virgin, he just doesn't have his license.
Yeah.
But I also feel like you're in Philly. Like what? Like 8 months out of the year, 9 months out of the year, you're in Philadelphia, and they have SEPTA, and the city's not huge.
Everything's in walking distance.
Yeah, so like you're like, I want to go get something to eat. It's like a 5-minute, 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
It's not even a big
If I
deal.
want Wendy's, I cross the street.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like you're just chilling. Or like people in New York, like I think there was this NFL player I was watching. He's a tackle, and he was like, yeah, I grew up in the Bronx, and like he's like, I never had to have my license until I was like 23, 24.
Yep.
Until he got to the NFL and he bought a car and he moved into the fucking Hickeys. He was like, yeah, I never had to have I got my license at 23. I was like, that's kind of a wave though, bro. Like, because like now if I go out and I want to like go drinking, I can't really go drink. You know what I mean? Like I either have to go with one of my boys and they drive and then I can drink, or I Uber there. You know what I mean? Like, but I can't just go get some drinks and come back because I got to be responsible.
Yep.
So it's a gift and a curse, but it is fun to have like a license and drive around though.
Yeah.
It is fun.
We've been talking for 30 minutes, and how many of our bullet points did we hit? I think we hit like
Nothing, but this is a
literally
good
none
flow.
of them.
This is a
we
good
hit
flow though.
none of them.
Yeah, this is a good. Well, we hit gaming a little bit. And,
A little.
A little bit. We were more talking about movies for like the MCU for a little bit of it.
Yeah, but that's how good No Way Home is. It totally distracted us. Right? But like these are just kind of references for like if the conversation stalls, it just kind of helps it go along.
It was just
You know what I
like
mean?
it's like that entire like diversion about No Way Home is just because like we were talking about how Norman Osborn looks like he has a heroin addiction.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're just like, oh yeah, Norman Osborn. Have you seen No Way Home?
Yeah. Like Norm was on that shit, man. Norm was, bro. William Dafoe has not. He's so creepy.
You know,
He's the best actor, bro.
He has to be.
You know-
I like him and Christoph Waltz, the guy from. He's like a German guy from. You ever seen Inglourious Bastards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who he was in that movie though. I can't remember.
He was
I haven't
the
seen that in a while.
main bad guy.
Oh,
He was the SS officer.
he was that guy.
Yeah, he's like,
Okay.
au revoir, Shoshana. Right. He has like, he just like murked her entire family under the floorboards and shit.
No.
I was like, God, boy.
I don't want to like divert the conversation into the same topic we just talked about,
No,
but I
that's
just
okay.
wanted to add it. Willem Dafoe did all of his own stunts in that movie.
Dude, and he's like 78, isn't he?
Yeah,
No, he's like 65.
he's like
My
not
bad.
much.
My bad, Norm.
He is not much younger than Nana and Pop Up.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, here, Tom, I'm just going to throw you through 3 floors at the same time. Just get ready for it.
Bro, was he super strong in that movie, bro? I didn't even
He-
realize.
he has super strength. Because remember in the first Spider-Man movie, he grabbed the doctor by the neck and threw him out the glass window.
Yeah, but like I mean, maybe it's because I haven't seen those Spider-Mans in a while. But like when he was handling like Tom Holland in the hallway, I was like, when did he get this from? I'm like, did he come into here with like freaking
Well, I mean, Tom's probably also
like
not
some
as strong.
roids, bro?
He
Some
injected
TRT?
the PEDs into his like thigh, and then he would, I'm Green Goblin.
I know, right? But they walked out and they were like, is that fucking TRT over there, bro? And he just fucking right into the butt cheek and he was ready to go. And he was putting Tom Holland through fucking drywall. And
I'd say Tom's also probably just not as strong as Toby. like as a Spider-Man.
Oh, that's
he's
true.
probably
he's
like,
a kid still though.
Yeah, he's still like 16, whereas Andrew was in college. Toby was like getting into college.
Dude,
Yeah,
Toby has looked like he's 26 throughout his whole life.
Yeah,
Literally, he was like 50, almost 50 when he recorded that. I'm just like, this man looks like he just hit his 28th birthday.
Yeah, and I like how he channels awkward Peter.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he opens up the thing, he just goes, he's like, "Hi." He just does the same thing. He's like, "Hey."
Tobey Maguire's the best Peter Parker.
Has to
Andrew
be.
Garfield's the best Spider-Man. Tom is a great mix of both of them.
Yeah, I think you know what I like about Tom though is that Tom is like, he reminds me of Tom Holland. Reminds me of like Tom Cruise kind of, because like he's the best action film star.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like he's the guy that's like he's witty and he only needs like a few lines, but like he doesn't have to have this big monologue.
I had a very similar thought when like the Uncharted movie trailer came out. And I'm just
like, how was that? Did you see that?
I did see that. It's really good.
Okay.
I was just like, yo, who the hell's playing Nathan? That's Tom Holland as Nathan Drake. What the hell?
I didn't even know that until I saw the trailer. I'm like, wait.
And then I can't remember the actor's name. Matt, what's his last name? The guy that plays Sully in the trailer.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my god, what else was he in?
I'm gonna just Google it.
I was like, what's the first thing he was in? And I was just like, oh, he's not the guy from the Smurfs movie. That was whatever. I can't remember actor's name.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg, yeah.
He said Matt.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Sorry. Mark Wahlberg is playing Sully.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Where is it? There's a second trailer?
Oh yeah, because I think they dropped that one like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of the footage is very similar though.
Probably.
It's just more like
Uncharted's new, huh? Oh yeah.
It's not out yet, so we only have the 2 trailers.
Fuck,
dude, I want to see that movie so bad.
Oh, I do, especially because like I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's the scene from Uncharted 3 where the stuff falls out the plane,
and he's like moving through the shit. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Dude, we grew up on the Uncharted.
Dude,
I never.
When the PS3 was new, Mom and Dad got us a PS3, and the first game that we got that was bundled with it was Uncharted 3. And we played the hell out of it.
Yep. And then we bought Uncharted 1 and 2.
Did we actually buy 2?
Yeah.
I did. I know I did. We have Uncharted 1 and 2.
I didn't play 2. I didn't know we had 2.
Yeah.
I could have sworn we only had 1 and 3, because I remember telling someone, they're like, oh, you have the bottom 2. I was like, in what world is Uncharted 3 in the bottom 2?
Okay, Uncharted 3 is really good. But the thing is like we didn't get Uncharted 4 because it only came out on PS4 exclusive.
And we didn't have PS4 until like 3 years into its life cycle.
Yeah.
Oh. I never played them, but I also I grew up on Xbox, so like
that's because you're lame.
If they made a movie about Gears of War
and Forza Horizon right there.
Forza Horizon is like one of those like I bought an Xbox and it said it came with Forza Horizon.
Yeah.
It said it came with Forza Horizon. Pre-downloaded. I went to the queue, nothing. They didn't give me a little nothing to download it with. I was like, I just bought.
It was like this
is bullshit.
Xbox scams you.
Yeah,
PlayStation better.
$900 for. I'm not paying that much for Series X.
That's not okay. That's not Microsoft trying to sell you the Xbox Series for $900. That's Joe Schmo who bought 20 of them for $500 and is like, I'm turning a profit.
That's true. How much, dude? You know what the crazy thing is too? Is that like my boy Frankie, shout out Frankie, he has a Series X and he bought it. He bought it for $500, and I'm like, bro, how did you get it? Like, I'm scouring the internet looking for this shit, bro. I can't find it. He's like, I just called GameStop and asked if they had any in stock, and they did. So I waited in line. I was like, how many people were there? He's like, well, like 2 or 3. I was like, yo, fuck you, first of all, for like doing that.
And not telling me.
And making it sound so easy, because I'm like scouring the internet looking for this shit, bro. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to like, I got like my phone froze at one point because I was on like a backstreet, like Chinese website.
You got a pop-up ad and you're like, no.
Yeah. And I added like all these events to my calendar.
Take me to RedTube.
Yeah. No, I'd opened like all these events on my calendar. And like he was telling me that I have to subscribe and click on this link. I was like, nah, I can't do that. If I do that, my phone's fucked. So some Chinese guy has all my information and search browser history and stuff. So
don't worry. Some Chinese guy has my PayPal info because I did something on Etsy and it came from like Hong Kong. I was like, oh, okay,
dude.
Looks like that's taken like a month to get here.
Yeah, man.
One of the opinions that I've seen online that I agree with is like for gaming, the best setup for like playing whatever games you want without spending like a lot of money to get every system is having a built PC with whatever current Nintendo console there is.
Okay.
Because the only thing you're really going to miss out on when you do that is PlayStation exclusives. Because most Xbox exclusives make their way to PC not long after they come out on the Xbox.
Yeah.
So the only thing that you'll miss out on is the PS4 games I want to play, like Uncharted 4, like Spider-Man. I still need to play Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because I have my friends that are literally shout out to my friends Next Gen, Flip, Dud. Those guys, they know you know who you are. And they're just like, I want to talk about Spider-Man, but I don't want to spoil what happens in the game. I'm just like, I'm at this point,
it's
just
years
gonna
old. Like you can spoil.
Well, yeah, but they're being nice to me, and they're waiting for me to finish it before they say anything. That's why I feel bad. It's like, I'm just gonna watch all the cutscenes on YouTube or something, so then you guys can finally talk about what happens in there.
Dude, that's like on New Year's. Like me and the boys were trying to play Fort after the ball dropped. And we did the end game when Tony snaps, it becomes New Year. We did that. And,
Dad, you were off by 6 seconds. I'm not going to forget that.
Okay, but the thing is I was saying in our group chat, yeah, don't worry, I'm finishing Endgame right now. Don't worry, it's at Tony's funeral part, and they're like, spoiler. I'm like, bro, it came out 2018, bro.
Come on, it's 4 years old, Chief.
Anybody that wanted to watch that movie by now has watched it.
Exactly.
You'll find it randomly playing on
dude, it was literally on TNT yesterday.
Yeah,
it was on TNT, bro. I was like, you haven't watched it, it's on TNT, cuz just look up your fucking.
If it's on regular ass TV and you haven't made the time to watch it, that's on you, bro.
Yeah, for real.
But bro,
record it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, son. FX, TNT, they make movies so long with the commercials, bro.
Yeah,
because they like Thor Ragnarok is probably 2.5 hours, maybe
close to that.
Yeah,
right. We literally spent 4 hours at my Aunt Tara's house. And the movie played the whole time. I was like, this movie's not that long. I don't remember this movie being that long.
Yes, Endgame taking up a 5-hour time slot. The movie's barely 3. What are you doing for the other 2?
No, exactly.
Watching a movie on regular TV is not just watching a movie, it's an event.
Seriously, it's like watching football. You have to clear a time block and just dedicate that time to this thing.
What you do is, if, say, Endgame comes on at 3 and you want to watch it, right? And obviously with the commercials, it's not going to end until 8.
Yeah.
You change the channel to it at 3. Pause it. Do whatever else you need to do for the day. Do your laundry. Do your whatever chores you have. Come back at 4:30 and start watching it. Because then, by the time it's because you paused it, by the time you come back to it, you're like, oh, commercial hits. Just fast forward. Another commercial. Just fast forward, and you'll probably end about the same time.
In other words, literally just buy subscriptions.
Yeah, just spend $15.
Don't pay all this bullshit for cable. Literally just get $9.99 a month for 4 different things, $40 a month, and it's not $100 for cable where you have commercials.
Yeah, it's the only ones I think are worth it are Netflix and Disney Plus are no-brainers because they just have so much stuff on them.
Yeah.
Hulu.
We have
Hulu no ads is great.
Hulu, and then we have HBO Max because it comes with our cable subscription, which I probably would have gotten anyway because there's a lot of Warner Brothers stuff that's coming out now that I really want to see.
Yeah, this year is supposed to be crazy for Warner. Apparently, that was a big issue that Warner Brothers had with they were beefing over. I think it was in Hollywood and L.A. Warner Brothers wanted to release their entire catalog for 2021 and 22 all on HBO Max, and the big the theaters, I think they're their own company, the networks were yo, no, we're gonna be open at some point, we need to have people in here and these things. And it was it was a huge fight for a little bit.
Yeah.
But then now they're just releasing everything's dual now.
Yeah.
Dune, when Dune came out, it was it was in theaters and then it was on HBO Max. And when given the opportunity between getting a shower, getting dressed, going out, and then having to deal with people I don't want to deal with, or just going downstairs in my underwear and just watching something, I'm going to take the second option.
Did you hear the controversy that Scarlett Johansson was having with Marvel over her contract?
I heard they were having a thing, but I didn't know what it was about. I didn't read about it.
So part of her deal was for Black Widow, she would get paid a set fee, plus she would get a percentage of the movie's box office revenue as her paycheck for the movie. And in exchange, there would be movie theater only. Well, it got released on Disney Plus, and while they did do the thing where it's you have to pay a premium to watch Black Widow the day it comes out, like they're doing with the other Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
The way the contract was worded, she was not getting a cut of that premium fee into her paychecks, so she just got absolutely fucked out of a bunch of money because they were releasing it on Disney Plus as well as the theaters. So obviously the box office didn't do as well. She's like, "Was this bullshit? You literally just went behind my back and said, oh, I'm going to put it on Disney Plus, even though I said I'm not going to."
Yeah, but like, did like no one read that part of the contract though?
I think they didn't think about it like at the time. They're like, "Oh yeah, this will work," and then it's like, "Oh yeah, Disney Plus is a thing."
Yeah, I think she like publicly stated that she's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of glad this is my last MCU movie because if they asked me to come back to do another one, I was going to probably say no."
Stop it! So, like, listen, I don't want to hear none of that. Like, you're watching Tom Holland get like a 50 clip on opening weekend, and you're like,
it's like,
and Marvel's like, "Listen, come back.
like,
we're gonna bring a fucking. We're just gonna pull Black Widow out of the multiverse somewhere, and you're gonna be another Avengers movie." She's gonna be like,
fine.
"Fuck yeah!" She's gonna do that. Like,
it was like I saw a panel that had Willem Dafoe, Alfred Molina, and Jamie Foxx in it. They're all doing an interview about No Way Home. They're like, "What made you guys want to return for this movie?" Jamie Foxx was like, I felt like they didn't do my character well enough, and I read the script and they said my character was good. Okay, perfectly fair. Willem Dafoe, I felt like I had a really good time playing the Green Goblin, and I feel like there's more I can still add to the character. Awesome, very valid reason. Alfred Molina, why'd you come back? I needed a paycheck, man.
yeah, seriously, like, yeah, he's like, I needed the, and he did a dude opening. That's so crazy. 50 mil opening weekend, bro. Opening weekend. That's imagine making $50 million in 2 days.
Imagine like taking that to the bank. Can you
imagine not needing a job?
Yeah. Here's my check from No Way Home. Citizens Bank.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, give me your whole
like
inventory.
Tom Holland,
I'm just gonna buy this branch. Yeah, like I'm just gonna buy this whole branch of the bank. Like,
yeah, I'd like to deposit my my paycheck. Oh, how much would you like to have back in cash? Like 10% of the paycheck. So that's like $5 million. Did I stutter? I want 10% of my paycheck back.
Like, listen, bro. They're like, we can't do that right now. Are you nuts? We're like, you know what?
Just give me a fat stack, bro. It's okay.
No,
it's
literally,
okay.
at that point, you have to like do like the 1910s, hide it in the bed sheets and.
No, $5 million is so much money, bro. Like in cash, bro.
You did that like in a suitcase inside of a safe, inside of another safe.
I remember reading,
and like money gets moldy. Like, did you know that?
Really?
Like, if you keep money by itself, like if it's not the brand new one, like if it's been sitting in, if it's been like in circulation, if you leave it out there, it just gets moldy.
Yeah, it's made of paper. It's like how mold will grow on trees. It's like the same exact thing.
Yeah, and like the moisture's already in the actual bill, so like even if you keep it like down like in an airtight like thing, it still gets moldy.
Damn.
I remember
like that's like with Pablo Escobar. Like, you're still finding like millions of dollars, but it's all moldy and stuff because it was all buried and shit. Yeah.
I remember
he's mad as fuck right now.
I remember seeing something that's like, oh, I'm going to pull a prank on my friend. I'm going to fill this entire room of their house with pennies. Yeah, it only cost them like $600 worth of pennies to do that. I'm like, dude, that's
$600, bro.
That's an entire room of pennies.
Yeah.
And with literally a stack of bills would have been like that much.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the thing where you ever see where they compare like what 1 million is to what 1 billion is.
It's tiny. It is so tiny.
It's like I think what you can fit like $1 million in like a pallet in a like you could take a pallet and that's worth $1 million. For $1 billion, they'd have like the whole warehouse would be full of pallets.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and then they're like, oh yeah, like we have to like buy a whole nother warehouse with $1 million, replace that one, and then we need that old one too. It's
like a million Earths will fit into Jupiter, and then a million Jupiters a billion Jupiters fits into the sun. It's like Jesus Christ, the sun's huge.
I know, it's like it looks so tiny from down.
You got to think about it like a million compared to a billion.
It's 1,000 times.
It's 1,000 millions to become a billion, bro.
That's
like,
fucking crazy, bro. Like,
think of a billionaire, bro.
Yeah, they go. Like, Jeff Bezos has 100 of them. He has 100,000 millions. Like, that's so crazy.
It's like,
bro.
take this guy who's already kind of rich. He's got like $5 million. Be like, okay, but what if there was 1,000 of you? That's like 10% of Bill Gates right now.
Exactly. Like Jeff Bezos walks in and like these like millionaires are like, oh yeah, I have a nice yacht. He's like, you guys are poor. It's like, you guys are fucking poor.
I flew here on my private jet. What is your excuse? You came here on Tesla? Get that weak shit out of here.
I know. He's like, you came in chauffeur driven. He's like, my helicopter probably just dropped me off on the roof. He's like, you broke boy. Like, I'll be so upset. Like that's probably why millionaires want to make so much money because like they're the man. When they walk into like a Target or something like that, like they're like, yeah, I'm the only millionaire here. But then like if they go anywhere in California, they walk in, they're like, yeah, I have like $200 million. You're like, fuck. Man.
I forget what his name was, but there's like I forget what the guy's name is. There was a guy who's like 300 million net worth, pretty rich, every day before he goes into work, he gets his coffee from McDonald's and he clips coupons so he can get the coffee for 75 cents before he walks in. I'm like, this
Like,
man,
why?
this man is saving 25 cents on his coffee every morning. He's got $300 million. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, it's like
Balling on a budget.
I know, seriously, bro.
What budget? You have 300 mil.
Or I was watching this thing, or no, I wasn't watching this thing. I was doing something, and this guy said he was like, Jeff Bezos could spend, I think he could spend $1 billion every day for like 100 years and not go broke.
I mean, you also
Or
got to think.
$1 million every day for 100 years and not go broke.
I mean,
Wow.
I mean, if he only spends $1 million every day, that's assuming he doesn't make any more money. If he makes $1 million a day, he can spend $1 million a day and just live forever.
Exactly. Like his kid, like his bro. Jeff Bezos literally just made like his wife a billionaire on some cool shit.
Yeah.
Like he was married, he was like, I don't really like this bitch anymore. And then he just divorced her, and like she was like, oh, well, I'm like a billionaire too. He's like, okay, cool. And he like literally his net worth like tripled the next year because it was a pandemic. I was like, this guy, he just living a cheat code. Like he's like the guy in Call of Duty that you shoot and it just doesn't die. You're like,
He just like input the Konami code somewhere on his computer. It's like, oh man, I'm rich now.
Do you know when
what if
Call of
you-
Duty is like 16 hit markers? Like, didn't die.
yeah, and like his armor breaks at the 17th, and he just murks you with a knife. You're like, with those little sticks, he just fucking hits you with one, and he
No,
died.
dude. The
He's like,
people in search and destroy lobbies that have the sticks, bro. They are different breeds.
He throws
of
the knife
menaces.
cross map, hits you with the headshot. It's like there were 5 walls in the way. What happened?
I know, you're like, well, sorry, buddy. I remember the first time I got a cross map knife. I mean, it was in Black Ops 2. We literally spawned in.
What map?
Huh?
What map was it?
It was Black Ops 2. It was in, I think it was the favela. Maybe no, not
That wasn't in
favela.
Black Ops 2. Black
No,
Ops 2
no,
was like
not favela. It was like they had like a big town square. It was like a city, but it was like they had like a
Aftermath?
town square with like a fountain in the middle, and then there was like
Was that Aftermath?
Oh,
houses and
I
stuff.
know what
You
he's
know what I'm
talking
talking about?
about. Yeah.
There's a couple
And
that
then
are like that.
you
Is it
spawn
Yemen?
on like you
No,
spawn
Yemen's
on
the plane.
you
And
spawn on
then-
one street, and then there's like a street that goes down into the square, and then
Oh, hang on.
the other people spawn on the other
I
street.
know exactly which one this is.
I like as soon as we spawned, I looked up, I threw a knife, and it fucking hit this guy in the head. I was like, yeah, dude. I lived off of that for like 2 months, bro. They were like, yo, Jay, you're Katie's ass. I'm like,
Dude,
cross
I
map,
still-
hit my
I still
cross map
remember-
knife, bro. Like, what are you gonna do?
My like Black Ops 2 one that I still remember is I was playing Sticks and Stones.
Yeah.
No, sorry, not Sticks and Stones. It was One in the Chamber,
Yeah.
and it was on the cruise ship. So this guy's like
Oh,
just down
hijacked.
Yeah, hijacked.
That was a good one.
He's like just down the ladder looking up, and I like go here, and he shoots and he misses. So I'm sitting there with my one in the chamber, and he's just like dancing, trying to not get hit by one bullet.
Spotting up and down.
And I miss. I thought I was gonna hit his foot, and he moved back right as I shot, so I missed.
Why are you aiming for the foot?
Should have been the head.
I couldn't see his head. All I could see was like his like knee down.
Oh, okay.
That's
so
tragic.
so I missed. We're just like kind of staring at each other for a little bit, just like, all right. Well,
Did you guys not try to just melee each other?
I remember this.
No, I was at the top of the ladder. He was at the bottom. He's like, well, fuck, I'm not going up there. I'm gonna get a hit, and I'm just like, well, fuck, I'm not going down there. You're gonna catch me going down the ladder.
So you just run away, both you guys in separate directions.
No, well, I jumped down,
Idiot.
I physically jumped down. He knifed, and because like I jumped from a certain height, I automatically did the squat.
Oh, yeah.
And he knifed at the air above me, and I was just like, cut his ankle like that as he came down. I was just
And he
like,
dies.
Yeah,
and he gets demoted. He's mad as fuck.
He literally like dies from like a cut to the ankle.
I know the Call of
it
Duty
amazes
makes
me.
sense.
just shit.
I know, like, and I'm like, oh, and I just die.
No, literally, bro. Like Call of Duty, people get like shot in the foot and they're like out for the count. It's like, damn, I have to respawn after that one.
Or
Yeah, they get
it's
shot in the
either
toe and
that,
they're
or you
down,
get
like-
shot. You get shot in like the head like 4 times. You're just like, I got this, bro.
No, literally, dude. Like you hit him in the head 3 times with like your M16, but like you shoot him in the foot once with a sniper, they're dead.
I know, right? You shoot them like once in the head, just their armor breaks. They're like, oh, you finally got past the first layer, and then like you shoot them in the toe once, and they're like down like this.
Well, that's
The
it.
gun out. You're like, all right, this is ridiculous. This
They're
is
like
stupid.
they're crawling away.
Why
to
did
their
why
teammate.
did the zombies never try to eat you when you're down? Like, I know they don't have brains, but you'd at least be thinking, okay, this
took
guy's
your
running
easy
away
target.
from us and shooting something scary at me. This guy's on the ground with nothing. Now let's go for the guy with the gun
It
still.
just makes the game. It just makes it so easy. If like, imagine if you go down and they just start feasting on you. All someone has to do is throw a grenade in there.
You're gonna
It's like-
die.
No,
I don't care, bro. If it, yeah,
Well, yeah, but like,
son, if
that
it
was
Wayne,
if
Wayne
that
would do
was a
to me.
mechanic, they probably would turn friendly fire on just for that.
No, but Wayne, if you're playing with Wayne would do that to you. Like he would just roll a grenade and just he'd be like, "Oh, sorry, bro, just come back next round. I'll let you back." It was like, all right, what's whatever, dude. I saw Wayne.
Hey, you should have bought Tombstone. That's your own fault.
No, I saw Wayne. I saw him. He was playing. I think. Do you remember Medal of Honor?
Yes.
Remember those games?
Is that,
he was
is that
playing,
the one where it's like Vikings versus the samurai versus the ninjas?
No, it's Medal of Honor is like it's like
That's
a first
a different
it's like a first person shooter, but it's like Call of Duty before Call of Duty.
Okay.
It was like Medal of Honor was like running it, and then Call of Duty kind of came afterwards.
And they're just like, I'm doing it better and more popular.
Exactly, yeah. So Medal of Honor had like World War II, stuff, and so I saw Wayne literally was like they were like assaulting this beachhead. And Wayne's like shooting. He runs out of ammunition. He looks over and he shoots his fucking guy. He shoots his partner. He looks over and he just goes, pff, and the guy's like, ah, and he just takes his ammo and he starts shooting. I was like, Wayne is savage, bro. He just doesn't care.
Heal me. Hang on. I'm reloading with the ammo you dropped.
He's like, thanks for dropping ammo. No, he kills the guy. Like the guy's dead. He just looks over and just goes, pff, and this guy just dies, bro. And then Wayne just picks up his ammo. He's just like, thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
I'll take that. You don't need it anymore.
I know, right? I was like, geez, Wayne, don't join the military, bro.
That's how Fortnite is sometimes, though. Like, if I'm in like a final circle and my teammate is like down, I'm like, die to the storm real quick, bro. I need the ammo
I'm
and
like,
mats.
sorry, cuz. I'm like, listen, it's just what it is.
Like, bro, I'm not getting the res off. Please just die.
Dude, the storm's gonna kill
Yeah.
both of us. So I try to heal you. Just wait there.
Yeah, please. Our the one time we were playing Warzone during the pandemic, so like it was when all the tryhards were trying, bro. Me and my boy Frankie, shout out to Frankie, and we were playing in the clock tower, right? And we had the gas masks,
Yeah.
right? So like when the storm rolls in, we were just fiending in like the storm, right? So we're sitting there, we have a gas mask on, we're like walking, and we're just outside of the military base. So it's like, like on the old map, they had the military base at the top, and then they had like a small little like fire station that was by it. I'm sniping out of the top, right? The ladder was like fucked up, like the way the game was designed. Like the ladder's messed up, so usually you'd back up and you just clip the ladder, and then your guy would climb down on the ladder.
No, you literally fall.
dude. I stepped back and fell.
Yep.
I stepped back. I was like, all right. He's like, yo, we gotta move. The storm's coming. He's like, yo, we gotta move. The storm's coming. So he's standing behind me. I'm like, all right, bro. I'm like, oh. He's like, Jay. I'm like, dude, I can't do anything. And when you die, when you're down, gas mask off.
Yeah.
I'm immediately just, I'm like dying. I'm like, fuck, dude, this sucks.
Little bit question for you guys: is there like a term or just a common thing that when you hear it, you immediately associate with a certain video game? Because like you were explaining your story, right? And I understood the story, but like when you first said, like, "Oh, we were on the clock tower," my brain immediately went to Castlevania because the clock tower is a very frequent place you visit in Castlevania.
Dude, whenever I hear clock tower, I always think of Tilted Towers, bro. I'm sorry. That's just how I grew up.
The duality here.
Fortnite.
Zach's like, I think of Fortnite. I'm just over here like, I'm thinking of like Castlevania.
No, 'cause,
classic
like-
Castlevania.
Oh, you said tilted. I thought you said
Tilted.
Delta Towers. I was like, what's that? I was like,
Delta Towers.
it's like,
Is that in chapter 3?
That's just how I grew up, bro. Like when I was like
go Tilted,
14 is
baby.
when like Fortnite was big, and now I'm like
That's
4
so
years
sad,
later,
is,
and I
like-
still play it.
Is
You know,
like,
it's like
when Fortnite came out for you, that's about how old I was when Minecraft was like first starting to hit me.
yeah, it was
Which is-
Minecraft and Fortnite were the two big games for my generation.
yeah.
Let's say, well, I was at like the perfect age for Minecraft because that came out when I was like 9. That's when I was just starting to understand how video games work.
Yeah.
We just didn't have a system to play it on.
Yeah. I think because am I 2 years older than you or 1 year older than you?
I think you're 2 because I think
I'm
Ben is 1
2.
year.
Yeah. Shout out to Ben too.
Yo,
Yes.
Our other
Sup, Ben?
cousin. But the biggest one I think for us too, because we're in the same generation. For us
Yeah.
was Modern Warfare 2.
I
This dude. I wanted to be face temper, bro.
did not.
I wanted to quick scope somebody in the face, bro.
Shooters were never my thing, but like I was in middle and high school when the peak of Call of Duty hit, so I felt like I needed to try to get into it.
Yeah.
I started getting
Too.
into it with Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2.
Those are great games to get into it, by the way. Those like Black Ops 2. Dude, I don't know what it is with Call of Duty, but Call of Duty had like they make really good first games, but the second games are always just different.
They
like
hit.
Modern Warfare was good, Modern Warfare 2 was nuts. Like that was when everything got big. Like, you know, like quick scoping.
It's like setting the groundwork. Okay, now we know what worked. Let's do that, and then this other cool stuff.
Exactly, yeah. But then, like, Modern Warfare 2 was also like peak toxicity too, because like you'd get there and they were like
stories.
They were like, yo, I'm piping your mom, bro. Like that was everyone said that. Like that's where all that stuff like. You drop like the F-bomb, the one that rhymes with maggot, but I'm not gonna say it because you get canceled for that anymore.
True.
But like. I used to drop that on the regs, bro. And in the Call of Duty map, bro. We were playing, they'd be like, bro, yo, you suck, bro. Like on these terrible mics, they'd be like, yo, you suck. I'll be like, yeah, well, you're
dude. Nothing is
literally
maggot,
like
bro.
people with like their like little like one of these like right up here.
They're gonna put it right up against their mouth like this, and they're gonna tell you about how much they're banging your mom every night.
No, dude,
That's how it is.
That was like Wayne when he first started playing.
Dude,
like,
you're trash, kid. You're so trash.
Yeah, dude. That was the greatest.
Nothing.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
That's one of my favorite Black Ops 2 moments. Is I had one of those lobbies where a kid on the other team was like 8, thought he was hot shit because he just learned what the fuck word was. So he's just throwing that out everywhere.
He uses it like a drunk like person. It's like fucking like it's too much, bro.
It's like the scene from South Park where it's like, what's the big deal? It doesn't hurt anybody. It's like starts saying it 20 times. And I targeted him that match, and he got so mad. He's like, Homer, you can't do that. Stop targeting me. I just spawned 10 minutes ago. I bet your mom was just so mad. She told me about it last night. It's like, dude.
It's like I spawned in your mom, bro. I spawned in your mom. We're like, all right, bro, stop.
Okay.
Stop. Bro.
I had one of those moments in the new Modern Warfare that came out. Like,
you had a retro moment?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I love it.
I had a moment where I was playing online, and it was Search and Destroy, and my loadout is I have a thermal on an M16, and then I have a 725.
Okay.
And then I'm basically like a closer range guy, but I was mowing people down with his M16. I think my KD was like 13 and 4, bro. And
you're so cheating.
I had the final kill in one of the games, and one of these squeakers is like, he has a thermal and an M16. He has a thermal and an M16. He's trash. He's trash. And then I killed him, and he's like, no.
And then you look at him, he's like 1 in 5. You're like, kid.
He's so
Get your life together.
Like, dude, my KD's literally more than 10 times better than yours.
Yeah. Or like, remember when Prestiges came out, bro?
Yes.
And they were like, bro, I'm like 5th Prestige, bro. I got hacked because I gave some guy my account. He said he can give me 10th Prestige on Modern Warfare 2. I got hacked, bro. He was like, yeah, just give me your email and your password. I'll give you 10th Prestige. He hacked me. I was like, fuck.
Dude, I remember getting to Prestige 5. I think that's where I ended on Black Ops 2. I got to Prestige 5, and it's just, I know skill is not based on prestige; it's more just playtime. But still, there's it's really therapeutic getting into a lobby and being like, the next guy here is like halfway. The next highest guy here is halfway through Prestige 3. I'm the best one here.
Yeah. You have like a god complex almost. You're like, I am the best in this
I single-handedly control the fate of this match, and like the rest of your teammates are like rank 5, no prestige.
Yeah. No, or they're ranked like 70 with like the 5-star general, but they're mad nice. You're like, I'm the best one here though. Still, like there's one guy carrying the whole team, but like I'm the best. Like I'm 3rd prestige. I've been doing this a long time.
Team deathmatch to like 100. He's like 27 and 11. You're still like, yeah, I'm the best one here though. It doesn't matter.
The other thing that just like makes me super happy is when somebody calls you out. They're like, dude, what the hell is you're on a Smurf account? It's like they think you're so good that you're on a Smurf account. It's just like, that just feels so nice because it's like this guy thinks I have an account that's maxed. That's how good he thinks I am. That's so cool.
That's the same thing with like even the transition to like Siege. Actually, one of our bullet points for once.
The first one, and we hit it an hour through.
Let's go.
Yeah, but like even for Siege, like there's like actual Smurfs. Like there's people that'll like.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Because like in are you guys familiar with Siege? Have you ever played it before?
I have never played it, but I kind of know how the gist of it works.
Right. So like it's almost it's not a prestige level. Like you have like a ranked level, and then it resets every new season.
Oh, it's a seasonal one.
It's a seasonal, yeah, exactly. So and then the ranks kind of go. You have like a champion, which is like that's the top tier thing, and then you have champion, you have diamond, platinum, gold, silver, bronze.
So
right?
it's literally Rocket League.
Would.
Exactly, right? But then you have like within the different ones, you have like
Platinum,
1 through 4. Yes, so you have
Platinum,
plat
Div
4, plat
3.
3. Exactly. Yeah, it's
like how-
Rocket
it's like
League,
how
but with
HGOA
shooting.
works.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. So like you'll play against somebody who's like a multiple time champion, bro, for multiple seasons.
Jesus.
And then he just absolutely molests you. And then like one time I was we were playing in a quick match, which is like where you just get matched up against whoever, right? Like there's no specific thing, because in ranked, if you host it, so like say I'm like a silver, you're a gold. If I host it, we'll get put up against silvers because it goes off of the host players. Like
That doesn't sound broken at all. Doesn't
Yeah.
sound like it can be abused.
yeah, it does, because that's why they're like
Just having a bronze player host a lobby with 2 masters. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, time to boost the KD.
Well, that's like the 2 people that I play with. One's a plat, and my boyfriend. Shout out to Frankie. He's like a gold 2 or a gold 1, right? Almost at like a platinum. So I'm like, he's like, Jay, when you get ranked, I'm gonna get ranked like a silver. He's like, you're gonna host it from now on, right? So we're just gonna shit on these fucking kids, bro. And so I was like, okay, cool. But like we're playing, and dude, there's like those guys just move so much quicker. Like literally, I'm like setting up stuff. I'm like putting walls up. I'm putting like little equipment down, and poof, I just get shot in the head. I'm like, what? I was like, what are they in? He's like, bro, it's like
the way
the champions, cuz they're just coming. They're coming with all that.
The way that I think it probably should work is you've played Brawl Stars. Have you played Brawl Stars?
Bro, no.
Okay, so it's a 3v3 mode, and the way they do it is if say person in the 3 people there, one has like 400 trophies, one has like 600 trophies, and one has 1,000. So your average is 2,000. They'll try to put you up against a team that has an average of 2,000 trophies. So you'll get like a couple people that are like 650, 650, 650, something around there.
Okay.
So at least it's close.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like it should be, because if you get like one person in Masters, one person like in Plat, and one person in like Bronze, it feels like on average you should be facing people that are in like Gold or Platinum.
Yeah.
Dude, we always had the worst thirds in Brawl Stars.
Dude, we would literally be like, okay, we'll go as duos in a 3v3 mode, and we'll get one random. They'll be fine. They'll play like the sniper on a map that's like enclosed like this, just walls everywhere, you can't shoot anybody. Or they'll play the freaking or they'll play the guy with the shotgun in like the most open map ever. Like, gee, thanks, man.
He like runs out in the middle, like stands still with all the snipers.
I'm gonna get the star in the middle, boys. And he makes it like 2 steps in before he gets shot by all 3 of them.
Yeah. That sounds, that kind of sounds like gunfight. Is that kind of what it's like?
Kind of. It depends on which mode you play, because there are a lot of different modes.
Because a lot of the modes in Brawl Stars are 3v3, but there's also literally just like a battle royale free for all 10-man mode.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
as well.
That's fire.
And there's also
That's fire.
like this, like it's called Showdown. So there's 2 different forms of Showdown. There's the free for all 10 person,
Yeah.
and there's also 5 teams of 2. That's
Yeah.
what we would frequently do. Is do 5 teams of 2.
Okay.
So we don't have the person playing
that sounds dope.
the shotgun.
That sounds dope, actually. 5 teams of 2. That sounds fire.
But whenever
They're-
like we'd want to play like a mode that has like 3 people, like one of the modes is called Brawl Ball, and it's like soccer,
Yeah.
but with your characters doing like fun shit. But like we,
Fun shit. Yeah.
Fun shit, bro.
but like Brawl Ball, the maps are usually pretty
Closed off.
enclosed. Yeah, so you'd want to play like a guy with a shotgun. No, they'd be like
This guy plays the squishy with the sniper. He's like,
Yeah.
oh man, I got 3,000 health, whereas the guys in the other team are at like 8,000 health, 10,000 health, 9,000 health. Like I can take them.
I'd be playing like as this giant Frankenstein called Frank, right? 9,000 health.
Oh my
and
God.
yeah, my teammates like 2,000 plays as a sniper and like is
I'm
standing
playing
in the
as
corner
Piper,
all
boys.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know what it is like when you get randoms, it's real hit or miss. The same thing with like, I imagine, what game you guys talking about again?
Brawl Stars.
Bro, I imagine it's the same thing with that too, is that like, you're either going to get, like, there's no in between. You never get like a teammate that's just good.
You either
Yeah.
get the random
You know
that
what I mean?
pops off or the random that throws the whole match.
Yeah, you get the random, he like goes off, bro. Like one time we had a random, it's Frankie, baby. We had
Frankie.
we had a random, he carried us. He had like 11 kills in the first 2 rounds. I was like,
I gotta move more this way. I almost went like out of frame going over here.
it's all right. But just by the way, any shortcomings, I will zoom in on it because it's good for content. So,
Yes.
like for me, I just went off and I did all like this movement. I'm zooming in on it. Yeah, I did all that movement. I'm zooming in. And it's going on Instagram Reels, and I don't know what else to help. But like we got this. It's so hit or miss. Like you never get like a serviceable teammate that can actually just fill, like he just plays support. You're like, look, you don't have to like pop off. You don't have to get like 10 kills.
Yeah, that never happens.
Just, you know what I mean?
Just
do your thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
One of
the if I tell you to hold an objective, just hold an objective, bro. I just point to it. You're like, thumbs up, and you're like, I'm just going to stay here. If I get killed, cool. It's fine. But you're serviceable.
One of the best comps that it's in the game is called Poco Double Tank. So you just basically you play Frank and then like another tank that has like 9,000 health, and you play Poco, which is the guitarist who's very support, very healing based.
He
like,
heals
literally,
everybody.
His basic attack will
dope.
heal people.
Okay, cool.
And what normally happens is like, you go as Frank, I go as Poco, and we're like, okay, give us somebody good. And then the other person's playing like El Primo, the wrestler, that has like almost as much health as Frank. We're like, let's go! We got the god comp!
Yeah. Or sometimes they'll be playing like Nita, which is like this small ass bear chick.
Yeah.
That like will not go with our comp at all. And it's just like, bro.
Yeah, Nita's
what are you doing?
Nita's like, she's weird. She's like short range, but she's like not super short range. Like she outranges.
She's like mid.
Frank and
She's
Bruno.
literally like the definition of medium range, which is not the comp.
She's like schmedium.
Yeah, literally.
She's just barely medium. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're the entire enemy team is just tanks, they can't reach her because she's just playing medium range. But if they got like any snipers, it's just like, I'm outside your range.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
And her attacks don't do a whole lot of damage either. That's
No, but she attacks quickly though. That's the thing.
That's like her. It's like float like a butterfly, sting like a bee kind of situation.
It's just like
She compiles hits, and that's what kind of gets you down there.
well, the thing is, she's one of those characters that wants their super. So it's like after, it's literally the same as like Overwatch. It's like every time you get a certain amount of hits, you charge up your super. She throws an actual bear out, and the bear, actual like the bear can like
The bear is
pop
good.
pop the fuck off. Problem is, it takes a lot of shots to get to the bear. So like if she only shot out once every like 3 seconds, she would never get her super.
Yeah.
But she can literally like shoot out 3 shots and she already has like another one loaded again.
And if you die and you don't get to your super, it like resets, right?
No.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
that's
it doesn't
good then.
matter.
No, it don't. I think it does in like certain game modes to balance it, but like most of them you don't.
Okay, good.
That's cool though.
I stopped playing Brawl Stars and I think you have as well.
I haven't played in a hot minute.
I just uninstalled it because I was
Is that like that's Nintendo?
it's
Supercell.
It's Supercell. You remember Clash of Clans?
Oh,
Same people that made Clash of Clans.
got you.
Just reinstalled Clash of Clans recently.
I'm thinking about reinstalling Clash Royale and going back to my old account.
I might have to, dude. I miss the Clash Royale days. It used to make me rage so hard.
Royale.
Yo, shout outs to Clash Royale. You're the guys that made me break my first phone. I threw you onto the floor.
That's a Clash Royale.
The amount
baby.
of times that I spiked my phone on the couch.
Fuck. Yeah, guess what? The one time
forget
I
so much
broke the phone screen. Yeah, it's because I missed the couch.
Yeah,
I hit the edge of the couch and it just went like onto the floor.
like big oof, buddy. Yeah, man, that sounds fun. I think I might download it. I think I'm sold.
I'm sold, bro.
I'm sold. I'm gonna download it right
You
now.
know, if you start playing, I might reinstall and start.
I still
using
have
my,
it.
I might reinstall and start using my low trophy characters to play with you.
Damn, you hear that? I'm low trophy.
No, dude, this guy
I'm
used
just
to
joking.
this guy used to be a sweater. Absolute sweater,
he's
bro.
No,
Players.
I would literally like. Okay, the highest players in the world will have like around 1,500 trophies on each character at the max. Some characters are really hard to play, and the max you'll get on them is like 1,300. I would have characters that I would push to like 900 trophies on them.
Yeah, my highest was
He's
like
like, yeah.
700.
And like-
my
and
very
like-
highest was 700.
And like 500 is the reset point for trophies. So if you have like 950, reset season happens, you're like, all right, you're down back to 725. I'd push it back up to 950, something like that. I think the highest I've ever gotten somebody was rank 30, which is 1,000.
Damn, bro,
yeah, this guy's
you're getting after it.
yeah,
You're
absolute
like a
sweater.
So
you're like
by
a plat
lo-
one,
so-
bordering on diamond.
So by low trophy, I mean like I'll play somebody that I have like 200 trophies in, just so you're not fighting against sweat gods.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. Thank you. I don't want to play against sweaty man.
You're playing against like FaZe esports players on your first match. Is like, what's the attack button?
I know, and they're like over here like doing all this shit with the phone. They're like doing all that shit. Like, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing?
They got like a
Why am I
gaming
getting
setup. It's
fuck-
just like I'm using all 10 of my fingers.
I know. They have like prosthetics where like the fingers have fingers on them. They're like just going in.
Dude, I still remember before I built my PC, I would have emulators installed on my phone to play GBA games.
Yeah.
And I would literally for 1 year for Christmas in my stocking, mom and dad got us like a little 2 gaming triggers for the phone,
I remember that.
and they never worked. But I'm just like, that is so nice because like the L and R buttons are the worst ones to hit. Because like you hold your phone on the side like this, right? In order to hit the L and R buttons, you either need to put your thumbs up to the corner, or you need to like maneuver your phone to the point where like your pointers hit the L and R buttons.
Oh,
I don't know if this is showing up at all on the screen.
I think
That was my intention,
a little bit, yeah.
but it's so scuffed.
Yeah,
That's why I like playing Pokemon most of the time, because your L and R buttons are just, hey, do you need help playing the game?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get a Switch though. I want to get a Switch bad.
You mean like the one that's just off screen there?
Yeah. It's just off screen over there. I think I want to get one because like
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go get it because I want to show it off.
okay, because like everyone that I know has one.
Dude,
Frankie has one.
Shout out to Frankie.
Shout out Frankie, bro.
I got his old Switch for Christmas.
Yep, I bought the new one and I got him the old one along with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond.
I beat Brilliant Diamond in 4 days.
I still haven't beaten Gym
Nice.
6 yet. Oh, I forgot there's straps on it. I need to take the
Dude,
straps
I
off
grinded
first.
that so
strapped
hard.
it in.
And then I started shiny hunting because that's
Yeah,
what you
I
do
got-
after
I got-
you beat the game.
Oh,
right?
right.
Yeah.
You do the
Switch-
post game and then you shiny hunt.
Switch OLED, baby.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to do that.
You just wanted to
just
come
wanted to
and flex on the viewers one time.
It was right there. That's all I wanted to do.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get one, man, because like you can put it on your TV, right?
Yes.
Which I didn't know that until Victoria got hers. I didn't know that. I thought you just had
Well-
to play it as a game. I was like, oh shit. But then I went. It's cool, bro. It's all right, man.
Sorry, I couldn't turn in time.
No, it's okay. Do your thing. But well, don't die. But like, you can cough. You know?
Yeah,
Try
please don't
not to die
You're
on the
not at home.
podcast. That's gonna be bad for the viewer
He's like,
retention.
do your thing. He starts choking. I'm like, no, not all the way.
Dude, take it down. You're at like a 7 and you need to be at like a 3.
I don't really think I know CPR. I don't have my mask though. So
Wait, if
I'll
that's
just be going
7, what's a
straight.
10?
10 is just lying on the floor.
I'm gonna say 10 is just you meet God, bro. Just, 10 is like
my-
he's really he's out here. He's just like, you want to see a 10? He just
You want to see a 10?
no, please.
The Halo theme plays.
You want?
You just see him leaving his body.
You see a 10 that's like, yo, you just want to see a 10? You just open your mouth, like flies come out of it. It's like, all right, he's gone.
What?
like, oh, he's the boogeyman.
He's gone.
Like,
No,
he's
literally, like that's one of,
Candyman.
that's one of the things they tell you to look for if someone's dead. It's like, if you can't tell if they're dead, is their body stiff? That's rigor mortis.
Mm-hmm.
Is there the blood in their body pooling with gravity? That's lividity. Or are there any signs of obvious death, such as decapitation, decomposition, and flies?
And
decapitation. Whoa.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the stuff that
You
you
actually
just,
walk in, someone's head's going. You're like, I don't know if he's dead yet.
well,
No,
we
he's
don't,
alive, he's moving.
we don't
He's
ask, like,
twitching.
the only ones we ask are about rigor mortis. Rigor
mortis.
mortis.
Rick and Mortius.
Does he have Rick and Morty? It's like, oh, I saw this last season. It was mid, but you know.
I mean, he did say he was pretty smart. Yeah, he's dead. So, yeah, the only things we ask about are rigor mortis and lividity, because everything else, like, somebody will tell you. Like, if they're decapitated, the first thing they're gonna say when they go on the phone is, "Oh my god, I just came home and my husband's head is gone."
Damn, I'm like, what does your husband do? Does your husband work for the cartel? Why did he get his fucking head cut off? I'm like, geez, lady.
He accidentally like beeped his car horn at someone in the mafia.
Yeah, right? He's like, I'll take your fucking head off. He's like, yeah, no, you won't, cuz. And then he's like, and he comes home like, oh, his head's gone.
boss, the kneecaps aren't good enough on this one.
He leaves like a horse head on the kitchen counter.
I'm like, oh my god, or like a bullhead. He's like,
That's
send
what
me
you
the
get for
fucking bull,
screwing with
cuz.
us.
Yeah, dude, I'll be, bro. There's an Italian like shop that's like
You're going
down
with pocket.
down on the corner over here.
Yeah.
And this one time, I don't know if it's mafia or not. I don't know, but
It's Italian. It has to be the mafia.
dude, I saw this dude walking in. He had like a Cadillac, and first of all, the parking lot here makes no sense because it's like there's a small parking lot on the side, which I assume is for like handicap. But what you have to do, you have to pull in at an angle, because if you pull in straight, your ass end is still like in the street, right? Because there's no like curb or anything that stops it. So this guy just fucking goes like this and pulls in, and his ass end is in the street, so everyone has to go around. So he's creating a traffic jam, and like, so we're sitting there and we're just kind of like stopping, and each car's letting people go for once, and then it's like this old Italian guy comes out, bro. He has a hat on, he has like a flat cap, right? And he comes walking out. He's got like these rings on his hand. I'm like, I don't want to tell the guy to fuck off at all, bro. I'm like, he's like, somebody be like, yo, move your shit. I'll be like, dude. I'm like, no,
dude,
no.
he's like slowly taking the rings off one by one and just deck you in the face.
No, he's just gonna like look at your license plate, make like a mental note, and then you're gonna have some
like,
fucking Goombas at your house in a couple of hours. You'll be like, oh my god, like there's a massive guy outside, like an Italian guy. And he's asking me like if I know who Lenny is. I don't know who fucking Lenny is, bro.
I love how you just like, I know what you mean, but like the way you said that, just like, I'm gonna get the Goombas at his house. I'm like, all right, Bowser, just send your minions down to his place.
Dude, that's exactly what they do, bro. They send like these humongous men, bro, after you.
Yes, so Goombas, the most humongous of the men.
Yeah, the Goombas, bro.
Kingpin from Into the Spider-Verse, that's who they send to your house.
Just no neck, bald.
No neck. His entire body is just like lunchbox. It's like literally this is the body. Just these are your shoulders like this.
Yeah,
yeah. And then with like a cut in half deviled egg on top, and that's just your head. He just has like an egg, and he's like, hey. He's like, you tell my boss go fuck himself. You know what I mean? They were like, yeah.
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man.
What you know about the motto of Vincenzo D'Antoni?
I heard you were harassing one of my boys down by the bar last night.
Yeah, it's like,
you got a problem with this?
Yeah, that's true. Anybody that has like an Italian last name, I'm super friendly to. Because I'm like, I don't know what.
You're just like, this guy's going to send out a hit on me.
He's like, what's your last name? He's like, Martino? You're the fucking best. So I love you, bro. Even if they cuss me out, they're like, yo, fuck you. I'm like, wait, what's your last name again? Oh, DiVincenzo? Oh, you're the best. Thank you. Thank you for telling me to go fuck myself. Thank you.
Yo, D'Angelo. I was friends with him in second grade.
I had a teacher named Mr. D'Angelo, or a professor named Mr. D'Angelo. Not one peep in the back of class for me, bro. I was like, this guy's not good. And he was an anatomy teacher. Yeah,
he's like,
exactly.
I'm gonna teach you some anatomy, kids, all right?
He's like, we'll teach you fucking anatomy.
If I cut your stomach right now, what organ's gonna come out first?
If I pump your guts full of lead, which one's affected first?
He's like, see these fucking kneecaps? He's like, you have to start with the incision at the top, and then you pull it down, and you take it off like that. Like,
it's like, which of your body parts gets infected first when I shoot you?
He's like, if I shoot you with a hardened fucking bullet, he's like, when that metal melts down, does it poison you? He's like,
He's like casual. He's like,
how am I supposed to know this?
Just like randomly, like as he's in the middle of a lecture, just takes a handgun out of his desk and starts like just tossing it. And one of the students is like, hey, "Is that loaded?" He's like, "I don't know. You want to find out?"
Okay,
do you want to see if it is?
That would violate so many rules.
Yeah, but like if this was like, I could see that being like a joke in like South Park or something.
Maybe,
yeah. or like if he had like a flashback in the middle of like teaching. Where he's like, oh yeah, he's like, this is like the heart.
It's like, Mr. D'Angelo, what did you do before school? And he just like shows the mafia war going on. He's just like, I used to be a delivery driver.
Yeah. Or he's like teaching you about hands. He's like, yeah, these are the hands right here. He's like, he's like,
it's like the fucking guy.
Like, have you ever seen one of these hands get blown off? One time, my boss went out and picked up a package.
It's like the guy from
he had no fucking hands. We're like,
he's like,
oh, you okay?
It's like, I killed a man with this thumb.
Yes. Oh,
I'm imagining like, what did you do before teaching? And it's like a cutscene, like flashback. Brooklyn, 1986.
He has like a mullet.
I was on the bad side of the brink with the gang over there.
Me and the boss went out to take out the DiVincenzo gang.
He's like, me and the boss stopped for a triple slice. Where John Travolta got his triple slice from in that one movie.
Me and the boys went to McDonald's to grab a Big Mac at 11 p.m. Saw the boss there. All of a sudden, that's the last time I saw boss.
It's like it's in black and white,
right? And he has like the old detective garb on with the hat. He's like smoking a cigar. He's like, I told boss not to go in there because his cholesterol's a little high. I told him. He's out there. One more Big Mac is just pushing over the edge. The heart attack's close. It's close.
He says, who are you telling me how to live my life? My life's short anyways. I'm part of the mafia, If I'm gonna live how I want to.
Yeah, and then it's like he's walking out. It's like he's just like walking away. And he's like right there in that parking lot. Boss had a heart attack. I told him about the cholesterol because it's just
halfway through his Big Mac.
I want to hear
halfway through his Big Mac. They found lettuce in his throat. It's like the mortuary smelled like Big Mac sauce for 2 days.
God, I want to hear a noir narrator just go over some really mundane shit like it's 5 a.m. real late, right as we were about to open the store. She came in to file her taxes.
He's like, I told her she needs a Form 1080, but she didn't have that on deck.
She came in the 1060. It has to tell her.
You're gonna need to get to the back of the line.
She gave it a 1060. I told her she was 20 short. She needs a 1080, not a 1060. She doesn't know how to do math right.
She goes, listen here, man. I've been at the DMV for 2 hours now. I am not getting back in line. I was like, if you don't get back in line, we're going to have a real big confrontation on our hands.
Okay, like on topic, but also off topic. I went to renew my permit, and I got to the DMV as soon as it opened. No line.
Dude,
how do you do that? That's literally just. Are you Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
No, dude, I literally transcended humanity, and
Seriously.
now
You just met God himself, just like, do me one favor, man.
I got my ticket from the machine, and they were like, "Now serving I-76," and I'm like, "What?
That's me! I'm I-76.
I know, right? He's like, at that moment, I knew that I had just caught something that no one else caught before. Like, I knew that I had reached the peak of humanity that was unreachable, I thought.
It's 9:07 in the morning. I pull into the parking lot with my father. I go up to the teller and I say, "I'm here to renew my permit, ma'am."
Dude, you sound like Jason Bateman from Psycho, American Psycho. Have you ever seen that, dude?
Oh, how?
Dude,
Patrick Bateman?
He will
Jason
literally
Bateman, that's
start
actually a
talking
good
about
actor.
that.
You
for
say I
like
sound
an
like
hour.
Christian Bale?
Yeah, dude, you do.
That's
He's like,
a compliment. Thank you.
no,
Dude,
but
man's
like
like-
that, like I was listening, I was like, bro, this guy. I was like, dude, you should do an impression of that. You should go as that for like Halloween.
I'm down. Dude, I love
That'd
that
be
movie.
so fun.
That's
That
like
movie
one of
is
my favorite
fire.
movies of all time.
That's the first time I saw that movie.
So for those of
was-
you keeping track at home, it's Infinity War and American Psycho. Those are the two on his list so far.
Yeah, American Psycho, dude. But he's
Ferris
like,
Bueller's Day Off is another one of my favorites.
That's
a
a
good one.
That's a real good one.
yeah, that's a really good one. I like the best part. You know how many times I watched like the scene in American Psycho where he's like, where he goes, let's see Paul Allen's card, right? And he's like,
Yes.
and they zoom in and his jaw's all slack and shit. He's like the subtle off-white lettering. He's like,
Oh, Zach.
And he like starts sweating.
Since you know the movie better, I'll let you tell Jason the fun fact about American Psycho. How they had to film like the guy 3 different times.
Oh yeah. So you know how Willem Dafoe's the detective in American Psycho? Mm-hmm. So you know the scene where Willem Dafoe goes into Christian Bale's office, right? And he like interrogates him about like the murder of Paul Allen. Well, how Paul Allen's gone missing at the time and they don't know where he is.
yeah,
And he interrogates him and like asks him some questions. They shot that scene 3 times. One as if Dafoe knew that Bateman killed him.
Okay.
One where Dafoe was just asking him questions like he might like be onto Bateman.
Yeah.
And one where I had no clue at all. And then they mixed them together to show that Bateman had like shit going on with his like mental stuff.
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's fire. You know what else blew my mind about that movie was that they don't know if he actually even killed anyone.
Dude, that ending still, dude, like blows my mind.
Like it's so.
It's like
you
I
have
talked
see
to
that
Paul.
movie.
I talked to Paul Allen last week. Like,
I was about to say, I'll just like just kind of sit off frame.
Well, dude, you have to watch it, bro.
Alex, when we get home, we are watching American Psycho.
You have
When
to
we
watch
get
it.
home, I'm
It's
playing
that good.
D&D, dummy.
Bro, Tommy,
I'll watch it by myself then.
bro, it's so good.
Again?
It's so fucking. It's a great movie,
The first time
again.
I watched it was probably like October when I was at college. I watched it like 4 times since.
bro. It's such a good movie, son. I saw it when I saw it at like 11 because my parents
Bless you.
had so.
Dude, what is it with like you
What?
and like Aunt
Jason-
Holly both like watching like horror movies at such a young age?
Bro, we showed the movie 300 with the Spartans and shit.
Yeah.
We showed that Wayne 11. This guy's
Dude,
got his
I
head cut
know.
off. Wayne's like,
I distinctly remember when we were in like middle school and Wayne was like 5, we were playing God of War in the
Yeah.
one room. You were fighting the Hydra.
I remember
You
that.
couldn't spam the button fast enough. You just like slammed it on the table and I spammed it.
oh yeah,
and
yeah,
Wayne's
just
just
like this.
because I could like spam it the fast as I could. And Wayne just coming in there watching just like the Hydra get his heads cut off. He's just like, yo, what game is this? That looks cool.
Yeah, Wayne's like, this game's fire, cuz.
The only reason I said that though is because like didn't Aunt Holly watch
Jaws.
Jaws when she was like 3?
Yeah,
That was
She-
like her.
that's-
Wasn't that like her
still-
first movie theater movie?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
And mine was Finding Nemo. Or sorry, no,
No,
yours
mine
was
was
Finding.
Finding
Yours was
Nemo.
Finding Nemo, and hers was Jaws. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
look at the parallels.
Yeah, and then I think
Bruce.
Pop found I think like a week later they were at like a Toys R Us or something, and Pop found like a real huge shark and chased it around the store with it, and ever since
Yo,
then, she's
shout
like,
out to Pop Pop, but
yeah,
you're
shout
also
out
an
to Pop.
asshole.
Shout out
I
to
love
Pop.
Pop.
Pop, he's the man. But then he goes,
So mean.
No, but then my mom's like, yeah, to this day she won't go in the ocean. I'm like, Mom, just come and go to the ocean. She's like, she'll put her feet in, but like, she's like, no, just sit here and get heat stroke because that's just.
I'd rather die on land than die in the sea.
I don't go too far out because going too far out, I get like there's like a name for that fear where you don't know what's underneath you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Phasmophobia. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say because my biggest fear is like being out, like, you know the movie Castaway where he floats. You ever seen that movie before? Castaway.
Oh God! When you say Castaway, the only thing I can think of is the fucking Backyardigans song where they're like, "We are castaways."
What?
Ahoy there, ahoy! Yeah, that dude. It's like a TikTok original audio song, but like Castaway, there's a so it's a guy gets trapped on an island after a plane crash. He survives on the island for like a year, and it's Tom Hanks, right? So he builds like a raft. And he ends up like going out and like trying to find humanity, I guess, right? Yeah, people again.
I haven't seen it. I only know it because that's where like Wilson came from.
Yeah. And he has Wilson the ball and shit. Yeah. So he goes out and there's a point where like a huge storm rolls in and just blasts his freaking like little like raft that he has. And he's just floating in the ocean on like a piece of like porta potty, because that's like what he used. He's like floating on a piece of porta potty, like floating in the ocean. I was like, at that moment, shit, all in the ocean, because like I would be so scared because you can't see anything below you.
Yeah.
Right. Like if something just comes up and wants to eat you, you can't do anything about it, bro.
You can only see it when it's like 5 feet away. And
yeah.
Like,
when it's
and at that point, you're screwed already. It's
yeah.
Like, well,
like you're
time to accept my fate.
Yeah,
pray
like,
to Jesus
I would be
time.
so scared, bro. Like I can't, bro. Like getting stuck in the middle of the ocean. It's different if like there's like even if there's like a raft, like where I could sit on the raft, that's fine with me. Or like in a boat, I'm cool with that. But like,
have you played
by yourself, bro?
Have you played the game Raft? Because I feel like it
was really popular a couple years ago.
Yeah, it was one of those games where like a bunch of people on YouTube would play it with each other. But I really like
you're
it.
on an island and you have to like build shit.
You
like,
literally the game starts out with you sitting on like a 2x2 plank of wood in the middle of the ocean, and you got a hook, and that's it. You just got to hook as many materials as you can to make the boat bigger. Try to find islands, maybe find some food in the islands. It's literally just survival. You're in the middle of the you start in the middle of the ocean.
I do like some survival movies. I do like survival games though.
I've really been getting into survival games. The ones I've been playing recently are Raft, obviously.
Yeah.
Green Hell, which is you're in the Amazon jungle. The Forest, where your plane crashes on a deserted island, and there's cannibals living on the island. And then
tough break.
7 Days to Die, which is just your average. I don't say average because like that makes the game sound boring, but like it's your familiar zombie apocalypse. Very few people surviving. You're in civilization.
What about like Arma or DayZ? Are you into that?
I have not played DayZ. I've played a little bit of it. Sorry, I've not played it. I've seen a little bit of it, but like I feel like that like the people that are there are toxic. And that would make me hate it.
Bro, they're so funny. I used to watch this guy because I remember like it peaked when I was like a senior in high school, like 2014. And I remember...
Yeah, then you're 3 years older than me then, because I was a senior in 2017. That's when I graduated.
Well, 2014 is like the beginning of the senior year.
Oh, in 2015. So
like I graduated 2015.
But
like I started
2 years.
Exactly, yeah. So like 2014 though, I was actually at CHOP because I had like a defection in my leg. Like, you remember that? So like I was like for a long time because my mom had to work, so like she couldn't stay with me for like I was in there for like 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. So I would like watch all these videos on my phone, and this one guy, his name was Frankie on PC in 1080p.
Shout out to Frankie.
Shout out to Frankie.
And he was like this English dude, right? And he had this super deep like announcer voice. You know what I mean? And I remember just like listening to him, and he goes,
in this corner.
He would just say like funny shit, like he's like running. He's like I'm back here. Running. And you're like,
so I'm back here?
Yeah.
Running.
He's like running. And he's like, as you can see, and he like flips the camera, and the kid like behind him is some guy running after him. he's like, this guy's been following me for 30 minutes. he's like, I've got no ammo in this gun, or else I would have taken a few rounds and buried it in his ass. But he's like my little friend now, and he's running. And then
waiting for me to die, so I can loot my body.
He clicks on the game mode, right? Because the guy's like running with something in his hand, and then he points it. And then like he points it, and then he starts running again after him. And he goes, "Hey, buddy, He's like, listen, it's like when I get up into these trees here, you better leave me alone. He's like, cause I got a hatchet and I'm gonna bury it in your ass. It's like, leave me alone. Like, I don't know why that was so funny. I watched that like 10 times. This guy, I don't even know what he does anymore. I don't think he uploads anymore, but he had like 3 million subscribers just off.
That's
that,
really sad thing is when somebody
Daisy.
you really like just stops uploading. It's like, man,
Yeah.
I feel
never getting this again.
Dude, I have that with like a particular sports gamer. Dude, back in like 2016, 2015, there was this sports YouTuber called King Griff, right? And
Shout out to you, buddy. I don't know if you watch this.
I don't even know if he's on the internet anymore. He disappeared. But like,
If King
you're
Grimm's
okay,
watching,
buddy.
make your grand appearance here.
Yeah, hopefully, all right, buddy.
like literally, like it's like that. It's like that announcer voice. He's like, he talks like this.
Yeah.
And he's like, Big Daddy Dirtbag. Because
Oh, that's where you got that from.
yeah, that was the name of his MLB The Show player.
Yeah.
Right?
Big
And
Daddy Dirtbag.
Literally for like 3 or 4 straight years, he'd just be like playing with this Road to the Show character, like talking about random stuff while he's like, Big Daddy Dirtbag goes deep. Grand slam.
Yeah,
What a
that's-
guy.
That's not intrusive, is it?
I don't think so, no.
But
It's kind of a weird.
Just bring
angle.
it a little closer
But
to you.
me and my best friend, like ever since like
there,
5th
yeah.
grade, we both watched King Griff growing up, and
Yeah.
then he like disappeared in like 2017, and
That's always sad.
I
bro.
miss him. Yeah, because he was so funny, dude. He was so funny.
The one I had that with, I think I told you about them. I think you might have watched it a little bit. Is Nate and Dookie.
Yes.
One of the guys, Nate Wants to Battle, still on YouTube. He doesn't really do much gaming stuff anymore. He's more on Twitch, but he does upload his YouTube stuff. The other guy is Dookie Shed. I don't think he's
Shed.
He's still active on Twitter, but like he hasn't done anything gaming related. And it's like those are that like a lot of people will be like, "Oh, Game Grumps is like the funniest duo on YouTube." No, they were my Game Grumps. They were like the 2 funniest people I knew.
Yeah.
And they would play like a shit ton of just like Pokemon games where you don't have to really think too much about what you're doing and just talk about random shit.
Do you remember that era where it was Nate and Dookie, Angry Video Game Nerd, like all those guys?
Back when Game Theory was good.
Back when Game Theory was like big before they made like the Film Theory.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, that was a great time.
That was my golden age of YouTube. That's when I was getting into it.
Facts. I'm trying to create a golden age on YouTube now for me. And everyone here. And you guys will be part of that, by the way.
Yes, sir.
But, dude, I was just thinking about, I was like, fuck, that is so depressing, bro. I'm in my feelings now, like thinking about Frankie on PC and 1080p. Like,
Yeah.
let me look up his YouTube real quick and see if he's posted anything. What if he did repost his, like, he's like, I'm back.
He uploaded one day ago,
I'm like,
new schedule announcement,
baby. Let's go.
Woo, yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Woo.
But
I'm gonna see if King Griff, did anything. I don't think he's posted.
look at I put
So
Frankie in.
so-
And the first one that comes up is Frankie on PC and 1080p.
So while you guys are looking that up, I guess I'll take the mic for a little
hour
bit and
ago.
ask you questions.
Huh?
So
Wait, 1 hour ago.
1 hour ago. 3 days. Let's go. We back, baby.
we've done it. We've brought someone back from the dead.
We back, baby.
So I know I've discussed this with you, Zach, and you don't really do much with this. I think you said you might have been interested. I don't know if you have. What do you either of you know about D&D?
What do I know about?
I
You know nothing. I thought didn't you say you were like interested in trying it if you got a chance?
I don't know. Maybe.
But look, dude, look at this fucking gap. Look.
What
1
you
month
did?
ago, 4 years ago.
No, literally, bro. This is King Griff. Like, look at the name of that. MLB The Show 17 Road to the Show. Picture number 4. Wang owns you. Dude, I used to watch that guy religiously.
So Jay, what is your knowledge of D&D?
Of
Or
D&D.
or,
You're
or,
talking
tab-
about-
or
you're talking
tabletop
about,
in
like,
general?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, or tabletop in
Um,
general, because I don't know D&D specifically, but I know Pathfinder, which is very close to it.
I like games like Risk. Was that what you're talking about?
That's more.
Like strategy games?
That's like board game, though.
But I do like the one
you-
game that you have, Villains, Marvel Villains,
Villainous.
Villainous.
Yes.
I do. I almost bought that for myself because, like, we started a game and I just got so into it.
Well, okay. Here, look,
So I don't know if that's like considered an RP. Like, I don't know what
I guess this is
what
I guess
category
this-
that falls in.
This was literally one Christmas ago, so I don't think anyone's feeling going to be hurt when I tell this story. Just because, like, I bought it. I believe it was my gift for Dad for Christmas that I got it
Yeah.
for him, and then Anna's gift to me that Christmas was the exact same thing. It was also villainous. So we have 2 villainesses in the house.
Nice.
I think one of them we keep in the camper, though.
One of them we keep in the camper, one of them's still at home.
That's dope. Yeah.
So we're getting use out of both.
Yeah. I like that game a lot. I thought that game was dope.
It just takes a long time to set up.
It's one of
so long.
It's one of those games like I don't have a good example, but it's one of those games where if you got everyone there knows how it's played, real smooth experience. If someone doesn't know how it's played, literally like 70% of your playtime is just reading over the rule book.
Exactly. It's like watching Endgame on like a streaming service and then watching it on fucking TNT. It's like it's a 2-hour difference.
Yeah.
Or just like watching Endgame with somebody who's never seen an MCU movie before. They're like, who's that? Who's that? What's their deal? Why is this important?
And I'm like, just watch the movie. They're like, I don't get it. Like, I do. Shut up.
I am understanding of that. It's like, okay, just watch the movie. They'll explain it. Cool. But like Endgame and Infinity War, like most other Marvel movies, it doesn't matter. Like if you want to watch No Way Home, just watch Homecoming and Far From Home.
Yeah,
maybe
you don't even have to watch those.
No, just like if you just want Spider-Man's
such
deal,
a good movie by itself that's good, and that's.
But if you just kind of want to understand Spider-Man's deal, just watch the 2 Spider-Mans before it. That's all you need, really.
Exactly. If you want to cry a little bit, watch like 30 seconds of Endgame of Infinity War.
The last 30 minutes.
Yeah, watch that, and then you'll guaranteed cry, bro.
But it's like with Infinity War and Endgame, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if the Infinity War, like I have a friend, I forget which friend it was, so I can't shout him out, but like literally Infinity War was their first Marvel movie. I'm like,
what are you doing? Thank God you didn't shout that guy out. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm like,
some people do not deserve a shout out.
I'm like, how the hell did you manage that? First of all, yeah, shout out to Ron, our next door neighbor, but he has never seen a Star Wars movie to this day.
Ron, like, what are you? Come on, bro.
I mean, he might have changed that recently because I haven't spoken to him recently, but like, he was just like, yeah, I've never seen a Star Wars movie. I'm like, that you should change. He's like, no, I just don't have any interest in it. Like,
you know what though?
It's a rite of passage at that point.
I can relate to that though because I felt the same way about Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Like Game of Thrones, I was like, I'm not interested in fucking dragons, bro. Fucking Mordor, bro. Who cares?
Game of Thrones.
I watched
Lord of the Rings,
it.
Harry
It was
Potter,
a game changer.
Same thing.
But I watched it though. I watched it because like these guys that like it's another podcast. I was watching them, and they were Flagrant 2. Shout out to them. But they're way bigger, bro. They got like 500K views per podcast, bro. It's nuts.
Damn.
So you're shouting them out and giving them like 7 more per podcast.
Yeah, I'm giving them like a couple more per podcast. But
every little bit counts.
Yeah, no, I'm really doing this so I can put hashtag Flagrant 2 and drive more viewers my way. But it's whatever. But
that's the real. It goes both ways.
You need to cut that part out. You can't tell them what the real reason for the podcast is. They'll start losing viewership.
No, the podcast because I like to do it, but obviously there's incentive to grow. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like, fuck, what was I saying?
You were talking about Game of Thrones.
Oh, I was watching them talk about it, and he's like, Game of Thrones is one of those things where it's like you can't overhype it. Like it is
Especially
so
with that finale.
It is so good that like you could say it's the best show ever, and then you watch it, you're like, this is actually the best show ever. Like that's how it is. Like I even me, like I know how you're looking right now, and you're like this guy's bullshitting, but like for real, bro. Like I watched that thing, I was like, I thought it was bullshit too. I was like, I was like, how fucking good could it be, bro?
What's it on?
It's on HBO Max.
I'm on both sides of the coin because on one end I get really tired of people being like, oh, this is the best movie. like specifically, and I've had this discussion with people about people that say like Black Panther is like one of the best MCU movies because of the light it brings to issues that people of color normally have. And I go, I understand that it's an important movie for those people, but I don't appreciate it because I don't understand that. I'm white as fuck. I don't understand issues that people of color have.
Yeah, and
so
that's
when people tell me, oh, Black Panther is like the best movie of all time, I keep having that thought that's like, well, what if your thought and how like what you enjoy in a movie and what you like taking out of these things is different than me?
Well, is that not like just
true, though.
life in general? Like everyone has their
exactly,
own
and that's why like I apply it to everything. It's like, oh, this is like the best thing ever. And I'm like, okay, but you also like very different things than I do, so I probably might not like it if you say it's the best thing ever.
It's like our dad, watches like Die Hard 26 times in theaters, right? But like, I think it's a good movie.
Shout out to Dad. I'm purposely not watching Die Hard because
Dad.
I purposely am not watching Die Hard because you keep telling me to watch it.
Yeah. But I mean,
Shout out
yeah,
Uncle
exactly.
Chuck.
Like you won't watch it because you grew up.
I am very
like, you know, as a kid, like Die Hard's the best movie ever, and it has to be. You know,
yeah. It's like, and this is the kind of thing like we had with Game of Thrones, like when Walking Dead was super popular, like all those things where everyone's telling me, oh, you need to play, you need to watch it, you need to do this with it. I'm like, I don't want to. You're all telling me to do it, and now I'm not doing it because I like it. I'm doing it because you guys are telling me to do it.
Yeah. No, I was in the same boat where I was like just because like I was trying to be different because like everyone else wanted to do it. Everyone else was like, yo, you gotta watch it. I'm like, yo, I'm not watching that shit ever. And then I was like, why don't I watch this earlier?
Because like me, with Outer Banks.
I've never seen that. Like everyone's talking about that thing that like Outer Banks too. They're like, oh, you got to see it. I'm like, bro, this is like a fucking like it's like I'm thinking to myself.
We're not talking about the beach. We're talking about something else.
Oh, yeah, there's a show called Outer Banks.
Oh, there's a show called Outer Banks.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was talking about like the place. I'm like, yo, fuck the Outer Banks, yo. North Carolina. No.
That's what I thought you were saying. Is like, you guys need to go to the Outer Banks. And it's not okay.
No.
Bro, it's all good.
No, there's a show called Outer Banks, and it was huge when I was in high school, and I just never watched it. I never had interest.
The only one of those recently that I actually did watch because I was genuinely interested in the premise was Squid Game.
Well, yeah,
that
I
was
think
good.
Everyone watched
that was
Squid
fucking
Game.
good.
Yeah,
that was good.
awesome.
Yeah, but if I just like.
But if everyone told you, yo, you gotta watch Squid, you'd be like,
no,
don't
I did have that, but like, I'm one of my favorite I think my favorite horror movie series in general is Saw. So just that idea
Similar
of just like
premise, kinda, yeah.
It's like people are put in this situation where if they don't do this, they're gonna die. And the only difference between that and Squid Game is like they're kind of forced to do it in Saw, whereas in Squid Game it's just like I'm doing it because it's a twisted game show.
yeah.
It's like. If I wasn't a fan of Saw or stuff that's similar to that, I probably would have been very much the same thing. It's like, you guys keep telling me to watch Squid Game, and I don't want to watch Squid Game.
Yeah.
I will still hold my opinion that the twist at the end is just,
It's kind of mid, to be honest. It's like
I know
all
you
right.
like it, and I understand why you like it because they set up for it. I just think that the continuity just kind of has holes in it.
But it makes sense, though.
I don't think it does.
It does. It literally does. I'm sorry. If you don't think it makes sense, you're just a number one player homer, and you're like, oh, he can't be the big guy.
My biggest problem with it is it takes away my favorite moment of that show at the end of the Marbles episode. That was my favorite moment in the whole show.
When he gypped the guy that he thought had dementia.
No, when he was
gypped him?
like, dude, I was like, literally, the old man is like my favorite character so far that we're seeing.
Dude,
and now he's gonna die.
Yeah. I remember you DMing me when you were watching Squid
Literally,
Game, like, oh, I love the old guy, and I'm like,
as the episode started, I tell Zach, I'm like, I'm watching the beginning of the Marbles episode. The old man's gonna die. He goes, yeah, that's sad. That's gonna suck. And I'm just like, man, he just fucking died. All right, no, he didn't. Just kidding.
Yeah. Well, like,
Spoiler alert for Squid Game.
I think for me, like, the twist was cool, right? But also, like, I think the twist was also kind of ruined for me because, like, my boys were like, oh, I was like, I like the old guys. Like, you keep it on the old guy, bro. I'm like, oh, shit, something's about to happen. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when I start, because, like, you know, like, the algorithm and shit, like, they all monitor what you watch. So, like, I Google, I'm on Netflix. I watch like Squid Game, like a couple episodes, go to bed, wake up the next day. I go on my phone, go on YouTube, and it's like how they knew he was the owner, and it was the fucking old guy. He's like this. I'm like, well, yeah, fuck. Thank you guys for ruining that for me.
Yeah.
You know, but like, so I think for me, I kind of already it was ruined, but I don't like how they like. It was supposed to be like this poignant criticism of capitalism. I don't like how people like made it like that. It's like, dude.
I mean, that was
it's a game show where people die
based from the director, but obviously the point's entertainment.
It's not beating over your head. That's what I like about it.
The reasoning that the show exists is because of capitalism, and he's trying to
make money.
Capital.
I understand.
He's making a sequel. Yeah, like
I understand that it's just like, okay, these like poor people are just the entertainment for these rich guys. Look what this says. Like, I understand that's the point. You're not actively telling me that's the point. You're just showing it to me, and that's why I like about it.
Yeah, but it's like I just don't. I don't think it's a critique. Like, I don't think it's that deep. You know what I mean? Like, maybe, and I think the director said like it is supposed to be a critique or whatever. Yeah. But do you ever you ever like read these think pieces on it with like, oh, these people would rather or I see usually what it is like I see these people, these chicks that I follow because they're hot. Like I see them posted on Instagram. They're trying to be profound. They're like, "Oh, it's a critique on capitalism because they would rather die than pay their debt." We're like, "Shut up."
The guy in the comments over there just like, "Show us your boobs."
I know, right? And then she's like, "I refuse to be objectified." We're like, "Bro, you take like mad pictures like you in bikinis and shit."
Bro, you got those nice double D's.
I know. I'm like, bro, you're packing heat, and you know you're packing heat because you're showing it all the time. So like,
you're literally an Instagram model. Like
it's like when they're in like that pose, they just like stick their ass out so far. They're just like, I refuse to be objectified. Also, my butt's thick.
Yeah, she's like, I refuse to be objectified, but also I can post whatever I want to. It's like that doesn't go hand in hand. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, if I say something racist, you know, people are gonna call me a racist. You know what I mean? You know, it's not like, well, it's my freedom to say whatever I want to say. It's like, yeah, but they can also label you something based on the information that you
Can we
spout
go
out.
back to the Modern Warfare 2 days when kids would just shout the N-word in the chat when they got killed?
Let's not go back to those days. That was not.
That was wild, bro. That was the first time I ever got mad at that word. Because I would hear it growing up, but it was just always like a friendly thing. But that's the first time I heard it like hard ER and just like with that venom behind it.
The people that say that though are different breeds.
Yeah,
the word just makes me uncomfortable because like it's not applying to me whatsoever. But I hear it and I'm just like, don't say that.
It
please.
makes you cringy. Yeah. I mean, I don't say it because like I don't
say it right now on the podcast. Do it. You won't.
No, I don't say it. Well, because I don't say it in real life. Like I barely even say it. Right, even though like. You know, but like for you viewers, we don't know. Like I'm Puerto Rican, half black, half white. Well, not half, not in that.
Half and half, baby.
But
Three
like,
halves.
but I'm Puerto Rican, black and white. So, like, I can't say if I want to, but like, I just don't. I don't know. There's no point in it to me. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I'm never ever going to say it ever, right? But I say it sparingly.
So, question: if somebody was part black, part white, part Native American, would they just be like Neapolitan ice cream?
What?
I don't know, maybe. But then, like,
is that how that works?
But then, like, if you're like a Native American and if you're like 0.0057 Native American and you're putting up memes where like you guys got to leave, we're like, dude, that's like 95% of you has to leave.
Yeah, right. Like all the water in your body is going to evaporate.
All right, we'll just like cut off your hand can stay. Everything else has got to go.
Yeah, everything else has got. Yeah, like you got to go to like Chippewa or some crazy, like your hand has to go to some weird Wisconsin town like Wadachicahutica or some stupid shit like that. That's where your hand's got to be, but you have to go to like Africa, maybe to leave like an arm in like Israel or whatever you are, right? Like that's like you can't ever say like that's my whole thing with like immigration is like at the end of the day they're gonna do it, but you should do it legally. Like you shouldn't just like cross over. You shouldn't just be like I'm just gonna go over here now. Yeah, because nobody else. Like you have to do it legally. Like there's a process you have to.
It's
follow
like the grown-up
process.
equivalent of when somebody is just like going, "You can't cross this line." You just like put like 1 foot over it just to piss them off.
I know you put a toe over it, and then like Border Patrol just kicks you in the chest and tases you like bam. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I think a lot of that woke stuff. I guess my overarching point is like a lot of this woke stuff is kind of annoying at this point.
It is.
Like it's cool in the beginning because it's like you want to draw attention to it, but it's like now. It's almost to the point where there's too much attention focused on the problem, and there's not attention focused on the solution. Like, what are you going to do? Yeah. Like, they're like, that's
okay,
racist. Racism exists. Yeah,
okay,
we
get that racism exists. That's been a thing since like
ever.
Forever.
Forever. It's been around.
It's not like the U.S. had a war about it like 150 years ago. No, that didn't happen. Totally.
No, that war was about states' rights, not racism.
Yeah.
Sorry, slavery. Sorry, that's racism's older brother.
It was not about slavery. It was about states' rights.
that was funny. Dude, do you know Republicans?
If you talk to anybody that has the Confederate flag on the back of their truck, bro, that's what they say.
Dude, the people that have the Confederate flag on the back of their truck, I'm just like, do you not understand how history works? Do you know why that flag exists? Like,
yeah,
you're like even if you don't know, it's like you're like accidentally supporting slavery if you have the Confederate flag up.
No, and whenever you ask them about it, they're like, I support states' rights.
What do you mean?
States' rights to own black people?
Yeah, you know what
you can do instead of keeping the Confederate flag up, maybe if you want to fight for states' rights, I got an idea. Put a state flag up instead of the Confederate flag.
Game changer.
Dude,
They're like, how dare you tell me I can't fly that flag, bro? You know what I mean? Like,
the flag literally supports enslavement.
exactly. But see, that's the whole thing is like, I don't, personally, I don't give a shit about the Confederate flag, honestly. But like, remember when they were having this big stink about the statues? Remember when they were like, oh, they were taking down the statues and shit? I was like, bro, those guys were traitors. You know what I mean? I'm like, imagine, like, do you know what the penalty for treason is? Death. You die.
You fucking die.
You know what I mean? So like, so we gave those guys virtually, we gave them a slap on the wrist for trading against their country, bro. Like, I mean, Edward Snowden can't take a shit in Russia without the United States knowing about it. And the only thing he did was say, hey, they're watching you while you like are on Pornhub looking up harems and shit. They're watching you, and he can't even do anything. His penalty is death. If he comes to the United States, they kill him.
Yeah.
Now imagine forming a coup to fight the U.S. government.
And like the coup is literally half of the United States.
Half the United States is like, yo, fuck this. Like,
okay, I thought that was a clever segue to try to get into the storming of the Capitol for a second.
I'm not gonna lie, it crossed my mind. I was thinking about this. I was like,
that's a pretty nice segue you got there, bro.
I was like, this is pretty good.
That did happen a year ago today.
A year ago today, the more you know.
All right, boom. We're done with the Capitol thing now.
All right, now we can talk about the fun stuff again.
That's our second bullet point, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What other bullet?
Two in. All right. So we hit 2. I will say we hit 3 because we did Siege, we did gaming, did a whole lot of gaming. January 6th.
A little bit of it. We talked about a shit ton of movies.
Yeah, we did.
I mean,
can we go back to like the noir thing, or just like talk like this into the microphone?
She came into McDonald's at 7 a.m. an egg McMuffin with extra bacon.
So that accounting one was gold.
She asked if we had the ice cream working, and I had to tell her, apologies, our machine's out of service today.
The gold that accounting one was gold, bro. When he was like, she needed a 1080, but she only had a 1060. She was off. You know, she's like, but I had to tell her.
She was off by you need to find another 20, or we're gonna have a bit of a scuffle here.
So we're gonna have a fisticuff situation on our hands, right?
They'll get back in line. I'll have to call my lackeys from the back.
I know.
Take care of you real quick.
He's like, correction. I'm not gonna have fisticuffs in my hand. I'm gonna have my hands on your throat. Actually,
I'll have to call Baldo from the back to take care of you.
I'll also call the.
Don't make me get Lenny.
Don't make me get boiled egg head with no shoulders out here.
With no neck, only shoulders.
With no neck, only shoulders. My bad.
Last time Lenny got a hold of a customer, they had to close the place down for a week.
Put a damper on things.
It's like Lenny's just like a caged animal in the back. It's just like, hey Lenny, we got another one for you.
It's just this door with a gold plaque on it that says Lenny, and it's like bursting out the seams, but it's locked.
It's like the door is like almost ready to break at the hinges because he's slamming it so hard. He's like, it's like, who's that?
That's Lenny. That's
Lenny. What happened the last time somebody brought a 1060 when they needed it.
If you open the door and Lenny's just like some random dude, he's like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
It's like, what was he hitting the door? It's like, I was just training, bro.
He's like, "What happened to you?" He's like, "You just want to get me angry, bro." It's just
you wouldn't. Like
he's like, "What gets you angry?" He's like, "When someone's 20 off, it's just
exactly 20 off."
I mean, he's like, "You could be 19, I'll let that slide. 15, I'll let that slide, but 20, it's just too much." At that point, you don't care about your taxes. It's just really irritating.
And it's only 20 when it's 1060. If you're 20 off and you need like a 1040 and you give me a 1020, I don't give a shit.
I know. He's like, yeah, because that's baby numbers. Once you get to 60 and 80, it's just really great. It gets my gears going.
Do you know how pissed off 1060s get me? Last time someone gave me a 1060, I tore their fucking fingers off.
He's like, I have it over there. He just has fingers and a 1060.
He's just got a little necklace made of them.
I know. He's like, this is Don right here. It's like,
Don who? You wouldn't know Don. Don hasn't been alive for 5 years.
It's like nobody knows Don or where he is. I just know I have his fingers.
This got really dark really quick for an account.
Right? This went from a noir to like actually Patrick Bateman.
To like actually murder mystery.
I know.
It's like, oh, there's not much of a mystery. I think it might have been Larry or Lenny. Sorry, Lenny.
Like Lenny, bro. Lenny has no neck. Dude, I went to a new gym. Went to a new gym, bro, and it's
found a Lenny
with
there?
the powerhouse. Dude, no neck. Son, my first day there.
It's just the kingpin.
Yeah, my first day there, bro. He comes in and like I told this story before, but I told this story actually on last pod that I did with Sammy, which was like last month. But I walked in, right, and first of all, these guys are humongous in this gym, right? There, you walk in, and there's two kinds of people that go to Powerhouse in Bethlehem. I plug them because they're actually a good gym. There's like the athletic people that go there, and usually they're doing like real athletic stuff. There's like a turf room where they have they have like, or not turf, like what is the artificial grass? Is that turf?
AstroTurf.
AstroTurf, yeah.
Yeah, like the artificial grass, yeah. So they're in there and they're doing like lunges and stuff like that. They're doing like real, truly athletic stuff. Box jumps, things like that, right? Mm-hmm. And then, or they're stretching or they're doing something. And then you have those people that are just health nuts. And then you have people that are just straight.
Just physical nuts.
Then they're just physically on another level.
Their head's an almond.
Yeah, and then you have people that are like, literally this guy, he's like I'm not a tall guy, I'm 5'4". He was like at my shoulder, but the dude was like a tank. I mean, the dude was like 2 times me.
Oh, hang on. Peter Dinklage. He's like Peter Dinklage.
No, but like he was Peter Dinklage. If there was like 3 Peter Dinklages put together.
Peter Dinklage was as swole as Arnold.
Yeah,
but the same size.
But dude, goodness. it was the first time. Like, first of all, it was the first time that I ever looked down on anyone, which is unbelievable. Outside of like my little sister, I was like, what the fuck?
Last time I looked down on someone, they were 4 years old.
Yeah, exactly. But then this dude was a fucking tank. Like, he could have picked me up and snapped me in half if he wanted to. Like he was just so big. He was so big. I was like, Jesus. Like, I was like, is that what I look like to people? Because I have like pretty big shoulders, but like this dude was on another level, bro. Like, he was literally like me plus like another half of me if there was like another shoulder over here. Like, he was huge. I'd never seen anybody like that in my entire
Imagine
life.
if he had a short temper.
Short guys with short tempers.
Oh my god!
Exist.
Okay, speaking of short temper, I need to tell Jason the story about how I punched Nico.
Who's Nico?
Oh yeah.
So
who's Nico?
Nico,
some kid. Okay, just name drop him.
I forgot. Right.
Yeah, sure.
Name dropping him.
Nico, if you're watching the pod, my brother punched you in the face.
It's like, if you're watching this, get snuffed, bum. No, I'm just joking. I don't know who you are. He's like swole now. He's that little short guy. He's like, yo, fun. He's like, yo, guys, just to preserve your podcast,
just to preserve privacy, we're gonna call him Rico.
Yeah.
So Rico here.
Do you want me to blurt his name out?
If you feel like it,
I'll blurt his name out.
Yeah, just to be safe. Okay.
Okay. So, don't worry.
So
we're about 2 hours in.
Yeah, 2:01.
2:01. Gotcha.
So what happened was Nico was like the
dude. Why do you keep saying his name?
I keep saying he'll just keep.
Just say his first name. His first name's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. First name's fine. Yeah.
Nico was the short temper Italian kid that thought he was hot shit. That exact stereotype was Nico.
Yeah.
He was Guido from like Jersey Shore.
Sure.
Yeah, dude. Guido. Okay. Yeah. All right. Keep going. I'm gonna cut you off.
And he was a trumpet, so that probably didn't help.
And
nothing against trumpets, but just some trumpet players.
You know, it took me a second because we were real political. You said trumpet. I was like, oh, he's a Trump supporter. Fucking.
Oh, he's a Trumpy.
Some Trumpy. I mean, again, some Trumpies are like just a little too much out there. Anybody in any side of the political spectrum can be like that.
Yeah, but it took me a second to be like, no, it's an instrument, you fucking idiot. Like, I had to check myself.
Anyways, so he was just an asshole, and it was like I was the kid in the school that was like the easy target for when you wanted to bully somebody. It didn't really at that point in time. It didn't really affect me too much. I was just kind of used to it. Just like, oh, you called me dumb. All right, that's cool. Whatever.
You should have snuffed somebody earlier, bro. You just had to snuff one person. Everyone else got the message.
We had a Halloween parade, and it was the same year. Same
exact day.
Yeah, same exact day that Brandy died.
Oh, damn!
So she passed away. I don't know how the word got out, but apparently he figured out that a dog died, and he was already starting the bullying before this happened. So he was already starting to get on my nerves a little bit.
He was already a dickhead.
He goes up to me. He goes, "How's your dog, Hobart? I bet she's better off without you."
Who the fuck is it? No, I'm leaving his name in. Fuck that kid.
I yanked the mouthpiece right off of my fucking instrument, and I just clocked him in the nose with it. As hard as I could.
What I'm talking about, bro.
Well, the Monday afterwards, Mr. Eversole, shout out to Mr. Eversole. I'm leaving that in. He's chill as fuck.
The goat.
Yeah.
The goat.
He like pulled me in the office, and he's like, as a teacher, what you did was wrong. Violence doesn't solve the answer. Yada, all the other regular stuff.
Little teacher shit, yeah.
Right afterwards, he goes, as your friend, he should not have done that. That was completely out of line, and I don't blame you for feeling that way. I am not going to put you in trouble. You're not getting ISS or anything.
That was
Nothing
good.
like
That was good. See, we need more teachers like that. That kind of thing.
Dude, Ebersol's the GOAT. I don't know a single person that had a beef with Ebersol. Unless they were like the problem
like
children.
Mystery, you are the problem.
Yeah. That's what I said. The
you're
literal
the
only
issue.
people that I can remember that had beef with Ebersol were like the problem kids in the percussion section. That's it.
Yeah.
They were like, Mr. Ebersol tells me to like screw off. Not actually, because I have not heard him swear a single time. I don't think.
No,
Yeah.
But
he's never.
He's just like, he keeps telling me off, and I'm just trying to have fun. It's like, dude, you're throwing shit at people in front of you in the middle of band class. That's why he's telling you off.
Yeah. A lot of the people that don't like Ebersol are like the popular high school people that are also in band, and those two things just kind of don't mix.
Well, popular and being in a band.
Yeah.
Because
Why not?
like in general,
I don't know.
The popularity of the average band
Was the
student
culture
is lower.
different?
Yeah. Why are your hands like gray?
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know.
They're like blue.
I don't know.
Dog. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This guy's a zombie. What?
Dude, it looks like, you ever seen Halloween Town where they're sucking all the happiness away from the town and then it gets all gray?
This is what a normal hand looks like.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro.
All right. Well, anyways, it's like, I think the average.
Did you like choke a
Are
Smurf?
you okay?
I'm fine. I'll
Can you
just
feel your hands?
Yeah, I can feel it. I'll just wash my hands after this. It'll be fine.
I'm afraid your hands are like cold.
No, you know
Are they,
what?
like,
You know what's
gonna
probably
fall off?
you know what's probably happening is like my hands are like consistently on my jeans, and these jeans are just like washed. So it might
Oh,
be, like, blue.
that's
Oh, shit.
exactly what's happening.
So that's
Yeah.
probably what's going on. It's just like
Okay.
I'm consistently putting my hands on my jeans.
Okay. All right. Because I was concerned for
So
a second.
we'll
I was
probably
like,
just
do I
wa-
have to take him to the hospital?
No, we'll call 911. Get my coworker.
I'm like, excuse me, like, listen, Alex is just down for the count right now. Like, his hands are just a different color, like they're gray.
Oh, that's lividity. He's dead.
Oh yeah, well, my mom's a nurse, so she'll take care of it. I'm like, Mom, Alex.
Goodbye. But like, I think the average popularity of a band student is lower than like the average popularity of like just a student in the class. Like,
Really?
like
Yeah.
there's more
It's
less.
about accurate.
There's
think
more.
so?
There's more less
For our
popular
school,
people
in particular.
than more people. You know, there's more less popular people in the band than more popular people.
Although,
does
like,
that make sense?
Like the band kind of creates
Yeah.
their own culture, like where we're
Oh
from.
yeah,
though. Like,
yeah. Like I felt very at home in band. Like
Yeah.
band was like the highlight of my day most school days.
yeah,
That's good. That's really cool.
yeah. But it was definitely more so like, you know, there weren't a whole lot of popular people in band. It was more so like, you know.
Like you had a couple like
Oh yeah, there are always a few.
really talented popular people that
Like-
were just in the band,
like,
in the chorus, and the orchestra all at
like,
the same time.
The year younger than you, Sean's grade, like the 3 lead saxes that year were all like on homecoming court. Like that's the most anomaly thing that I've seen in band.
It's just, literally,
Yeah.
the drummer the year above me, Matt, you know his last name,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he was nominated for Homecoming King
Yeah.
his year as well.
Like there's
cool.
always like 1 or 2 mixed in, but like it's never, you know.
Yeah. Well, maybe because like I think for our high school, I think our class was kind of got a bad rap because we made a few teachers retire like early on. But like
You forced them to retire?
dude, there was a guy named Mr. Peter. Shout out Mr. Peters.
I
And
thought you were about to
he-
be like, can't say that name.
No. He was cool. He was a cool teacher. I like Mr. Peters. He was cool. And me and one of my good friends, Jimmy. Shout out to Jimmy. And bro, I'm giving out shout outs today, bro.
Dude, that's what I said. It's like you're shouting out someone like every 5 minutes.
I know, but no, me and my boy Jimmy were in the same class, and Jimmy at the time had crutches because I think he messed his ankle up. And if you were like good, Mr. Peters had like a drawer full of like snacks, and he would give you like snacks, or like he would give you something if you had like a good like day, or if you did good, he would give you like a treat.
Dude, that's like Professor X.
He was the man, right? And so, but like somebody broke into there and took all the snacks and ate them.
Dude,
Like,
how could
what
you do that?
fucking dickhead would do that?
That's like stealing it. That's like stealing a disabled guy's wheelchair.
Exactly.
You can't be like, what kind of dickhead, bro? Who would eat all of them?
That's what I'm saying.
all of them, bro.
Yeah, dude. Somebody broke in and took them all. Like, just took like all the snacks. Like,
All for himself?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, maybe. I have some ideas as to who it is because there was a couple heavies back in the day, but like, I'm not going to say it because I'm friends with them on Facebook, and I have to promote this podcast. So I'm not gonna put any names out there. But I have some.
We had
I have some.
If you stole Mr. Peter's snacks back in the day, you
know who you are. You fucked up. You done fucked up.
Yeah, he retired and he moved down to North Carolina. He actually graduated from UNC.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he was a Tar Heel and he went down.
It's like Mr. Joseph.
Dude, Mr. Joseph was the GOAT.
He won the lottery and moved.
Yeah, Mr. Joseph.
He won the fucking lottery.
Okay,
PA lottery.
Yeah.
What?
He was okay. Every school has that, like, usually science. It's most usually science. That's like super into their job. Mr. Joseph had one of the biggest rooms of any teacher, and that's because his walls were lined wall to wall with different animals. Like, he got like not coral snake, he's like, I got a chameleon here, a corn snake here, blue tongue skink over here, bearded dragon, Chinese water dragon. Like, he's got so many different ones, and he's just like, dude, this is like my favorite thing ever. Next year he won like the Powerball or whatever, and he's just like, all right, I'm gonna stop teaching.
He literally won like $10 million.
Yeah, he won the he won the big prize. And he's just like, awesome. I'm gonna stop teaching now.
Yeah, he moved.
Good. He's a millionaire.
And it was the year before I got to have him too.
Yep.
Damn, that sucks.
It was 3 years after I had him.
That sucks. That's so ass, bro.
No, my class is like known for like getting absolutely shit on when it comes to having good things.
Really?
Like the class before us will like have the last of the good things, right? Dude,
no,
especially with COVID, bro, because like the class.
Oh my god,
us,
you guys really did get shit on. I feel bad.
Yeah,
that's awful, dude.
Dude, we didn't get to have Mr. Joseph. Ninth grade, one of the popular teachers that we had was out on maternity leave, so we didn't have her the whole year. Oh. And then COVID happened, so my junior and senior year got ruined.
That's so fucked.
Okay, but
that's so awful, bro.
My grade was the last grade to get fifth grade camp.
Yeah, I didn't get fifth grade.
You don't know you don't know anything about that?
Son, I've never went to camp.
I don't know. I don't know if that was like a thing that schools might.
No,
have
we
had
did.
Before.
We have like a Zephyr camp or something like that we do, but that's for like it's like middle schoolers.
There's like a weekend. There's like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday where the entire fifth grade would just go basically like a 3-day summer camp for 3 days.
Oh yeah, okay. I know that.
My grade,
similar,
my grade was the last one to get it because after that was when they started doing budget cuts.
Damn, dude. Yeah. Well, we had? I think we kind of escaped. I think our class was like that where we got like the cool shit because after we graduated, like. When we were young, when we first got to the high school, our lunches, we had like Slurpees, we had cookies, nachos. They had a whole different line where you could get all these different snacks. And they had like these little seltzer sodas, right? They were like a clear soda can.
Right.
And they slapped, bro.
Imagine giving students anything sugar related.
Yeah. So like
there's a reason they only had milk for our lunches.
Dog, I spent $20 for lunch like 2 days in a row. My mom's like, I just put money in there. Why do you need more again? I was like, Mom, they have a snack line in high school now. I'm going in. I'm like 2 nachos, bro. 4 cookies. I'm bringing cookies back. I'm a cookie dealer, bro. And then dude, literally right after I graduated, right, is Obama got back in and Michelle Obama was like, we're no longer going to give kids fattening food. So they took away all the Slurpees, all the nachos, all the cookies, everything. And then everyone else was like mad as fuck, like.
It was like an early element not early.
Like late, a salad line.
Late, no, this was like 5th or 6th grade. But like my thing was like, dude, here's what we'll do. You guys all buy fruit snacks, and I'll try to like eat every pack of fruit snacks you guys buy at the same time. And it was like the Welch's ones that were like that big.
Oh yeah.
But it was to put like, I'm doing a challenge for these guys. They're giving me free food, dumbass.
Yeah, man.
I would literally just eat like all 5 of them at once and try not to choke on it. I'm just like, hey, but I'm getting free food.
Trying not to choke. Hey, yo. No,
big pause.
Pause, bro. But
Welch's fruit snacks.
They were out of control. But yeah, our class, going back to the class thing, like our class, like I think our homecoming queen was like a girl it was a planned election, and she was like she had Down syndrome. And they all planned to like vote her in as homecoming queen.
That's
yeah, so that was kind of cool. Even though I didn't ever went to any dances because I was on crutches, so that kind of sucked. But
I would go to the dance and just sit in the calf most of the time.
Yeah,
you didn't go to prom though.
I didn't go to prom. I didn't have someone to go with.
You know where my prom was?
What?
Inside of the middle school. And you know why?
You had a middle school dance as your prom.
Yeah,
Because of COVID.
Because
Was it
of
like
COVID.
a high quality one?
No.
Damn.
Well, it was supposed to be outside, but then it rained.
What did you do for
So they were
safe
like,
grad?
oh, fuck, where are we going? Middle school.
What did you do for safe
I
grad?
don't know what happened.
Safe grad? What safe grad?
Jason, did you have a safe grad?
No, what is that?
That's when, as like a last hurrah, the school either like has people fundraise or pulls money together to send the graduating class to have something fun as like their last time doing anything together. The day of graduation, that night they took us in the school buses all over to Ozzy's. Shout out to Ozzy's, you're bankrupt now, but I always remember this.
Shout out to Aussies, y'all bums now, but
But I
You
will
were good
always
while it
remember this.
lasted.
They would drive us to Ozzy's, and we are just like, all right, it's 8 p.m. now. The buses will be back at about 8 a.m. to pick you guys up.
I remember you telling us about that, but no, we never did that.
That was one of the most fun nights of like in my high school memory. Just because like this is the last time I'm going to see a bunch of my friends, and I'm just going to chill with them for like 12 hours. Nobody slept. Everyone like went home, plopped down in bed until like 9 p.m. when they woke up again. Everyone's sleep schedule was screwed up for like a week after that.
Yeah.
But it was worth it.
I remember you told, because we went to that ice cream shop after you graduated.
Yes,
All of
Pop's
us.
Malt Shop. Pop's
Yeah.
Malt Shop, Kutztown.
Shout out.
Hopefully you're not bankrupt, but you know what I mean.
I don't think they are.
Hopefully better than Ozzy's.
But yeah, I remember you told us, you're like, yeah, we got to get back. Like it's like 8. Yeah, I got to leave on the buses and get after it with the boys. That was kind of cool. That was dope. I was like, damn, I wish our high school did something like that.
Yeah, one of my friends got high the whole night. Like he's like he
What
like,
a guy.
shout out. You know exactly who you are too. If you're watching, you know who you are.
You know.
But
this is a free shout out.
literally, we drove there, and I went to say hi to him, and he was like, just like putting his bong away.
He was like, what is going on right now?
He's like, all right, come on, bro, we're going Aussies. He's like, fucking Aussies, let's go.
He's like, oh, let's go, guys. Fucking Aussies. Wait, what was Aussies? Like, is it like a place to eat or like?
It's literally like imagine like a high end Chuck E. Cheese.
Like a
That's
good
what
Chuck E.
What?
Cheese. They got the food court, they got an arcade, they got outside golf course, outside go-karts, there's a roller rink, there's a laser tag arena, and there's like a giant ass jungle gym with rock climbing walls in it.
Yeah, and there's a big like soccer
What?
field in it too.
Yeah,
So
and there's
where
a
did you
bunch of
guys
sports
sleep?
fields.
No one slept.
You didn't sleep?
No one slept.
Dude,
You
nobody
serious?
slept. Why would you sleep? I mean, if people did sleep, they probably slept on like the tables near the food, either at the food
Imagine
court.
people like sleeping in the middle of the roller rink. Don't run me over. I'm
Literally,
gone.
like there are people that were just like, I'm just gonna sleep on the table outside the roller rink, right next to the bathrooms. Like, dude, okay,
Yeah, like,
that's chill.
damn, dude, that's cool, man.
Oh, and just like top it all off, like it was like no. Obviously, when you go there, you don't have to pay for everything. No, not this time. I had like a stint of like 4 hours where I was just down there at the arcade. I was just like, I don't.
I'm not gonna
I
say
don't
the food court. I was like, that's where I would have been. I'd have been like, yo, give me every bad thing that's gonna get my cholesterol. Give it to me.
I don't remember what I got, but I remember there was just like
middle
there,
of the McDonald's parking lot.
there was like a 20,000.
Rink.
There's like a 20,000 ticket item that I'm just like, this is mine, and I got it. I was just like, you know what? Let's just keep swiping the free infinite card they gave me.
That's fire, bro. That's really cool. Why is it not a tradition at Whitehall? We have to make that a tradition,
It's expensive as fuck. That's why.
Yeah.
bro. Why, dude? They spent like, I think it was $10 million to put a track in.
That was our school. Yep.
I'm like, you guys can
I
fucking
remember-
send us to like Dave and Buster's for like 2 hours.
I remember when they would do the school fundraisers, it was like, if you. I used to think they were just like, oh, dude, they really care about us. They're getting us the big money prizes. But it was like, oh, if you manage to raise $10,000 worth of whatever they're selling, we'll give you a PS3. It's like, yes, I give you $10,000. You give me $400.
I know. We're like, thanks, cuz. Here's your
Dude,
gift.
the biggest thing in middle school, right, was literally like, get your family to ship you money, we'll give you ducks. And there were like these little rubber duck keychains.
Oh yeah.
And everyone would be like, yo, what duck are you getting when you get the 100 bob? It's like, you think my family's paid $100 for me to get a duck on a keychain? You were out of your mind, cousin.
There were literally kids that would like. It was like when silly bands were popular, and you got people trading all the silly bands together to get the best ones. Which, by the way, I had the Red Phoenix one. That was like one of the cooler ones that you could have gotten.
I remember my boy in middle school gave his girlfriend that.
The
He's like
silly
bands.
bands.
So give her a heart-shaped silly band. And that was like the thing to do in middle school.
You mean the heart-shaped silly band, one of the 10 silly bands that came out of your $1 pack at Five Below?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Another thing that my class couldn't have that everyone else did.
Silly
my
bands?
class got silly bands and Pokemon cards banned.
That's so stupid. What is good? They just railroaded your class from the beginning and then life for you guys.
No, do you know why?
Yeah. Well, I know why Pokemon cards were banned.
Oh, why?
Why'd they ban Pokemon cards?
Because I made a scene.
You banned the Pokemon cards.
You made a scene? What happened? I need to know.
This kid, I had a Rayquaza EX card, right? Which would probably be worth a hot minute.
You know what? I'm going to look that up now.
Yeah.
What? Do you remember anything about the Rayquaza EX card besides
Rayquaza EX Hollow. That's what it was.
Let's Google this right now. We're gonna look.
Dude, you can use a laptop. Use a laptop here.
I'm already on the phone.
The thing is that
Rayquaza
I brought
EX.
it in one day because
Here it is. This thing,
Yep.
Oh man,
that one. All right, hang on. Let's visit the Amazon store to see how much that would have costed you. That would have been $5.95.
Okay. So imagine this moderately expensive Pokemon card, right? $6 for one card.
That's pretty good for one card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I bring it in 3rd grade, right?
Ooh.
And I put it down on the lunch table, and I'm like, you know what? This is the card, guys. This is it. This is
the
gold.
best thing ever.
This is the alpha and omega.
Yeah.
This is everything in
And
between.
It's got the big dick snake on it.
I come back, and it's gone. I know exactly who stole it.
Shout him out. Shout him out. Do it right now.
Kieran DeCola, you know who the fuck you are. you know who you are. You know it, all right?
Turns out it was wasn't him. It's actually that was Dustin that took it.
No. Kieran stole my Pokemon card, and I went to the principal.
Yeah.
And there were 3 different sessions I had to have with the principal about this Pokemon card.
Over this
What did
$6
your
piece
parents
of paper.
say?
I mean, I don't think they were really notified. It wasn't one of those things where it's the parents had to be notified because I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
It was more or less.
You didn't tell your mom and dad?
We're gonna take the jacket off.
I'm pretty sure they knew.
Never mind.
It's just
Yeah, but
it's
they were just like,
pointless, though.
it's like a card.
pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
3 sessions. That's great.
yeah, I had to have 3 sessions, and on the last one, Principal Mr. Shutt,
Shout outs.
he was like, we're just done with him now.
He's like, this is
Yeah,
causing
this is it. This is it. Yeah.
Oh, I heard that they were banning silly bands in middle school because it was literally being used to trade drugs in middle school.
Really?
The 8th graders would literally be like, "All right, you got the super rare silly band. I'll give you a gram for that one."
Are you serious?
Yes,
Dude, what?
That's got to be the cheapest gram ever, bro.
Dude,
What?
can you imagine? This is made for 50 cents by some child slave. I was like,
anything.
that's amazing. That's an amazing deal.
Dude, anything.
Who is selling that? Who got ripped off?
I don't get it. Anything has value if you think it has value.
What weed dealer is just like, I need the silly bands now, man. I'm down bad for some
I know,
rubber
he's
right
like-
now, man.
He's like $20 or a silly band. It's like,
Well, here's the
how's
thing.
that even a question?
He can then give that silly band to his dealer and get more than 1 gram for it, and then he can get more.
So you're
silly
saying
bands.
Pablo Escobar in his heyday, or El Chapo in his heyday, was like, dude, I cover my arm in silly band. The infinity gauntlet of silly
I know.
bands.
Pablo Escobar was like, man, let me get the fucking silly band. He was like,
No, as
"Silly
dumb
band,
as it
I'll
sounds,
give you 2 kilos for the fucking silly band.
I mean, obviously, I don't think it was very common, but you can't just be like, all right, we're banning you from bringing in money to school.
The
You can't do that.
only time I remember drugs ever happening in middle school was when they had to do a search of the one druggy kid's locker, and they found weed in there. Middle school, I was
my
like,
grade in
wow.
8th grade had
dude.
several issues with different people getting drugs.
Yeah,
Obviously,
mine too.
Obviously, it was a bigger problem in high school, but it's high school.
Well, yeah.
Nobody cares.
The
If it happens in middle
Octagon.
school, they're like, this is small enough where we can figure it out.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it? Wasn't it like the Octagon, or oh my god, what was it? That one place in the corner near the cafeteria where everyone would stand, that would do that because the cameras wouldn't be there.
Oh yeah, the 7th and 8th grade cafeteria had a blind spot in the mirrors.
No, that was the high school.
Oh, it was the high school one.
High school, yeah. It was
I don't know.
It was like the Octagon or something.
I mean,
it had a name. It definitely had
there
a
probably
name.
is a blind. I mean, yeah.
I like that name, the Octagon. That's kind of dope.
I'm pretty sure
But-
it's just because there was a floor pattern there, and that's where.
Yeah, no, it was like at a center where like 3 different hallways collided. This one would go to the cafeteria. This one just passed through as like the main hallway, and like there were cameras going this way and this way, and then this way and this way. But because the wall was at an angle, you couldn't see like that part of the wall. So yeah, that's where everyone like hung out to like do like that kind of shit.
But they would like smoke and stuff.
They wouldn't smoke there, no, but they would like give each other like.
They would
weed
do
and
their
stuff.
drug deals there.
Let's say I was like smoking weed. That reeks.
Yeah,
Like
you,
how
you
do
would
how
not
are
get
you-
away
That
with
whole
that.
cafeteria is gonna smell.
Yeah, it's gonna smell like
by the way,
skunk
the
ass.
The shed near that exit, that were like
Yeah,
like
the
towards
blue
the
one.
end of the bus stop parking lot.
The blue one.
That reeked of weed
Really,
all the time. We would literally go out there for like fire drill or gym, and it'd be like, dude, somebody smoking pot back here.
It's pot. Somebody blowing down, bro. Dude, I remember the first time we went over to this we had a friend in college and we went over to her house and I'm not gonna say her name just because I don't know if she wants us out here, but
Shout out to Sylvia. I don't know if that's her actual name, but shout out to Sylvia.
but we went over to their house one time and there was like we went to the basement, there was like bongs everywhere, son. There was like 3 of them. There was like a little pipe. I was like, yo, you're a wild crackhead, B.
It was like,
but then they had like a weird one that was like just a pipe. I was like, that's definitely a crack pipe, dog.
Yeah.
She's doing crack, bro.
remember there was a
Yeah, we're gonna leave you alone after this. This is a little weird.
there was like a post I saw somewhere, probably on Facebook, because this was back when that was actually still a thing that wasn't just used by people older than 45. But like,
Yeah, Facebook's really taking a turn. It was only for kids. Now it's only for like older people.
dude, when Facebook was like starting to get popular when I was in early middle school, it's like everyone used to have a Facebook account. This is how we communicate. And now it's just like, yo, add me on Snapchat.
Yeah, now it's like if you go in there and you like one if you go in there you like one thing, the algorithm
From, like,
throws
2014.
everything at you.
Or
Yeah,
you like that one
thing.
photo from 2014, and now you're a creep.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Instagram though.
Oh, dude, I got caught slipping actually pretty recently.
Really?
Yeah, I was stalking this girl. She followed me. Oh my god, it's gonna be embarrassing. She followed me, and I was like, I think it was just like a random follow. So I'm like, follow her back, whatever. I thought she was gonna unfollow me, and I was gonna unfollow her. But like, I went through. I was like looking through her old pictures, bro. I fucked up because I dropped my phone, and I tried to catch it.
Yeah,
And it fucking liked it from like 2013. I was like, oh man.
Which social media is it where it notifies the
Instagram.
owner if it's Snapchat or not? Sorry, if you
If you screenshot. Yeah, dude.
Oh no, Snapchat is screenshot. Yeah.
Snapchat is if you screenshot, they get notified. Okay,
Yeah, Instagram is like or comment.
I'll need to keep that in mind. I can screenshot on Instagram, not in Snapchat.
Yeah, you'll yeah.
Yeah,
You'll learn it the
you
hard way.
social media fiend, you.
Literally, the only social medias I use are Discord and YouTube. That's about it.
And Reddit.
What do they do on
I
Discord?
use a little bit of Reddit. I only go on Reddit whenever it's like, here's a top post from a subreddit that you follow. That's it.
I go on Reddit for like free OnlyFans stuff.
Yep.
Because they always post it.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, they always post it.
Anytime I go on Reddit.
Son, I'm gonna thread about that stuff.
You guys might have to hook me up after this.
Dude, it's not that hard, bro. It's a Google search away.
Come on, cuz I got you, cuz. But like, yeah, I don't know. So, your OnlyFans chicks, you're slipping,
Dude.
bro.
You better catch like the
slipping.
owners of these subreddits, like 30 years old,
Speaking of
like
speaking of
sweating.
God, okay, so for Christmas,
Like no facial hair, just like a little bit, like a beard right
No,
here.
sorry,
It's
not-
literally what I have.
not for Christmas. There was a
yeah,
there's
but
a-
not full. It's just like hanging down. It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, or
Okay.
you know, he looks like the
It's greasy.
Sorry, this reminded me of another story. Jay, do you know who the YouTuber Jax Films is?
Jax. No, I don't know.
Have you ever heard of the Yai series?
EI?
It stands for Yesterday I Asked You, and it's like, have you ever seen PewDiePie do Lawai? Last week I asked you.
No, I don't. I'm actually.
Okay.
I don't watch PewDiePie.
Anyways, so basically, Yai is just like, hey, here's your interesting question. Give me funny answers. It got so popular to the point where he made a game out of it that's similar to like Apples to Apples, Cards Against Humanity, something like that, where you make your own answer for it.
Yeah.
And one of the, I bought the board game. I helped back it.
Nice.
For those of you not watching the actual video, just listening to the podcast, My brother is absolutely pogging off right now because he opened a.
I got a pink cough drop.
He got a pink cough drop, and he's like, "Man, I hope I don't get a lemon."
Dude, I don't even have a cough. These are just so good to eat. Okay,
They're fantastic.
we need to shout out Hall's Defense sugar-free assorted citrus 25 drops. Dude, it is actually such a banger.
Yeah, if you want to sponsor us during this time, you definitely can.
Please
We need a
do.
sponsorship. Okay.
Please
Anyways,
do.
Definitely, yeah.
one of the categories was like Twitter bios, like that you have to answer for, and the Twitter bio said, "Oh, make a Twitter bio for the person reading the answers," which was my mom. Somebody wrote down, "I don't use Twitter much, but follow me on OnlyFans." And,
my God.
And we had to explain to mom what OnlyFans was.
How did that go?
To which she, we literally just said, it's like Pornhub, but instead of just searching for a topic, you look up for one person.
And you pay for it.
And you pay for it. That's basically how we worded it. And she was like, "That's so disgusting. How do you know what OnlyFans is?" I'm like,
Because you're paying for it.
Because Mom, I'm on the internet.
Yeah.
That's how I know.
Literally,
that's fine.
you ask
I don't
anyone
even-
our age, they know.
I don't even use OnlyFans. I just know how it works.
I have never met someone that has paid for an OnlyFans.
Good.
I paid for one. No, you have.
Really?
Yeah, I paid like $40 for this chick. I don't even know why.
The only time I
Like,
could
she
see
just-
it
she
being,
just called me at a
Down tremendous one day.
I was quarantined for COVID.
That's the reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quarantining for COVID.
there's our bullet point, baby.
Quarantining for COVID. The stimmy hit. You know what I mean? Trump came through, and your boy, like, the stimmy hit, and then your boy
Dude,
had
when
to,
the
like,
first stimulus check hit, that's when I built my PC.
right? Yeah.
So that I was just like, dude, I just got a shit ton of money. I'm gonna do the thing I was gonna be wanting to do for a while now.
No, that's dope. Yeah, that's why. And I've subscribed to many more since then.
The only time
Now I know.
The
Now I
only
know one.
time I could
Yeah,
the only time I could ever see it possibly being worth it is if like you subscribe to someone who has like a huge backlog and you just like download their backlog.
oh, dude.
And that's it. You just sub them for 1 month, that's it. You get the whole backlog and that just lasts a while.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what Reddit calls a mega folder.
yes.
I love how you say
I
I'm the
love
one on
those
Reddit
guys.
and you're just like, listen to this Reddit term that you've
No.
never heard of.
No. The only ever time I will use Reddit is for finding that.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you can
dude.
find the mega deep in the depths of Reddit hell,
How am I more pure than my brother with this topic?
Dude, it's just like, cuz I mean, you just get caught down bad, bro.
Can we just start talking about games again?
No, but what you were saying about being worth it is like, there's the best way to do it, and I'm giving, if you guys want to start OnlyFans, I'm giving you guys like a head up. If you want to do it, the best way to do it is you have like a post on your wall, and you can like, the way it works is like you go on there, and then do you know how it works?
No, I've never used it.
I've
right,
never used
so-
the actual app. No.
So like, all right, so when you go into it, right, you can like subscribe, and a lot of people will have like a fee for you to subscribe. So you click subscribe, you pay the fee, then you have access to like everything. Now, what they usually do is they try to like jab your eye out. So you'll subscribe, and then they'll
You
send
have
you
to pay more.
They'll send you a message, and they'll be like, "Oh, this is like when I'm doing all this like dirt nasty, whatever." Then you got to pay for that.
Yeah.
Right. So
You pay for
me,
like posts?
yeah, you got to pay for posts. They'll
That's
send you.
dumb as hell.
Some
Right.
posts are free, some posts you have to pay for.
Okay,
Even
now
after you subscribe.
No, that's personally where I don't pay for like posts.
you
and
draw
stuff.
the line.
That's where I draw the line, bro. Because I've already paid. I'm already in the club. You know what I mean? Like I'm already there.
Orange baby.
Very nice, right? So like, pay
Playing
for that.
Russian
Whatever.
roulette with these cough drops.
Yeah.
The best way to do it is to make your subscription for free, right? Make your subscription price for free, and then put up like posts, and then you have like a preview, right?
tease. You give them a tease.
Yeah, you give them like a preview of what is in the video, and then the next swipe is like the actual video. You pay like $10 for it, guaranteed. Mad money. I guarantee you, Matt. You're not going to get the recurring like every month thing, but like if you get some people that are really into like you and what you look like and stuff, you're going to make mad money doing that.
It's the free to play model. It's literally the free to play model for games. You don't
Yeah,
get
then you buy
you
all
don't
the stuff in it. Yeah, exactly.
You don't get as many people that are going to buy stuff, but you're going to have those few whales that are just like, I'm spending thousands of dollars today.
that are just gonna buy mad shit, like those streamers, all those shit. Like
And
not necessarily you, but like mad streamers that are like I need to like have all the good shit
Well,
because I can't like
at least
stream and not
streamers
have-
make money off of it, so it's like, oh, I buy this.
It's a bit, no, it's a business expense, but they're still making money off of it.
It's like,
Yeah,
I buy $1,000 worth of Fortnite skins, and I make $500 off of the video where I buy them.
exactly.
Plus,
And
you
then-
can write off the Fortnite skins in your taxes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. When pro tip for those of you who are actually like streaming to the point where you have all these things going on, it is much easier to just hire somebody to figure out how your taxes work than you figure it out themselves. Because every time you get a bit donation, every time you get a subscription, every time you gift yourself subs, that has to be figured out in your taxes, and it's hard.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Every single time. Like literally, I was
Can we talk
Cut
to
of
my
it goes
account-
to Twitch and a cut of it goes to you, and then you have to take a part of it out for taxes, and then it's.
I was watching a streamer that
I'm gonna
literally
go find my 1060.
he literally almost got screwed out of his house.
1080.
He almost got screwed out of his house because of $3 because he filed something late for a $3 late fee. He literally it was like
$3 house.
there was like no, it was like $1,731
was
was
the playset.
so no, it was like $1,731 was what he paid, and the actual thing was $1,728, and he had $3 late fee. And the bank called him. They were just like, "You had a fee that was supposed to be $1,728. We can't find it. Where is it? If you don't pay it, you're not going to get the home you're moving into now." It's like, what the fuck, bro?
Dude, banks are freaking cutthroats.
No, they literally, and it was like to the point.
Because if
Where?
banks don't have to
No,
spend money,
here's
they won't.
here's what happened.
Yeah, they're like, fuck that $3. I'm not spending that.
Once they figured out where it is, he literally was like, "Okay, do you have my taxes pulled up on screen?" Yes. Okay, let me walk you through it. Page 4. Go to page 4. Cool. Click on that one. Cool. Okay, you see that one says 1,731? Cool. Look at the summary of it. Oh. Well, okay, next time you do it, just file them as two separate checks. One for the actual amount and a $3 check for the late fee. I'm like, you want me to put in a check for $3 because I can't file shit on time? And by the way, that check might also get the $3 penalty on it.
Exactly. So now you're just in a perpetual $3 owing.
She's literally, the bank teller was like, "I kind of fucked up, but like, I'm going to make it sound like you fucked up."
That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly how it works.
Yeah. Dude. We still have mad points left. We have mad point. Do you want to just go like a rapid fire through this stuff? Because we're at
Talk
like
about-
2
you
minutes.
To talk about the playoffs,
We're
bro.
at 2 hours.
Damn.
We're at 2 hours and 30 minutes. All right. I'm gonna rifle through some stuff. Flu-rona, what do you guys think about it?
I don't know if like the flu and corona combined and like had a big kid or something, like the Venom symbiotes.
The kind of
but,
fucked.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if they like combined or it was just like a kid that had both, and like they were like, yeah, you're like Jesus now.
Yeah.
You are the Jesus of viruses.
Yeah, you're the sacrificial lamb for the virus. For the virus so loved us, he gave us.
I just kind of want to get to the point where I can take my mask off. I'm sick of that shit.
Very big facts. I think it's honestly, I think it's bullshit. But like for me, I think that they want like an unsolvable problem, and this is like the best they're gonna get because viruses they're not gonna. Yeah, there's gonna be people that's gonna kill that. It's like that sucks, right? That's awful. Obviously, people dying is not like acceptable, but like.
Sorry.
they're looking for an unsolvable problem, and they just want to exercise more control. I think.
Trying to do some ASMR
That's
for
my
the
thing.
audience.
Yeah, some ASMR. That's my.
Sorry,
I
I was
think
just
it's
getting
bullshit.
I was just getting bored by the coronavirus talk. That I was starting to do my own shit.
No, that's cool. I just think it's BS. I think that people want you to get like, of course, like the Moderna guy came out and he's like, yeah, you guys are gonna have to get another shot. We're like, of course you're gonna say that. You fucking make the shots, bro.
Yeah, right.
You know, like yeah, like I'm vaccinated. I'm fully vaccinated, so I'm not against it. But
If you had the power to tell people, "Hey, there's a $100 thing I'm selling, you need to buy it," and people will just listen to you, I would do it. That's thousands of dollars I'm getting just because people have to listen to me.
exactly. So I don't know. I just think it's an unsolvable problem. We already touched on January 6th. So I'm talking about you. Colleges are pushing back in-person classes.
Yeah, mine got pushed back.
So when do you actually go back now?
I was supposed to go back in 4 days, but now I go back January 20th.
So
10 days back, and I'm like, okay, what's kind of the point of that? Literally, like you're pushing back syllabus week congratulations, you've done nothing.
Good
Yeah,
job.
exactly. Yeah, I was gonna black out during syllabus week anyway. I was gonna remember it, but
Yeah.
Jay's like, I'm just gonna drink till I can't remember it.
exactly. Yeah, because syllabus week you don't do anything. Well, you know this. You don't do shit during syllabus week. They just give you the syllabus. Like, well, that's really it. Like, you're there for like 10 minutes in class.
Don't do drugs in my classroom. Follow all the other same rules that everyone else has.
Now,
Cool.
syllabus week is all online. All my classes are going to be like 5 minutes every day for syllabus week.
That's kind of fire.
It's like read the
but,
syllabus
like,
before next class. That's it.
The thing is, though, is like I'd rather have that on campus because, like, you know, go to like 3 5-minute classes and then spend the rest of the day with your boys.
And just hang out, yeah. And
With
you're in
the
Philly, like you can go wherever you
boys.
want to do.
Exactly,
Yeah, that's
like-
fire. That's actually fire, bro. That's,
Exactly.
That's dope. Do you have any thoughts on that? The colleges pushing back in person classes. Penn State, your alma mater, did not. They said no, we're going all in.
Yeah.
I don't follow Penn
Kind
State.
of jealous.
I didn't even know that. The only thing that
Penn
affects
State
me
said
is
no
that
way.
he's now in the home for 2 more weeks. Which shout outs to my Twitch again. It's going to make it easier for me to record the finale of our Soul Link that we're doing.
Yes.
Go check it out. Go check it out, guys. Go check it out.
Wubba Fett sucks ass. Wubba Fett?
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
come
we need
on.
to explain this now because
Okay.
now we've opened this can of worms. So most Pokemon, the basic strategy in order to kill you is like one of 2 things. It goes really fast and it hits really hard, and it hits you really hard and you die.
Yeah.
That's the first strategy.
Okay.
Second strategy usually is I'm really bulky and I'm gonna like poison you to make you lose health every turn, and you just can't kill me because I'm super bulky.
Yeah.
That's the other one. Wobbuffet the bitch has a secret third strategy. It's kind of like the second one where it's just, hey, you can't do much damage to me and I hit super hard. But here's the problem. The only way it can damage you is by using your own attack against you. So what happens is it is
Oh, that's fucked.
2 moves, counter and mirror coat. Those are the 2 problem moves. Counter returns any physical attack it takes, and mirror coat returns any special attack it takes. So if you hit it with a punchy move and it does 30 damage and it uses counter, it does 60 damage back to you.
And Wubba Fett has a huge HP stat.
Yeah, it has more HP than almost every other Pokemon in the game.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
And,
fucked.
and that's not it.
That's not all.
The third move is Destiny Bond, which basically just means if it dies, your Pokemon dies.
What the? That's like a trump card. That's messed up.
Yeah.
But
That's so messed
no,
up.
that alone isn't bad. It's the ability it has. When a Wobbuffet gets sent out, and in the games we play, it doesn't have it has the more powerful version, because in newer games, if you're a ghost type, you can switch out. In the games we play, whatever Wobbuffet gets sent out as, you better be able to handle it, because if you can't, it's dead.
It has an ability called Shadow Tag because basically if you try to switch out of a Wobbuffet, you can't like bring out another Pokemon. That Pokemon has to stay in and take it out or it will die.
It's
That's
literally when
messed
you
up. Yeah.
if you can't like one shot it, which its HP is high, you probably can't one shot it. You need to play this really delicate game of, okay, is it going to use counter? If it's going to use counter, I'm going to use a special move. Is it going to use mirror coat? Then I'm going to use a physical move. And you just need to pray to God that it does not choose the right move to use against you. And if it does, well, there's one of your party members gone forever.
Yep.
Because that's how we play. We play if you faint, you die. So if it faints, too bad, you can't use that anymore.
Damn, that's fucked.
He
bro.
lost. He and I had 2 Pokemon that were linked together.
Yeah.
2 of the strongest Pokemon in the game. Wobbuffet killed his, which then made my miserable.
Yeah.
We're still better.
That sucks, bro. You're
I mean,
still
it happened
Shout
yesterday.
out to Wobbuffet. Fuck you.
Yeah. Then we have another COVID thing. It's just saying it's ramp up, quote unquote, ramping up.
Yeah.
Even though the CDC said like, oh well.
I've already seen the effects of that.
If
just
you look
because-
at what happened in South Africa where the new variant came from, it's already spiked down.
Yeah.
So give it a couple months. It's probably not going to be a big thing. It's like heart of flu season, tail end of flu season. So
Well,
it's
yeah.
like,
So
Yeah.
for my job, one of the questions we need to ask on every call, literally every call, except for phone details, because officers aren't going to see someone on a phone detail, was we need to ask: are you known or suspected to have or been exposed to somebody who's COVID positive? And after Christmas, which obviously after Christmas, because everyone's meeting each other for Christmas, we've had so many more cases where it's just like, yeah, I've been exposed, or yeah, I have COVID. It's just like, okay, everyone's getting COVID again. This is not good.
Yeah. Yeah, even at the gym, like they're putting masks on and stuff again, but it's all optional, which is how it should be. It should be optional, right?
Oh, I almost forgot that funny gym story because I almost forgot it earlier. My friend was going to the gym, and
Oh yeah,
he had somebody who was literally sitting in the corner T-posing. And
What?
it's just like, dude, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I'm training my arm muscles. And he was T-posing, holding like 30-pound weights
yeah.
in each hand like this, stretched out. But he
Yeah.
was T-posing to do it. I'm just like, that guy's a fucking goat.
No, dude, yeah.
that guy's a beast.
That's a huge shoulder exercise because
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to keep it out, and it's
Yeah.
terrible.
and he's using 30s. That guy's a monster.
It's like when you do
Yeah.
planks.
Dude, I use like 10s maximum 10s.
well, on sides.
Yeah, on both sides. Yeah,
Most I got to is 25s.
yeah. I do.
If
not
I did
do
30s, I'd
25s.
probably neck myself in the
If I
gym.
did 20s, I'd neck myself.
He had 30s. I mean, he might have just started because it didn't look like he was struggling at all. But he was holding 30s out like this. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Cause 30 pounds, bro. To
That's
hold out 30
crazy.
pounds like this is nuts.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's
I
literally
just did
like
that now. My shoulder got a
you
cramp.
want 5 gallons of milk in each hand doing this. Think about that, bro.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
Not for me.
You guys want to talk about some playoffs?
I'll talk about the playoffs.
You know what? I'll just leave real quick. I'll just kind
No, come on,
of
come.
slowly go out here while the mic barely starts.
Hey, what do
my
you mean?
voice
Your Saints have a
anymore.
shot. Your Saints have a shot.
What Saints? I don't follow sports news. You know that.
Who's your quarterback, Alex? Who's the Saints quarterback?
Jay, help me out. I don't know who replaced Drew Brees.
Actually,
The
it's
guy
actually
who
two
replaced
people.
Drew Brees isn't in anymore.
Fuck. Then I'm out. I don't know.
I'm like, do I say Trevor Simeon or Taysom Hill? All right, so if you guys don't
Jameis
know,
Winston too.
peeps watching this. If you guys don't know, Eagles fan,
What? Really?
Eagles fan,
Saints fan?
Saints fan, Jets fan.
What is that noise?
What is happening right now? It might just be this thing here.
Man.
I don't think it's actually a thing. Damn, that was crazy. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that, but
We'll cut this part out of the feed, so say whatever you want.
yeah, but
Say full names of people you hate.
yeah, essentially, man.
Wait, what is
We got some. I don't know. It's just like electrical feedback. I don't know what's going on.
Will it still
I don't
show up
know.
if you turn down the microphone where it's coming
the
from?
thing is that it never comes up in like if you listen to the actual footage back, it'll never come up.
Really?
Well, thank God it's happening
It's
at the 3 hour mark
here.
instead of the 3 minute mark.
Yeah, exactly. But essentially, the playoffs are here, and the Eagles are in. Let's go. The Eagles are in. Let me pull up a bracket here.
Okay, yeah.
I have it pulled up.
You know what?
Oh, whoops.
I'll try to participate. Tell me who is in, and I'll try to tell
All
you.
right. Well, how about this? How about this? Playoffs start. Right. Playoffs start. When do they start?
Week after this week.
Okay.
2 weeks.
They start next.
like, right when you
next,
go back to school.
next
Third
weekend.
week of January.
So like right when you go back to school.
Yeah, and you guys are coming back down the 16th, right? Because
Yeah,
I think your mom and dad are coming down
I think so.
on the 16th. So how about we do this?
If I'm off, I think I'm off from work then. Wait.
Okay.
It's in 10 days.
Well, how
Yeah,
about we do
10
this,
days.
right?
What day of the week is that?
Hold on, let me see. I don't know. Let me go to my phone.
If
I
that's
have my thing
Monday
here.
or Tuesday, I have that Monday, Tuesday off.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly don't even know what day that is, so I couldn't.
Okay, so a week from
Oh wait,
now,
no, that's the Monday, Tuesday.
I think it's a Sunday the 16th.
Oh, if that's Sunday, then yeah, I'm off that day.
Yeah, it's Sunday, 16th. Okay, so that's dope. Actually, is that because that's when the playoffs begin, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So how about we do some predictions, right? I'll write them down in the notes, and then we'll see how right we are.
Just give me
well,
the.
it all depends on who
give
wins
me-
this week.
Give me the two teams that are going against each other. I'll give my predictions.
Okay.
My uninformed first gut predictions.
All right, wait. Can I? Let me. It's actually easier for me to write it down than it is to type. So can I have that pad and that pen?
I got you with the seating right here.
Why do I look so fat in the video?
Dude, trust me, it doesn't add 10 pounds at all.
Jay's like, it's the camera. I swear.
No, I don't think it does. To be honest with you, like I wish it did.
I think I'm just at a bad angle too.
Tell me
Yeah, you
when
might
you're
be.
ready to roll.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna put the seeds down for the AF. So which one are you going first? Which one do you have?
Yeah,
up?
AFC first. AFC.
Okay, so let's go. push this back here.
There. Now I can actually leave
Okay,
it forward
so-
a little bit.
All right, we're
AFC.
gonna go AFC seeding.
Good job. You know how to spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 1 seed's the Titans.
So 1 Titans.
Jets beat them this year, by the way.
Oh fuck!
Shout out to the
I
Jets.
fucked this up. I put Titans.
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 It's like kittens, except they got
Number
tits.
2 is the Chiefs.
I hope the
Is
Chiefs.
it IEFS?
CHIEFS.
Yo, that's the one thing I know how to do about football is I know how to spell all the
3
team names.
Bengals. Jets also beat them this year.
Dude, when would the bang? That feels like the team that I forget exists because nobody fucking talks about.
Because they're so assholes.
Joe Burrow,
They're so
the
assholes.
GOAT. Number
He's
4,
a real
Bills.
Two teams that I don't give a shit about fighting off.
Bills.
To start the wild cards, New England.
So I'll put.
Patriots.
Here, I'm just gonna. Well, didn't we say we needed to look up? Oh no! I remember what it was.
And then
Number 6, Colts.
Colts.
And this is all as of today, the day of recording. This is subject to change this week.
Yeah, this is Thursday, January 6th when we're doing this. So by the time, I'm thinking I'm going to put this out on Sunday. It gives me some time to edit. So by the time this comes out, we'll have a better knowledge of what's going on because there's playing Saturday games and Sunday games this
Yes.
week. So this may or may not change, but I mean, I can always text you guys and see what you want to change depending on what's going on.
Yeah.
And then that way it'll be actually pretty accurate.
And then 7 seed is the Chargers.
All right. Which is actually kind of crazy. I thought Herbert was going to be a MVP of this year.
You know what's crazy about the AFC? I think literally any team in the conference can win it.
Yeah. How about the fucking Colts with Carson Wentz?
Dude, I love the Colts in the playoffs. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Dude, it's so crazy.
Okay.
I know they just lost to the Raiders, but
So
They can
The Raiders
go
like aren't a bad team though.
no, they're literally still in playoff contention. They're the first team out right now.
Yeah. All right. So NFC.
NFC to 1 seed Packers.
Packer. How about Aaron Rodgers? Though he's playing on another level.
He is. Hopefully, he doesn't stop in the NFC Championship again this year.
Facts.
Rams.
Rams. And
3 is Tampa Bay.
so I'll put.
Jets almost beat them.
Yeah, and then Antonio Brown went nuclear, bro.
What a guy.
Fucking nuke.
Number 4, Dallas.
All right.
Number 5 is Arizona.
So Arizona.
Number 6 is 49ers.
No way. SF is still in it.
Yeah.
Wow. 7 is Philly.
Right now, based off of the ESPN standing, San Francisco is ahead of the already clinched Philly.
Gee, and Philly 7 seed, right?
Yeah, and Philly's 7.
So
Philly can only go up from here,
yeah,
but
All right.
their max seeding is 6. They can only go up 1 spot.
yeah. Okay, so here's how we'll do it. I'm gonna put a bracket, right? I'm gonna on a piece of paper. Give you guys a piece of paper, or I'll fill it in either or, and then we'll go from there.
All right, bet.
Or we'll go from there.
Under
Okay.
one condition, you cannot slam me for what I write because I have
Dude,
no
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
information.
it. Bro, don't worry. Like you put. I don't know
I don't want
anything
to be
about
like, you think the Bills are gonna beat the Bengals? What are you high? It's like I don't know
Dude,
either.
come on,
of
That'd
those
be an
teams.
insane matchup.
I could.
love
I,
that.
That'd be
I
nuts.
literally can't name a single player on either of those teams.
the Bills.
Yeah.
No,
I think you could name one.
no, he can't.
What about the Bengals? You can't name just one.
I literally forget the name of the player that he said like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Dude, I know a player
He's
from
the
the
man.
Bengals. His name is Joe Burrow.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right, so I'll put AFC.
Is there
and
a
I'll
well-known-
write a couple brackets. So
Is there a well-known player on the Bills that you thought I might have
Josh
gotten?
Allen?
Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. Those are really the only 2.
I think I've heard you say those names in passing, but I don't remember it.
Yeah. Well, as long as you know Josh Allen, he's the quarterback. He's like the biggest guy in Buffalo right now. So
Yeah.
as long as you know his name, you're good money.
It almost sounds like John Madden. Rest in peace, John Madden.
Rest
Shout
in
out to
peace,
John
the
Madden.
GOAT, John Madden, bro.
The only football guy
Dude.
I really care about
We
because
lost-
he named all the video games.
We lost John Madden and Betty White in the same week.
Yeah. Dude, you know what's fucked up?
What?
You know what's fucked up? I saw this thing where it was like Betty White returning from the gulag after she beats John Madden. It's like this lady, she's like coming back in. I was like, fuck. That messed me up a little bit.
Fucked up.
That was funny as fuck though. All right. So how do you wait? What is the setup? So it's
Okay,
it's
so the
second,
2 faces the 7, 3 faces the 6.
Yeah, it's
4
like
faces
it's
the
like
5.
top versus bottom, and you go from
Okay,
there.
so I'll go AFC,
It's like 4 and 5 go together, 3 and 6 are together.
NFC, and then we'll go 2. What's 2, and then the 7.
Yep, 2 versus 7,
2 versus 7
3 versus 6, and then 4 versus 5.
versus 6.
Woo! I just got an email saying my student loans are now not going to accrue payments through May 1st.
Nice.
I don't have to
Very
pay them
nice.
off till May 1st. I should probably just. I mean, I can just pay
good.
them off. I've just been lazy.
Okay, so I'm gonna fill this stuff in. Only thing you guys have to do is just tell me who you think is going to win.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put Chiefs here. I'm gonna put Chargers. That's gonna be a first round matchup. That's gonna be bonkers
That would be awesome.
if that happens. Yeah, 3. It's gonna be Bengals.
Bengals versus Colts.
Ooh, that'll be a good one too. Actually, I don't know. I think the Bengals win that. To be honest.
I don't know, though. I don't know about that. That's the thing.
And then Bills, New England. I know who's gonna win that one.
New England.
You think so?
Yeah. Sorry.
Damn.
Okay. This is while
Dude,
we're
the
writing.
Patriots beat the Bengals in Buffalo, or the Patriots beat the Bills in Buffalo, throwing the ball 3 times.
That's true.
Like,
All right, and then is it the one seed plays
one seed plays the lowest seed, and then the 2 middle seeds face each other.
So I'll put lowest seed and then 2 middle. It's happening again, but just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And then the 2 middle seeds, I'll put MS, right?
Yep.
And then I'll put
Then winner
Conference will
versus
be-
winner.
yeah, I'll put W versus W, and then we'll have a winner here. So let me get this out of the way. All right, WW, and then we'll have conference champ.
Okay. So
All right,
while
who wants to go? Wait, who wants to go first for AFC?
Do you want to go first? Do you want to go first just to set the tone, Alex? I want you to go first.
sure, I'll go first. I
Okay.
was not paying attention. I was looking at a post on Reddit.
No, it's okay. Don't worry, dude.
Actually, really interesting post on Reddit saying how Pokemon can have difficulty settings that do different things depending on what setting you do.
Proof that Alex uses Reddit more than me, by the way.
That is very true. I didn't even realize that.
Sure, fine, but at least I'm looking up at Pokemon on it instead of only.
Hey, I look up a different P word that also has an O in his second letter. It's okay. And ends with an N.
Porn.
All right, you ready? So we're gonna put. Who do you think's gonna win at a Chiefs Chargers?
I kind of want to just say Chiefs just because we have a family friend who's a fan of the Chiefs, so I want to
Okay,
see.
so you're
them
gonna
win.
put Chiefs. All right.
Just
Shout
so
out,
some.
shout out to Chip.
Yo, shout out to Chip. Stop
buddy.
giving me nickels, Chip. I don't need any more freaking nickels.
All right, Bengals Colts. Who do you think takes Bengals Colts?
We'll just do Colts.
Colts. Okay.
I obviously I don't even think this organ. Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson?
The president.
No, Andrew Jackson. Wait. Wasn't there a Colts?
Andrew Luck?
Andrew Luck. That's
No,
what
he
it is.
retired.
He retired. Okay.
Now it's Carson Wentz, the former Eagles quarterback.
Oh yeah, I think he's got a shot.
So our Bills New England is the last one. Who do you think wins? Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots.
Which one do I think will win, or which one do I want to win? Because I think those are two different.
Which one do you think? Like what do you predict?
Think Patriots. Want Bills because fuck the.
So what do you
Pats.
want me to put Bills or do you want me to put Patriots?
I mean, I think the Patriots will win.
Okay, so I'll put Pats then.
But I want the Bills.
So lowest possible seed is the 6, so it'll be who? The Titans.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'll be crazy.
The Titans.
It'll be the Titans
Versus
and
the Colts.
Colts.
Divisional matchup.
That'll be bad. That'll be crazy because the Titans have swept the Colts so far.
Yeah.
And then it'll be who? It'll be the Chiefs and New England,
Yeah.
I guess. So it'll be Chiefs
Okay. You know what? We'll go with Titans and Chiefs.
NE. All right. So then who do you think's win at a Titans Colts?
Titans.
You think the Titans? Okay.
Because I like. Shout out to Megamind, the best villain in a
Titan,
superhero movie ever.
TIGHT.
Oh my goodness.
What about New England Chiefs? Who do you think wins?
We'll go Chiefs just because I want to see the Patriots cry
Okay.
when the Chiefs.
Mood.
I love it.
All I want to hear is Chip just yell about, "Yeah, fuck the Pats."
Yeah.
All right. And then out of the Titans, Chiefs, who do you think wins that one?
Is this deciding which team goes to the Super Bowl, or is this
Yes,
the Super Bowl?
This is deciding which team goes to the Super Bowl.
Chiefs.
Okay. I think that's probably the most accurate one as well. All right, let me rewrite this again for you.
All right, so now it's Chiefs versus whoever I think's going to win on the bottom.
Yeah, for whoever's going to be in NFC.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just doing NFC right now.
Yeah, we're just doing AFC, and then I'll flip it over, and then I'll write all this stuff out so it's not all messy.
So while you write that, I want to go over this post with Zach because I think you'd be interested in this. So they have 4 difficulty settings: new trainer, ace trainer, elite trainer, master trainer.
Okay.
Some of these changes I don't like, such as the catch rate of wild Pokemon being decreased on higher difficulties.
Why?
That's not difficult. That's just tedious.
That's just luck based then.
But this one, for example, new trainer, the EXP all is on. You get move type hints, like in the newer games. It'll tell you something super effective. Healing items are more likely to be given to you by NPCs. Trainers' Pokemon levels slightly lowered, and opposing trainers will not use healing items. And it's stuff like that increases for each difficulty. Like Master, for example, is like EXP all is off. You get no move type hints. Healing and support items will never be gifted to you. The levels are increased. The movesets are more strategy focused and use held items and stuff like that. Trainers can use a lot of healing items, and the Pokemon Center costs money, which is a change I actually wouldn't mind because I like that idea. I like the idea of the Pokemon. Because, I know, you can make money enough in Pokemon where I think the Pokemon Center costing money can be useful.
Yeah.
Jay's like, yeah, sure. Let me just get
I never played Pokemon like that, so I just.
How do you feel about
I
just give me
I agree with everything.
brief thought about the idea, Zach.
I like it. It's just basically turning like your generic game into a Kaizo game or making it like
I wouldn't mind that at
an
all.
easy game based on
That's cool.
how much you've played.
It's like regular Pokemon Platinum on like the second level of difficulty, and it's Renegade Platinum on the highest level.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. Jay has no idea what we're talking about. We're talking about a regular Pokemon game versus a ROM hack that makes it harder.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It's fun. I don't know, but I just like being part of the conversation and listening.
Yeah.
It's like how I was like, I don't know anything about sports, but yeah, Chiefs.
Go Chiefs, baby! All right,
Let's go.
Chiefs, Chargers. Who you got winning?
Chiefs.
Zach's like,
Bengals,
sure.
Colts.
This is probably the toughest matchup of the playoffs for me, honestly.
Has to be.
Because these are two teams that are getting hot at the right time. Joe Burrow's throwing 500 bombs a game.
Dude, I totally knew that, by the way, and I picked Colts besides that.
And Colts, JT's like my MVP.
Yeah,
I don't care who wins it, Rodgers or Brady. JT's my MVP of the year.
Yeah.
But this is tough.
So,
Victoria back from school right now?
huh?
What time is it?
Oh yeah, she's been back, dude.
Oh, it's almost 6 o'clock. Jesus.
Yeah. But I got to go Bengals.
Yeah, probably the right one. Bills, New England.
New England. Sadly.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
you have the same opinion as me. It's like, I think, but I want the other team.
Yeah. Although Josh Allen's capable, I don't know if he will. He's never showed me anything in the playoffs yet.
Patriots feel like the Yankees of football. It's just like, yeah, we are going to win because we just have the...
Yeah, but the Yankees haven't won recently. That's the thing. The Patriots have only won recently.
Well, Yankees are also dumb as fuck. Nobody likes the Yankees, except for the people that like the Yankees. But you're dumb if you like the Yankees. Just kidding. I don't hate anybody. I hate Nico. I don't hate anyone else.
Damn.
fuck that guy. Fucking dickhead. All right. You got an interesting matchup here. You got Titans, New England.
Titans, New England.
Wait, was that not my... Oh, no.
No, you
No,
had
it wasn't.
Titans, Colts, Chiefs, New England.
Oh, how does that work?
So the highest, the number one seed gets a bye week, so they don't play in wild card weekend. They get a bye week. So
But
when
why are they not facing against...
because they're the number one seed, so they earn like a
No,
bye week.
I get the bye week, but like... Why in the second week is the Titans for me was facing the Colts, but now they're facing the Patriots?
Because it's based on seeding.
Yeah, because they play the lowest seed, and
Because
so
the Colts were a 6 seed, so they were a lower seed than New England, who's a 5.
Oh, but because of your picks, you made New England a lower seed.
Yes.
yeah, New England. Yeah,
Okay.
I had the Bengals winning, so the Bengals would be a middle seed.
Okay,
instead of
I
a
thought
low
it was
seed.
just a straight up regular ass bracket each time.
No.
no, the seed. Yeah, the seeding is kind of confusing. Not gonna lie. So you got Titans, New England.
This is actually really
That's
tough.
fuck. That's
Dude,
hard, bro.
like, a Derrick Henry at like 70-80% versus that Patriots defense, and if Mac Jones can do anything against that Titans defense, who is like a decent defense.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Without Bud Dupree, though, I don't know.
It's tough sliding without Bud.
Yeah, Bud Dupree's kind of like a captain of that defense. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah. But I mean, even Jeffrey Simmons has kind of been stepping up.
Jeffrey Simmons has been so good.
He's been balling out. So
Harold Landry is going to be a free agent. He's stepped up too. They have Kevin Byard back there. He's awesome.
Yeah, they have a good defense, and they have what is it, Malcolm Butler too, I believe, or did they trade him?
I don't know if he's still there,
but because I know they lost Adoree to the Giants.
Yeah.
I don't know who
Logan Ryan. They lost Logan Ryan to the Giants.
Yeah, Logan Ryan. Oh, and Adoree Jackson.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. So that's second. It's really just about the linebackers and stuff.
I think they have Christian Fulton though at corner.
Oh, so yeah, he's good. Good to go.
Wow, that is a tough matchup.
Alex is like, I go sleep now. He's like,
I'm just like, these guys are talking about football. I'm just gonna think about Pokemon for a little bit.
You know, it sucks, but I think I'm gonna go with the upset, New England.
Yeah, I kind of have a feeling about that.
Please don't tell me you think that New England's gonna win.
I'm gonna go with New England, Chiefs, Bengals. That one's gonna be.
Chiefs,
dude,
Bengals?
you got a fucking matchup on your hands.
Oh my god, dude! Last time these two teams faced was literally last week. Joe Burrow dropped another dime piece on the Chiefs, comeback win.
Was that 266 yards? Cuz was that Jamar's crazy game?
Yeah, it was like 250, 3 touchdowns and 10 catches. I was facing him in my fantasy championship. Yeah.
Oh man, he picked a hell of a day to go off.
Yeah,
but he's the real fucking deal, bro.
I really like both the matchups. Honestly, I mean, Chiefs are a mismatch against any defense.
Yeah,
but Chiefs defense.
But the Bengals defense is just a bit better than the Chiefs defense.
It is a bit better, but the Chiefs offense is also a bit better than the Bengals offense.
That's true.
So it's like, oh my god, this matchup is another one of those that's just so even.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Like this was a 34-31 game the last time these two teams played.
Game-winning field goal. By the Bengals. So
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because they went down. Remember, yeah, because he tried to hit the I think it was T. Higgins on an out route, and it was a flag.
Yeah.
By T. Higgins.
Dude, T. Higgins, huge game that game too. Like Jamar went off, T. Higgins also went off. And then
Joe Burrow
Tyler
had
Boyd the game
400
before
something
that.
Yeah. Joe Burrow's the real deal, bro.
He is. I think, wow, my God. You know what? Let's go back-to-back upsets. I'm going to go Bengals.
Okay. All right. I can dig that.
I like Joe Burrow. I think he's going to make a statement.
Yeah. And then who do you think is conference champ? New England or Bengals?
Give me Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. So Bengals conference champ.
Yes.
Bengals AFC. All right. Let's flip it over. We'll do NFC next.
There's like a 0% chance all that happens, by the way. Absolutely no chance. But like, you know.
Yeah. NFC seeding. Fuck, I gotta.
That's like
do you
what
have the seeds on your phone, actually?
Yeah, I do. Let me pull it up.
Alex, bro, what's going on over there?
Alex is slumped.
He's slumped out.
Okay,
I know
so
it's Packers 1. I don't know who's 2.
Rams.
I'll just start playing my Switch in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah, he's like, hey guys.
It's like
Packers,
all right, we
Rams,
playing some Mega Man.
Tampa. Oh, I like Mega Man.
I was playing Mega Man Legacy Collection too.
Tampa Bay. He's really about to do it.
And then
what? I can't. You said like, oh, you should do it.
Dallas at 4.
Dallas, and then what's 5?
Cardinals.
Card.
And then
Oof.
yo, turn that down.
Oof.
6.
Copyrights. Yeah.
6 is
Lower than I
Niners.
thought. Yeah, Capcom's not on people's ass though, so we're fine.
Yeah.
And 7 is the Eagles.
It's Philly.
I don't know how loud that was
Philly.
in this thing, but you know.
All right. Well, you're up right now.
Oh shoot! I actually get to do stuff now. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
Who
we got.
do we got? Who do we got?
So we got 2 versus 7. So we got the number 2 Rams versus the number 7, Philadelphia Eagles.
LA versus PA.
Yep. And then we got Tampa. We got TB.
Yeah, hey, can we do this one at a
Tom
time?
Brady.
versus
Can we do this one at a time?
TB versus 40. I'm just writing it down. I'm thinking out loud.
Oh, dude, that's actually sick. Tom Brady versus the team he grew up watching and liking.
Dude, that's wild. I didn't think about that.
Awesome.
Number 4, you got Dallas.
And I don't think he ever played them in the Super Bowl.
I don't think so.
The
No.
years when Kaepernick was their quarterback, they faced the Ravens.
Yeah.
Dude, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
wild.
can. I don't know if you can tell, but just like the LEDs bouncing off my Switch split into all the different colors, so I can see like red, green, and blue all on my Switch.
That's actually
From the
sick.
LEDs.
That's dope, yeah. All right, so Rams, Philly, who do you think's winning?
Do the Rams have any like really good players on their team?
Yeah,
Their
they
whole
have-
roster.
Yeah,
Their
everybody.
whole roster's outstanding.
I was about to say I could see Philly.
Do you want me to name the laundry list of good players they have?
No, well, do we have a laundry list for the Eagles players?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't have COVID, which they won't by the time the playoffs come around.
Ooh, that's tough.
See,
you know
they
what?
Played
We're gonna-
Washington once, 12 players on COVID.
Yeah,
Fucking dickheads.
Jalen Hurts
By the way,
almost dies.
isn't Washington like changing their name now? Like they have an actual name they're going to be revealing soon?
Yeah, in February. Yeah,
Could not be less excited.
right.
Like, you guys had a whole year and now you came over
I
the
got-
name.
But football team is the most fire name in the
I
NFL.
literally got used to calling them the football team now, and now they're going to change it.
Yeah, and it's going to be something stupid. Red Hawks. Like, ew, that's so gay.
Wait,
that's
what?
so
that-
stupid.
I heard that they're going to be called the Admirals.
The Admirals?
That would actually be kind of cool.
I can dig that.
I dig that.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, okay.
Philly Rams. Those are the two first ones.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about the Washington football team for a second. I was
Washington
like,
Philly Rams.
Like we already have the Philadelphia. Why would they call the Philadelphia Rams? We'll go with Eagles on this one.
Oh, the
upset.
7 beating the 2.
Upset. Tampa Bay 49ers.
I think it's going to be the Buccaneers. I think Tom Brady's got this.
I think so too. Dallas Cardinals.
This is close.
Keep in mind, Cardinals beat Dallas by 3 points. So they're terrifyingly close.
It was a sloppy game too. That was
was bad.
Most of my
game.
football knowledge
It was bad.
is from previous years, but I remember the Dallas Cowgirls being pretty good at some point.
Yeah, they're pretty good. 2016, they were really good. 13-3. Now they're going to be like what? 13-4 or 12-5.
I think they're 11-5 right now, so they're going to be 12-5 if they win.
Yeah.
We'll go with the Cardinals.
It's very nice. Alex. Good man. Good man. We got Philly. Oh, you got Philly's playing the Packers.
Oh my god. Okay, hang on.
That's slaughter. And then the Cardinals are going to play Tampa.
Who's the slaughter?
Yeah.
Who's going to be the slaughtering, and who's going to be the slaughtery?
I mean, well, no, it's up to you. I'm going to put my bracket together.
Well,
and I'll show
I
you
don't know
guys,
who.
but
I don't even know what team has what players. Like, do the Packers even have any players? I don't fucking know.
They have Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Famer, reigning MVP.
Wait, I thought he retired.
No.
All right, Packers.
I wish he retired.
Packers are going to win.
Yeah.
Yo, it's going to be Packers and Tom Brady.
Yeah. Let me
See
see.
Rodgers versus Brady to decide who goes to the
Bay.
Super Bowl.
Again,
And then you're gonna
like
say it's Tom-
like how it was
you're gonna say
last
Tampa?
year.
You know what?
You're taking
we'll
Tampa
say-
over Arizona?
History repeats itself. Yeah, I think Tampa Bay's go over.
Who do you think's going to win out of Tampa Bay and Green Bay?
That's a great
Battle of the Bays. Who do you think's winning?
That's a great question.
Tampa Bay.
All right, I'll make my decision based off of this question. Which team is the hotter cheerleaders?
Tampa, no doubt. I'm
God,
sorry,
gotta
it's
be
got to be
Tampa.
Tampa.
There's more hot girls in Florida. There's
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Wisconsin. Come on,
Wisconsin, bro.
they look like the linemen.
Yeah.
The starting lineman is the best looking.
It's like the powder puff. It's just like, oh, we're getting the football players in skirts to do cheerleading now.
Dude, they got off their like
Exactly.
factory job to go cheerlead at the game.
No, they stopped making fucking cheese curds. To go
All
make-
right, Tampa Bay's going to the Super Bowl.
all right, Tampa Bay
Versus
again.
who? Who did I say is going to the Super Bowl?
You had the
first
Chiefs
time?
going to the Super Bowl, so you're going to say
Rematch.
Green Bay,
Chiefs
Super Bowl
versus-
rematch.
Wait, was that how it was last year?
Yes, and Tampa Bay absolutely slaughtered the Chiefs.
All right,
You know, I think we're gonna have another situation where Tampa Bay takes it.
you think Tampa's winning it all?
Yeah,
Okay, so I'll put SB. SB versus
Super Bowl.
CHFS.
The Chiefs. SB champ Tampa Bay. It was his 8th.
Did you say Tampa?
Is that
That would have been his 8th, yeah, if he wins this
Jesus
year.
Christ, dude.
Jason
He
Bourne.
already has the franchise record, and he's a single player.
Yeah, that's unreal.
I love how you say single player.
No, he's like Tom Brady has 7 rings. The Patriots have 6. The Steelers have 6. Those are in second.
Yeah.
He's better than the entire team.
He beats out literally every single team in rings.
Yeah.
Just because he went to 2 different teams.
Well, yeah, that's how that works. If he was on the Patriots his whole career, he wouldn't have more than the Patriots themselves. He'd have the same amount because Patriots didn't win one before he came there.
That's facts. Like, and I don't like Patriot fans that act like they weren't bums before Tom Brady got there.
Facts, dude. Like your best season was like 9-8.
Yeah.
Or
And they're
no,
like,
they played like 14 game season back then. It was like 8-6.
7-7. Imagine going 7-7, being like, yeah, we were good before Tom. Shut up.
They were like 8-6 in like 1987, and they were like, dude, we lost in the divisional, but we were good before Tom.
I know. They went to the Super Bowl once and got kicked. They got their teeth kicked in. They were like, yeah, Tom Brady doesn't make us cause. We're like, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Like,
No,
so
Bill
now
Belichick.
they're like Mac and Jones, mac and cheese, bro. I'm like, okay, listen.
Dude, we got Kraft as our owner. Now we got Mac and Kraft, baby.
Kraft mac and cheese, baby. All right. Rams, Philly.
Rams. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's cool. I'm expecting it.
Yeah.
Tampa and Niners.
Hear me out, right?
I'm listening. I'm open for anything.
Tampa Bay almost just lost to the Jets.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's unraveling, huh? And Chris Godwin's out for the season.
Chris Godwin's out for the season. Tampa Bay is reeling. Their cornerback room is injured to all hell. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk is really good. Kittle's going to tear up the middle of that defense. He's going to take away Devin White from the middle of that field. And
Yeah.
think about that for the 49ers offense.
Yeah.
Like, they can run up the middle now because, Devin White's stuck. Well, here's the thing. Kittle either eats up Devin White in pass coverage or he blocks Shaquille Barrett off the edge.
Yeah,
Because Kittle's good at both.
Yeah, but I think they're going to do what they did to Kelsey. They're just going to stick Levante David on him because he's probably their best cover.
Probably.
Yeah. And he's just going to follow him around wherever he goes.
Yeah.
And at least that allows like Devin White to sort of flex between, and if they do their nickel package and they have Murphy Bunting as their second
Yeah.
uh,
Dude, crazy story in the Bucks-Jets game, by the way. Did you hear about that with Murphy Bunting and Jamel Dean, I believe it was?
no.
Basically, they tested positive for COVID earlier on that week, but if they tested negative the day of, they could play. Mm-hmm. They tested negative that day, so they had to fly their a team private jet to New York
That's so sick.
on the day of, but the pilot got COVID. So they had to take a regular flight to New York. Mm-hmm. It got there at 12, and then they had to bus into the game late. And then Sean Murphy Bunting got injured in the game after he got there.
So fucked. Oh my god. Hey, rest up, bro. Hope you feel all right.
I think he played later in the game, but it was,
Okay,
it was
all right,
one of those
good.
things where it was like, God damn, that is terrible luck.
That dude just has the suckiest luck on earth.
Yeah, but I like Trey Lance leading that Niners team so much more
like
than
that?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Trey Lance is a real deal.
And I don't know if the Bucs are legit this year. It's incredible to say because Tom Brady's their quarterback.
Yeah.
They have an insane defense. Mike Evans at receiver.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they can very well lose this Niners matchup. Niners
so?
team is so underrated.
Yeah, they are really good, especially now. Now, they're really good. So do you think Niners are going to take it?
Give me the Niners. Yeah.
And Dallas Cardinals.
Another dude. So many rough matchups.
So many even matchups, dude.
I'm gonna take the guy that's been in the playoffs before. Give me Dallas.
All right. So here we go. We're gonna go. We got lowest ranking seed. You got Packers Niners in an NFC Championship rematch. And you got Rams Dallas.
Rams Dallas. Wow.
Oh, Zach, don't forget to give the 20 to someone.
Yeah,
I just remembered it existed.
I got it. Yeah. When we go get Shake Shack, yeah.
Okay.
Get food.
Well, don't worry about. You don't have to pay me or anything.
Yeah,
Well, our mom
Niners
literally gave
Packers.
us. Okay, we stopped on the way here for lunch because I had a gift card that I wanted to use, and we get there. Mom's like, I'm like, she's like, oh, text us when you get there just to make sure you got there. And it's right as we pulled in the parking lot. So I'm like, oh, we just got to the Wawa in wherever.
In
Briningsville. And she goes, don't spend that 20. We told you to give that to Aunt Holly.
And you can tell like the tone based on the text she sent.
Yeah. Well,
So I'm just like, Mom, I'm using my gift card. And immediately the tone changed. She's like, oh, I'm so glad it's getting used.
Niners, Packers. Who do you got?
Give me the Packers.
Packers, yeah.
So how long were you planning on this podcast being? Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't almost 3.5 hours.
You're right, it wasn't.
You're probably just like, we might crack 2.
Yeah. No, well, I knew we were going to crack 2 because that's kind of what ends up happening. But
Yeah.
3 hours. This is now the longest podcast on the channel.
Let's go.
Yo, I mean, that
We
probably
out here,
helped.
gang.
I don't know how your other podcasts are because I'll be honest, I haven't seen any of the other ones, but I assume it might have to do with the fact that you have twice as many people as you do normally talking to you.
That's also true.
There's twice as many opinions floating around that aren't yours.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. Rams, Dallas.
Give me the Rams.
So, L.A., Green Bay. Who do you got?
Aaron Rodgers syndrome. I got to go with the Rams.
Oh, we're going to go L.A.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers cannot win an NFC championship. That's just a proven fact. The last time he won an NFC championship, I was in 2nd grade.
Then how is he
Holy
considered
shit.
like an amazing player if he just can't bring his team to the Super Bowl?
Because he's amazing in the regular season. He's great in the wild card and divisional games, but he can't win.
So he
conference championship.
doesn't do well where it counts.
I say the exact same thing, and people yell at me. So you know,
I guess so.
No, like you're talking to somebody who has next to no football knowledge, and that's the gist I'm getting
that's
from
the
it.
problem. Yeah,
That's the gist I'm getting from it. So if I understand that, and I know jack squat about football,
Yeah.
you're saying there's people that like know football more than you do that don't get that.
Aaron Rodgers is 1-5 in NFC championship games. That is a 16.6 repeating win percentage.
The only place that's even remotely close to acceptable is in baseball, and even then, 1-5 is not that good. It's just okay.
And he's 1 out of 6.
So it's a 1.67. It's not even a 0.2.
Exactly. Yeah. That's how he is in the NFC
Jay's
championship.
like, sure, that math sounds right.
I was like, yeah, he mathed correctly. So your Super Bowl is L.A. and Cincinnati.
Yes.
Who do you got?
I got Cincinnati.
You got Joe Burrow, SB.
Go Tigers.
Joe Burrow, SBC, Super Bowl champions. All right, so I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Right, so we're gonna put playoff predictions, and I'll put mine on here as well. But I'll put it out there for you guys to see. So it'll be playoff predicts, playoff pre, and then we got Zach has got LA.
That'd be such an entertaining Super Bowl.
VS
Oh my
Cincy,
god. Dude, think about the offensive showdown that would be.
Cincy W, and then Alex. What do you got? You got Tampa Bay versus the Chiefs. Exact rematch.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a rematch until like the game before, and you were just like, oh, sure, I guess we'll do the rematch.
KCW. All right, so I'll do mine real quick on the bottom here. So I'll have, you got what, Rams?
I think I said Tampa's winning, but I forget.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, my dumbass. I almost tried to erase that. It's fine.
Let me erase my
So I'll
pen.
put LA versus Philly. And then I'm going to say that, let me write it out.
What was the name of your podcast again?
The Lunch Table.
The Lunch Table. I need to plug the Lunch Table to my friends.
Factual,
Be
bro.
like, guys, I started an episode of the Lunch Table.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We can do some last minute shout outs before we sign off.
Oh, of course, yeah. And then,
Give an 8th shout out to Frankie.
Yes. Oh,
ciao, Frankie.
shout out my roommate's podcast, 4th and Go For It podcast with Danny and Colwyn. We cover
Go ahead,
football
buddy.
stuff. Not we. They. I appeared on one episode. They cover football stuff every single week. They're posting now, even when we're not at college. They're really dedicated, and they're really smart football people. So if you like football, go check it out.
Go check it out, people. Go check it out.
4th and Go For It podcast.
4th and Go For It. All right. Here is my peeps. So I'm going to have, I got Green Bay. I'm going to say LA is going to win.
Yep.
So I'm going to put LA there. I'm going to say Niners. Well, no, I'm going to say Tampa Bay, and then I'm going to say Cardinals. So
I like that.
I'm gonna say who's the lowest seed? I believe it's Cardinals, isn't it? Cardinals. Yeah. So it's gonna be Green Bay and Arizona.
Green Day.
Green Bay, Arizona.
Dude, I was literally watching somebody's VOD of them playing like Mario Party or something, and there was somebody that had no idea how football worked. They're like, "Oh, I heard that there's some bands that are going to the Super Bowl this year. How's Green Day doing?" And one of the guys was like, "Dude, just replace one letter, and you picked one of the teams that might go this year. Just replace one letter."
All right. So I'm gonna do a little bit different. I'm gonna say Green Bay beats Arizona, LA beats Tampa. I'm gonna say Green Bay goes to the Super Bowl just because I don't know. I'm biased towards Aaron Rodgers.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna say that, and then AFC.
Aaron Rodgers can absolutely do it. It's just he doesn't every year, and I'm like, why can't you do it?
Well,
It's like running a marathon.
biased.
It's like running a marathon and tripping when the finish line is insane.
No, but like Aaron Rodgers doesn't even play bad. He just loses. It's like, bro,
that's
what?
true. He
Okay, so
doesn't-
a better analogy is like running a marathon, but as soon as the finish line comes up, somebody runs up behind you and pushes you to the ground.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you broke your knee, you can't finish, dummy.
And it happens every year.
Oh, okay.
And the one time it didn't happen, he played the Bears. It's like, yeah, the Bears aren't going to
It's
Super
the
Bowl.
Packers versus the Bears. I can imagine how cutthroat that one was.
Yeah, right? NFC Championship, too. What a time to be
I
alive.
only know that
It
because
was like 2011.
one of the comedy channels I watch on YouTube, the guy is Midwest. So one of the running jokes in the thing is like every episode he has to, or sorry, not every episode, every single video he has, it's like 4 minutes long every single one. He has to have at least one joke about go Packers or fuck the Bears. One of the two.
The Bears.
It's like,
So for the AFC, sorry, I'm gonna cut you off.
no, you're fine.
So for the AFC, I'm actually gonna go stunner. I'm gonna say the Chargers beat the Chiefs first.
Ooh, that is
I'm gonna say the Chargers beat the Chiefs.
I forgot.
spicy.
I forgot you didn't do your ranking yet. I was like, what are you talking about? Are we
Yeah.
done?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Chargers beat the Chiefs. Then I'm gonna say everything else is the same. Cincinnati beats Colts, and then I really want to see Buffalo beat New England. Fuck.
Dude, it's so tough. Because like
really
my
wanna see
intuition
Buffalo
is
beat New
always
England.
like, yeah, New England's winning that. But like Buffalo is the better team.
Yeah.
But like my intuition is always Belichick's going to outcoach McDermott like 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
He beat them running the ball 50 times.
Yeah, but Josh Allen also, like his last game, he threw 3 picks and no touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, that's
So-
what the Pats defense does, though.
Yeah.
They'll take away Stephon Diggs and make you throw to Cole Beasley 20 times.
Yeah, Cole Beasley. What a fucking idiot. This guy kills me, son.
Yeah, what a dumbass.
All right, so I'm gonna say New England. I'm gonna fold. So it's gonna be LA. I'm gonna say LA Chargers versus Tennessee Titans, divisional, and then Cincy and New England.
Wow.
You need to hook me up with this quality
What?
electronics. Just because, like, I'm just like listening to this. I'm like, this sounds so crisp, so nice. The headsets are beautiful, and that soundboard looks great, and I
Yes.
want it.
I love
Thank
that
you. I
soundboard.
appreciate that.
This is the same soundboard that like the college provides like everyone that does podcasts.
Oh, really?
So like this is like good.
I've
good stuff.
I've always wanted to have a soundboard just to like when stuff goes right, like just the couple things that's like, oh, when something goes right, you start playing like the Final Fantasy fanfare. You have that on one of the buttons.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree.
You even know what the Final Fantasy fanfare is?
What? Yeah, I know Final Fantasy. Is.
Okay, I was about to say no. I mean, like, if do you know what the fanfare is? Like the thing I'm talking about.
No.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna just
you
pull
and
it
me
up.
both.
You guys have absolutely heard it. You just don't know what it's called.
Okay. Well, so while you pulled it up, I got Tennessee, LA Chargers, and then Cincinnati, New England. I'm gonna say Tennessee beats LA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Cincinnati beats New England, and then I'm gonna say I don't know who's gonna win, Tennessee or Cincinnati.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but
They're like
I'm always
equal
kind of
teams.
impartial.
I don't know how long
I think
this
I might
is-
go Cincy, bro.
I love Cincy right now.
I think I'm gonna go Cincy, and that's gonna be Cincy versus Packers.
like I am riding that Joe Burrow hype train. Like it's
Till
a pipe
the
train.
wheels fall off. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna say Green Bay versus Cincy, and I actually think Green Bay is gonna win. So I got SB. I think Green Bay is gonna win. So I got Green Bay versus Cincy. Green Bay W. But again, I'm biased towards Aaron Rodgers just because I really like him. So, and I think he's like, there's so much turmoil, but yet he's so calm. Like that's kind of what kills me. So like, I don't know. I think this might be the time. And then these are all my notes for fucking the pod.
The pod.
Fly Eagles Fly pod. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm just gonna. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hang on. I don't know how loud this is gonna be, so I apologize if it's too loud.
Turn your volume down. Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Okay.
That's what that is.
Okay. All right. Copyright.
Yeah.
All right.
Cut it out before we get DMCA'd.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah.
3 hours, 30 minutes.
You guys want to do your last minute shout outs before we cut off?
I already did mine. So.
We'll just run it back one more time. We'll just go around.
Okay. So, shout out Fourth and Go For It podcast with my roommates Danny and Colin. They're on Spotify. Shout out to my friends on Twitch. FG Streams, EFFGEE Streams. He's the guy that I have a lot of like sports takes with, and he's been my friend for 4 years now. So, big shout outs.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Follow me on Twitch, Hope64, HOBEZ_64. And shout out to my friends Mars, NextGen, Dud, and Flip.
And they're all on Twitch?
Not all of them are on Twitch. NextGen streams, Flip streams. That's the same. It's spelled how it sounds. NextGen Gamer 9, Flipside 208. And I don't think Dud or Mars stream, so.
Dud.
Sorry if you do, but I didn't know you streamed. So tell me you stream next time.
All right. And last, the Lunch Table Podcast. Follow it on all social medias. We have it on Instagram. We have it on YouTube. We're on all of the Spotify.
Yes.
We're on
all of the Spotifys.
We're on all the Spotifys we got. We're on all streaming platforms. So wherever you get your podcasts, you can find us there. That's going to be the Lunch Table Podcast with no U. TheLnchtablePodcast. Table Podcast. Also follow the Fly Eagles Fly Pod. I'm going to put this. I'm going to put this last bit. I'm going to put that. I'm actually going to cut that out and put it. These last like 30 minutes or so. I'm going to put that out on there. But the full podcast will be out on this feed on this on the channel for the Lunch Table Podcast channel. So you guys can check that out. It'll be coming out on Sunday. So let you guys know it'll be out on Sunday. And then
I'll watch it while I'm at work.
For sure. We'll have clips and everything we'll be following as well. So go subscribe. Subscribe to, obviously follow these guys. Follow all the people that they plugged. Subscribe to the Lunch Table Podcast. Subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And have a good day, guys. See you guys later. We out.